Hey guys, welcome to the stream. And we are public. So guys, we are live here. Uh, I don't know why the broadcast hasn't started. Yo, Brawl Maestro, welcome to the stream, man. You're the first one. Also, why isn't the stream started yet? Also, let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Let's keep refreshing the website just in case it starts, but it's not starting for some reason. For the broadcast, I mean, the stream just started, man. Chill out. Uh, so these are my predictions. I mean, Food can defeat Humble and even Novo can defeat Navi, but rest of them I'm pretty sure. God, can we please start already? Let me check if it has started on. Okay, it has not started on YouTube as well. I mean, Brawl Sports stream. That's why I guess it has not started on the website. Yo, Zen, welcome to the stream. Okay, okay. So it's finally started. Oh God, I think it's loud. Let me know if the volume is okay, because I don't know what you guys are hearing. All right, who you guys are voting for? Like Food, Humble, or maybe Navi, Novo? All right, we have Brandon supporting for Mom Humble. Do you guys think that Humble would have won World Cup if Guesty was there in place of Lennon? Okay, Zayn is supporting Humble as well, and Semantic does quite mad when someone says mispronounce their team name. I mean, but in the end of the day, that's how you pronounce it, right? Humble, like. Okay, even if I think what I like about EMA is that every single match is gonna be a banger. Like every single team is so strong, and even like Metis Sport or however you pronounce it that way, that even team has Renan, so that match is gonna be as banger as well. I don't think I mean Heretics will be dropping down quite well. Navi versus Totem will be really close, honestly. But if Navi loses to Novo, I mean, I don't, we won't even see a Navi versus Totem. By Worlds, I think you mean Brawl Cup because this is the first time he is being able to participate. S- I mean, Lenin, subbing in just 2 3 days earlier, before Brawl Cup, did a great job, I guess. But if Guesty was there, they have the synergy with Guesty, right? So you won't believe that electricity just was there was no electricity in my hostel like for like past 20 minutes, and it just came back just 1 minute before I started streaming. So thank God. No, he's talking about mine electricity. Also, guys, make sure to like the stream. I mean, we already completed the rewards yesterday, so I don't care if all of my prediction goes wrong today. But yo, Jen, thanks for that support. I don't know why Big Talents is not signed to their org anymore because they performed really well last monthly final. And the last time Humble lost is because they weren't prepared to face big talents. They were preparing for semis and final, but this time I think they are prepared for quarters, so I think they will win this time. Like, yeah, like even I think Humble were overconfident. They didn't prepare for quarters because they think they would beat them anyway, so they had no preparation going in, so they just lost. Bro, if Humble gets sweep again, I think they should just give up, man. I don't know how the YouTube XP works at all, man. You are stuck at 100. All right. I think is the map draft going on live? Like the maps are coming up one by one. I mean, Zen might curse you do not get XP. I think there are 3 or 2 days left for rank season. My God, like look at the prediction, man. They just defeated Humble last monthly finals, and it's still low. I think people don't realize it's big talents because like of their new organization logo. They're free agents right now, right? Close to 30K, 30K what? Uh, I mean 30K what? Okay, trophy. I mean, bro, Humble is global winnings too for what? And wait. Big talents have global ban Colette, then they ban Colette again. Am I tripping or is the graphics wrong? Bro, if you are a 126k, you are a ladder warrior, man. Exactly. That's what I'm asking. Like, college is already global ban, but they're banning collab again. Either this is a glitch in the visuals or Big Challenge actually wanted to ban less brawlers. That's why they banned collab again. Started playing 4 seasons ago. That's crazy. So you're a very new player. All right, finally we start. Bro, 81k in 4 months. I think 81k in 4 months with delay is different level of unemployment, bro. Like you gotta play day and night for that. I mean, there are win streaks now in the game, so it's not that hard to push. I mean, Humble is already losing. What the hell? There is no aggro in big talents, so I don't know why they're playing Pearl. I mean, Pearl can still work. Okay, so you took a break in the middle and came back to the game. Like even I started in 2018, then I didn't play much to 2020 and half of 2019. Then since I came back from 2021, I think I have been playing regularly since then. Ooh, Semantic Row is crazy. He gets double kill, triple kill. I mean, 60K is still crazy. That's more than 10,000 trophies a month. I mean, it's easier with lower trophy brawlers, but still. You should definitely try to push Masters for next season because after next season, we're gonna have a new battle card for Masters. So the current Masters battle card will become rare if you don't have it. Ooh, it's over. I didn't play the game at all at 2025. I just logged in every day just to keep the daily login streak, but I didn't play say a single game, I think, most of the time. I think I came back to the game after Crazy Raccoon won World Finals. That's why you can see I didn't post any content of 2025. Oh, damn. I mean, this is a humble map, so humble chose this map, so they gotta win this one anyway. I think you gotta restart YouTube, man. You're glitched, I guess. Yo, Nate, Nathan, welcome to the stream. What do you mean by Togi got 97% on grief? So the casters are saying that Humble only screamed the layer cake map only twice. So is this why Big Talents picked it? So okay, Colette was not global ban, it was Edgar. I think the graphics are fixed now. I mean, it doesn't look you're getting XP again. You're still at 100, bro. I mean, there's no use of XP, right? You have it today, you're gonna forget about it tomorrow. Harley said, wow. Harry, Grow, and Meeple, what? I mean, Sage will destroy all of them. Only thing that can attack Sage right now is Meeple with his super. I mean, if they picked a berry with you're welcome back Zen. If they had picked berry with trunk or something, it would have made sense. But bro, what do you mean by getting 97? You were talking about someone doggy getting 97 on grip, but I didn't understand what you mean by that. Ooh, how is Ziggy struggling against Barry, bro? Ziggy has longer range. I'm not gonna search that, bro. Like right now, I'm watching esports anyway. All right, let me see. What do I even search it up? Is it a geometry dash thing? Google is showing me geometry dash stuff. Okay, he is a geometry dash player. All right. I mean, I have played a little bit of Geometry Dash, but I don't know much about it, so I have no idea. Oh, Otis somehow survived. Oh, Ziggy is dead. What the heck? Bro, all of them are dying one by one. It's the unverified top one. Okay. I don't know what most of that means, but okay. Ooh, nice pick up by boss. Okay. They finally get a kill. Oh, okay. So, oh yes, I remember that you get percentages on how much percentage of the level you completed it on Geometry Dash, right? So he completed 97% on the hardest stage. Is this so undoable? Like 97 being the highest percent, is this so undoable? Bro, Ben, Bren, you're not getting any XP, man. I mean, they have Berry Hill, they're not dying. Yep, 2-0 already. So I don't think they will do a reverse sweep. So I think Humble have it in the bag. I mean, everyone votes for a Semantic as the MVP. So I would personally vote for Luki, but people voted for Semantic. So I'm gonna go say Semantic and yeah. I honestly think Luki and Boss deserves it more, but people just love the players that are more famous. So I knew it would be Semantic. I'll look at it later then, because I don't know much about Geometry Dash, but sometimes it pops up on my feed. I mean, it looks fun, bro. It takes crazy reflex to play that. Then I can't. Hardest level in the world in the hardest game in the world. Yeah. I mean, if you look at a game, you just gotta click that mouse, but bro, the reflex you need is crazy. Is there even like Geometry Dash competitive esports? I won't be surprised if there is, but I don't think there is. Alright, let's see Humble closing it out on trio on this set because this map is picked by Humble themselves. Hard Rock Mine. We have a Kate, wow. An early Kate against the Damien. And told you guys already that Otis is the best counter for Damien, so they had went that as well. Well, Master is getting kind of annoyed of geometry tests. For playing a single level for 3 years, that's gotta be a different level of dedication. I'll be honestly bored out after like a week. Not even a week, I guess. Maybe 2, 3 days. Ooh, Nita. I think Humble has the draft here. Well, it's really hard to say a favorite song. Like, you have a song stuck on your head for a week, and the next week you'll have a different song stuck on your head. So it's really hard to say, talk about favorite songs. And there are, of course, different genres of songs. So every song is very different from each other. It's really hard to pick. Okay, Damon going extra aggressive. Okay, Sandy is dead. Alright, Damien dead as well. I don't see the Sandy pick, honestly. Maybe was picked because of the stun, so she can stun Kid, but other than that, I don't see any use of the Sandy here. Nita already has Hyper. Bro, Sandy gonna take ever to deal with that Nita bear. And also, Damon used a super on a brawler that is not a gem carrier, so it's gonna take time for big talents to again do something. Okay, Damon is hyper super. So only thing he can do is jump on Otis, but then Otis have hyper super and can mute and stun him. Ooh, Damien got hard countered, bro. Just one more gem and it's done. There we go. It's over. Ooh, okay. Won't do anything. One more game and Humble take revenge 3-0. Bro, Humble were prepared this time. Like, they weren't messing up. Okay, they're double laning on Nita lane this time, but looks like they won't be able to do much. Bro, Kid counter, Damien. Why didn't I ever think of that? Like, of course, you'll need some coordination when like Kid jumps on them and your teammates need to kill him, but that's a great idea actually. Bro, Kid is so OP, but like you really need teamwork to play Kid, which you never get with randoms. Okay, need a hyper. Kid Twisted High Super. Okay. All right. Uh, I don't know why Semantic didn't fall back. I mean, they can still restart the countdown from here. But the gem will spawn on enemy side, and they have a Mina to pick it up and a Damien wall. Oh, it's over. I think that was Semantic's fault for not falling back completely. Should have used his super. Mm. Ooh. Oh, crazy super by Lucky man. He won't get much failure from the super, but that those crazy shot. Bro, this Nether skin is so cursed, man. Ooh. Oh, now he don't have super for Damien. He don't have super for Damien. And by the way, this was a humble map. So next we're gonna have a big challenge map, and if they win here, they might have a chance for reverse sweep. Oh, they almost got Sandy there. Crazy, yep. I don't know what's the problem with XP, man. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I think Zen went maybe. Okay, let's hopefully say the Humble is closing on this one. Let's not drag it to set 5, okay? So next we're gonna get this reward for NA and SA. Of course, I'm not gonna do NA and SA watch party because that will be very late night, and I also will be having exams going on. My exam starting from day after tomorrow, so I won't do any live stream. Thanks, Mastero. Hmm. Bro, if you guys don't know, Dompe was the coach for Evan X Park last year when they ended top 4 on the Worlds. So Dompe, I think Dompe really good at drafting and game sense. Barley, wow. I mean, triple triple is a thrower map, so but for brawl ball, Willow is better because if you land a super and get that ball, you can just score. Damien again, wow. And they have the Otis this time, so the only counter they have is Charlie. But yesterday we saw that Crazy Raccoon wasn't able to do anything to Damien with Charlie, so let's see how it goes. Man, you gotta hard carry randoms in ranked if you wanna win. Wow. Bro, Humble have kind of triple countered Damien, like Willow can super Damien, all of them can super Damien. Cordelis can even mute Damien and jump. Okay, boss already has super. You don't wanna damage the Damien too much because damaging Damien will also charge up Damien's super. Nice. You gotta score here somehow. Okay, Damien places a wall. You can just walk it in. Nice. That's not- All right. The longer the match drags on, it's bad for Humble, but they already have a score, so it's not a problem. Procordia is getting those kills in the center room every single time. I don't think they can score here from now. If they had Damien Super and Barley Hyper together, then maybe. I think it's over. Okay. Match point again for Humble. Let's see if they can close it out on this game. How is Barley dying, man? Ooh, what a nice goal. Oh, that was a really good goal. Bro, I'm from India. When Damien is not able to do anything on this map, like every time something he goes near someone, all of the three have super and all of the three supers are effective against Damien. I mean, I think already most of my fans or subscribers already know I'm from India. Ooh, I think they're gonna score still. But still, Humble is just one goal away. Charlie has hyper super, but Byron has hyper super and OPS has hyper super as well. Oh, I think Big Talents may able to score here, but Damien doesn't go for the jump. Maybe because Vito has super. Ooh, Damien survived on 1 HP. Ooh, if map opens up, it's gonna be beneficial to Humble, right? They got Charlie, Cordelius. It's over for Big Talents. Unless Damien super does something. Charlie's changing lane. Of course, that's better for them. Ooh, nice super. Ah, misses Reveal a super. Ooh, it's over, I think. It's over. Prevents taken from Humble. Yep. Revenge taken. Let's go. What is that? That was Marco, right? Not Marco, sorry. That was not Marco, my bad. That was Filippo, sorry. I think that is Filippo, right? MVP of this match, honestly, Boss played out that Cortez really well. Yes, Guess is back with food, but they did lose to Novo Sports in upper bracket, so you never know. Big can actually defeat them, you know. I can play a background music if you want. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Let me know. I didn't play music because you already have the commentary going on, so you can't hear, right?
You've clearly just had some really good success in the challenges in the DAC region as well. So, how do you plan on bringing that success over to the Brawl Stars Championship?
Okay, now I guess
Literally,
my bad. It was I had
it's a
turned
really
on
big
device
difference.
volume, so you couldn't
Like
hear the
staying in the
Brawl
challenge
Stars
squad,
stream
if you do that
as
for
well as the
like
music. But I think now you can hear the Brawl Stars stream, so I don't think you
How do
need
you
the
think you
music.
kind of performed in the challenges compared to the Brawl Stars Championship? Did you do anything differently? Did you feel less pressure? Is that why you were able to perform at a higher level?
I think I've never felt like no pressure. Like it was just like we just played and we just did our best. We won everything. So like no pressure basically.
How do you feel coming into your first game today then? I know you've got a bit of a tough matchup anyway, so do you think you're going to be able to succeed through this monthly final?
For sure. I mean, I'm not gonna go in a match final and thinking we lost. So we can win for sure.
This guy, by the way, shaking like crazy on his first ever LAN events, getting used to them slowly as they played in the LCQ already last year as an Xperia in NXT, now in his current roster, he collected quite some experiences, but next to Angel Boy, our Goliath in this Davis versus Goliath story, he still looks a little less experienced, let's put it that way.
I was gonna say, I mean, Angel Boy, if you've stood next to him at a LAN, he is a presence to be felt not only in the brawl
Well,
field,
let's
but
see
he
if
would certainly beat me up if
Big
it ever came
can
down to
Big
that.
will
Thankfully,
global
he's
ban
an-
Mina.
I was gonna say, thankfully he's an absolutely nice guy, so that would never happen. But there's
Bro,
the man
Guesty
we're
is
looking
looking
out
different,
for,
or is
somebody
it
that was
just me?
unfortunately missing at Brawl Cup. Guesty is back. It's somebody that a lot of the Brawl community fell in love with in the last go round. Part of the reason that they started, he had such an illustrious start to his career. I mean, 2
Bro,
grand
why is the
finals
stream
wins. He won
lagging?
his first ever
It's
BSP
not my
tournament.
stream, it's
So I think
there.
getting him
It's
back is
there.
great. Now that
Okay.
obviously Lana worked out super well. If he was the permanent replacement, I still think this squad
It's
would
the
be great.
foot cameras,
Absolutely.
not
I mean,
my
they've got
stream,
a lot
okay?
to thank Lane for as well, getting more
Absolutely.
points on the board, getting extra slots for this region as well. So he's done a big things for this region in general. But yeah, I mean, it was sad to not see Guesty there, especially after the success he had in the first half of the year. Obviously earning that place at the Brawl Cup and then not being able to go and perform at it. But they're going to be thankful nonetheless for the points and pushing them further up that leaderboard.
So in the last few LAN events that we had, one being the Brawl Cup, one being the Dach part of the
Yeah,
BSC
he looks
Challengers,
different.
we have the winner on the one side with Big winning.
Also,
the
they
Challengers.
are not
now
in the
can
food
go through
office,
the
right?
Tier 2
They are at the
circuit
home.
over Istanbul, play against 11 other regions, the best teams from these regions, to get an additional LCQ slot. Or, of course, they can still make it through the BSC if they qualify for every monthly final.
Okay,
from now
Bran,
on,
looks
they
like you are
technically still
finally
have a
getting some
chance.
XP because
Thanks
now
to
you have
Food
125
Esports,
XP.
because they gained, as the runner-up of the Brawl Cup, an additional slot for Worlds and LCQ for this region. So Big can thank Foot, but they will still want to destroy them today. These are the maps for this series. We have Dueling Beetles picked up by Big, coming in as the upper seed. Once again, they can
Okay,
choose
Big
if they want to pick the first or the second map.
is getting the
Alton Jochen
first
picked up by
selection
Fred
in
Panel Punt, Hideout picked as well, and
map
Heart of
draft
Mine
because
out
even the
Decider.
food is number
Anyone
1 in
that you're
EMA
looking
right
forward
now,
to
but
here in particular?
I think out in the open, it's gonna be a
Big
regular
is the
for
one
Foot
that
if they get
qualified
past
to
this.
upper
This was kind
bracket
of the ones I
and Foot
expected.
qualified to
Hideout, I
lower
wasn't
bracket,
as much
so
so
that
predicting,
makes
but
Big
I
the
think
higher
this is a map
seed.
that I really enjoy. I think a lot of people are used to seeing Foot, especially after Brawl Cup, just run Mina plus something. I
Yes.
expect that to stay pretty similar today, but I also think in the scrims that I've seen them play on that map in particular, they've gotten real creative of how they've implemented support brawlers on top of aggressive brawlers.
And they brought Mina to the rest of the regions as well. Yesterday we had the East Asia monthly finals, and Mina was picked up as one of the
Bro, Enrich
most
got his
picked up,
hair, or I think
brawlers
Enrich got his hair as
overall, and
well.
it definitely was heavily influenced by none other than Angel.
And also no
Boy.
Mina
Edgar and
ban.
Damien are going to be out of the way in this one. Pierce and Colette.
Angel
I'd
Boy,
say
bro,
these are
Angel
the
Boy
four
got a
best
new haircut as
brawlers we
well.
have
Like
right now,
everybody's
moving
getting a
on,
new
and we could
haircut.
count to those as well. So yeah, just panning out to meta it seems for these two
Except
teams.
Nova, I
Absolutely
think
makes
Nova,
sense.
it
I'm
still
super
looks the
surprised
same.
to see Big pull these bans out. To be honest, I'd have thought they'd want to leave those kind of things open. It
They
seems
want
to
to
be
play Mina.
Yeah, this is the thing. It seems to be one of those things that the underdogs have been reaching for through East Asia, through today as well. A couple of Damien picks in that last series. So I'm surprised that they haven't kind of left that open and tried to get that brawler for themselves. But I was going to say they're going to
Ooh,
probably,
96 to
it seemed like
4.
Arthur was pretty happy with the situation they're in and don't feel too bad about facing Foot. But the community clearly does not agree.
Unfortunate.
They did
Looks
say
like your
that
time is finally
Foot
here. Wow,
can
you're
be
getting
beaten
XP too
even
quick
with
now.
Guesty at their side. After all, they got knocked down to the lower bracket by Novo, who also has a new player in their roster, so not, you'd say, the most experienced roster in itself right now. Communication and everything still has to be learned, and they still beat Foot. So if they can do it, Big will think they can do it as well. So yeah, I think with that, we're just waiting for the players to get ready, seated, and start with this first match.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, Big has potential. It's similar to last match. Again,
You
I
might
feel
get
similarly
700
with Grayson too,
SP. I
though.
mean,
I'm not gonna
you
get
were the
bet
only one
against Foot.
chatting
I mean,
here.
it's gonna be
Even
really
Zen
hard
not
to.
here.
If they go against Humble in the future, obviously I'll debate a little bit more. But I think Foot have earned the right to be a top team in this region. In my prediction, I don't think it's a 96-4 by any means, but it is an 80-20-ish for me still. I really feel like Foot are legit.
I think you could argue higher than 80-20 as well, to be honest with you. Like, Big, Arthur didn't seem kind of, pushed back or unconfident with the position they're in through that interview, saying, listen, we're not going to go into this one thinking we can't win. We absolutely can. And I love that kind of faith that they've got in themselves. It's a huge opponent against them in Foot. They've been performing absolutely incredibly through the Emea region. I'd be terrified about facing them. But then again, maybe I'm not as good at Brawl Stars as Big. But yeah, I do think you could argue it's probably even higher Foot's way than 80-20.
So So on foot side, they played in the World Cup with Lena.
I mean, Zen is
Obviously, now
gone, so
Guesty is back.
I
They
think his
have the
curse is
chemistry
gone
with
as
him
well.
already. On the other side in Big, they had Amos. He departed the team and brought in Melee, another really good upcoming player. Not the oldest, so not the most experienced. He did play in a couple of smaller tournaments. I actually had the chance to coach him in one of these, and they did win. I won. So I look forward to, we look forward to, I hope so, to see how well he can do also now on the bigger BSC stage. So we are ready for quarterfinal number 2. It's Big versus Foot Esports.
I mean, being an Indian, my favorite sport will only be cricket, right? Not, but I do love chess as well, but lately I haven't been much interested in chess.
Dueling Beatles to kick us off. The Big David versus the Goliath Angel Boy. Let's see how Big will attack this draft. Stu, Mortis, and Leon are banned out. Mina left open. That's what gets stuck out to me immediately. Naja and Crow banned out on the right-hand side. So Chester.
Foot
doing
is
the first
definitely
pick.
playing Mina here,
It's one
bro.
of these solid, safe picks. You can't go wrong with a Chester, with a Ross as well. Those two are always going to be good. Now, on the right-hand side, I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw something a bit more aggressive already, like the Mina. Of course, we still have a couple of options open that are ever good on Hot Zone, like the Lu, like the Finks. Griff also quite good on a map like this one because he can open up everything. What will it be, Kenny?
I think they go anti-tank here and match this. I mean, Chester was in the global bans last time, so we can't forget about him. I think one thing that's going to surprise people in general today, though, I'm not saying Mina's not going to show up here by any means, but I think people will be surprised at how much control Foot are willing to play. I don't think they're necessarily going to lock themselves in into just big dog.
Bro, Angel Boy didn't get a haircut for a Brawl Cup where everyone saw his, you know, he was there in person. But he's getting a Brawl Cup, he's getting a haircut for a monthly final where he's just playing online.
So I do think we get more of a hybrid. I don't think it'll be nearly as offensive as we saw from Brawl
It
Cup.
should be the other way
It's
around,
kind of
right?
double aggression constantly, and I don't think that's kind of, passed up in the meta we're in now. We've seen a lot of double aggression regardless, but as you said, kind of expecting some anti-tank here, and they do go the M's. Meeple seemed a little bit of a surprise to me, and I think across kind of the board here with me reading your faces, Meeple wouldn't have exactly been the first pick we would have expected from Foot, but I don't hate it, to be honest with you.
Pretty safe on both,
Yeah.
and so far we still have the Ruffs that I mentioned as well. That
I
could
mean,
be
Mortis
picked
and
up
Edgar
here.
is banned, Damien is banned.
Spend out.
There's
That
Meeple
would
to
be one
counter
of the
Sage,
bowlers
so
that
you gotta
should
freely
be
play
anticipating the
Ames
wave.
or
He's
something.
not. On a map like this one in particular, we have a couple of options open now with the walls probably won't get broken open. So we
Ruffs,
could also
wow.
go with a thrower. Barley and Barry both showed up today already. It is going to be the Ruffs that I mentioned before, so they keep going with that safe approach.
Yeah, well, on to their last pick now for Big, as you mentioned, definitely safe. This is about as safe as you can get with Chester and Ruffs, two super versatile brawlers. They can mod the map to how they want now if they really want to, so I wouldn't mind something a bit longer range, but then again, you kind of still maybe a little bit of accounting for if they do want to go something hyper aggressive. So it's a tough pick for them in the end here, and it's going to be serious. Honestly, kind of just completely
Serious.
slipped my mind, but I really like that pick. We saw it picked up a couple of times.
Ames kind of counter serious, he can attack through.
Yeah, Meeple as a single shot brawler is going to hate dealing
Honestly,
with something
Penny
like
can do
serious.
really good
Just
here.
throw down those spawners in terms of range. It's also going to work out to Ims, but now we've got a hybrid situation as well for this left-hand side. So Colonel Ruffs, like you mentioned, can break down the walls. That's
I
what
would
was
honestly play
expecting out of
Penny
this left-hand side,
myself,
'cause Meeple certainly benefits
but
from
I
that.
already
There's a
said
specialty brawler, of course, at the end. Windmill
I
coming
already
up for
said Foot
sure
is gonna
here.
play
I think
Mina,
he's
bro.
gotta be
Angel Boy
careful of
smiling,
running
just
into
look
that
at
Chester,
him.
But otherwise, I think Mina can have a perfectly fine time. This could be either Rocket Rain coming out of Ruffs or the Sandbags if they just want to deal with Meeple and Mina individually.
Bro, you have been cursed again, man.
Wow, nice draw from both sides. I'm excited.
I
for
think
this
time you
one.
mentioned
To
Zen
see
cursed,
the
you got cursed
Mina that
again.
we talked about so much. So whoever didn't tune in for Brawl Cup gets to see a little bit of what we were talking about. Gets a little taste of that Angel Boy Mina.
Bro, Angel Boy
Both
camera is so
drafts,
laggy, man.
honestly, definitely have what
It just
takes
makes
to win
look like
this
the
set.
stream is
It is the
lagging.
map pick of Big. So let's see
But
if
it
they can
finally
also claim it.
starts.
Here we go.
Angel Boy
Down
back
the
to
right-hand
Mina.
side. A little bit of an in-between here, so there are the Sandbags. Looking at Mina, I think worth it. I mean, Ims obviously can pierce through all of them, but I think in a one-on-one interaction, it's just so good to two of those brawlers. This Knob is just going to elect to go for the box. They know this map's going to get broken up. They don't really need the rage quit because there's nothing aggressive on the other side. So these are the little decisions that
I
do go
mean,
a long way.
Sirius gonna
for personal
struggle
Yeah,
against
not a start that I
Angel Boy.
Too disappointed with Big.
I mean, sorry, against Ames.
They did miss a couple of walls, unless that was intentional. But Foot did get
Damn,
a good
nice
start in terms
one.
of sense share as well. Another Meeple's Mansion being placed down should give them just that extra bit of time to kind of chill, heal up a little bit, let Angel Boy get his bearings back in this mid. Arthur with another break here, and clearly did mess up that initial wall break, because he has to use the second one on those same walls.
Yeah, Angel Boy's doing a good job of playing.
Okay, Angel Boy don't have 0 ping this time. Oh, what? He got deleted. I think I glazed Angel Boy Mina too much. Oh god.
Doing his job, but I think Foot gonna sit back, relax. Angel Boy just gonna rotate.
Honestly, I think they should have played Penny or something.
Give Foot a chance here to respawn and
Penny would have
He was
just
desperate to really get that super
done so well against rough sandbags and against serious Setos.
Giving him a bit of a lifeline and some heals in there as well. Angel Boy coming aggressive now, which we haven't really seen too much of so far. There's the hype charge on the right hand side from Arthur. Just will provide it to himself.
Mina is struggling really bad, man.
Down, guess he's still fighting off a clone of himself. Big are getting back into this.
These Ems clones are super annoying to deal with. Just the fanning damage from multiple bogeys can be really hard to deal with.
Ooh, bro, Angel Boy is not able to do anything now. Even Ems got deleted with Hyper.
Look at these young men collect, work together, especially for Melee, who's a lot fresher, I would say, to the BSC than a lot of these other players. Doesn't have nearly as much experience, but they're taking it to Foot right now.
Yeah, I've got to mention the hypercharge ways that Guest did kind of do there as well. Not going to be his best look at the moment. Needs to kind of try and get Melee down here. 40 HP still surviving on the hypercharge, thrown backwards, and just as that invulnerability ends, he does go down. He's trying to get some work done.
Bro, Angel Boy, it's not the same Mina we saw in Brawl Cup.
At the moment, and it was a great start, but a poor ending from that.
I mean, the ideal start.
In Brawl Cup he had 0 ping, in now I don't think he has 0 ping because he's not from Germany, right?
One thing I was kind of worried about with this Mina pick is just anytime you see the Chester, it's just so much DPS to deal with. So unless Mina has a tap of super plus damage, it's really hard to get that insta-kill. Also love Colonel Russ in that situation too. The high reload speed had just enough there. The sandbags are doing a great job of deterring, so by no means have Foot guaranteed this. This feels like a pretty even draft, though. I will say, I think Foot are still very much in this.
Absolutely. I mean, the Mina's just not getting anywhere near as much value as Angel Boy would want or would usually get with this brawler, either, bear in mind, but well accounted for by the big side, and he's having a real tough time with the serious shots kind of bouncing over and straight through that windmill that he places down. Early wall break yet again from Arthur, and does manage to get it down in one, which means they'll be able to focus those elsewhere.
So it's clear that they want Arthur to play against Angel Boy. They make a little musical lanes rotation to that right-hand side. Sandbags now in the open and a takedown as well. Excellent job. I mean, Arthur, somebody that's really come to life here in the last couple years. Salty getting a kill as well. Look at this. I mean, they're just outplaying Foot right now.
Absolutely demolishing them as well. And you've got to think how good of a start Foot had in the previous game. And that's nowhere to be seen in this one. There's a little shadow placed directly on top of Guesty with the gadget from Melee. Not trying to make the move through. There's the Meeple's Mansion, and this is where they start to make the moves, but have been punished the last few times. Meeple not able to get these sandbags down in one. Guesty has to help and get rid of those, and the windmill keeps Angel Boy in the mix.
Ooh, bro, Angel Boy's missing that 4K shot.
Foot just taking advantage of those gadgets. They use the Meeple Mansion, they use the windmill, but those are really the only few
Chester
seconds
has
that they
Hyper
have.
now.
Otherwise, every frame has been in Big's favor as Angel Boy separates from his team. Melee gonna be trapped in the middle here, trying to charge up that super, and he does. It's gonna be Meeple firing back at Guesty in a 2v2 situation. Angel Boy has a chokehold, but Arthur can just walk this up. It's still gonna be an expansive lead for Big.
Yeah, Salty's not gonna be mad about being put in this matchup against the Mina. And there's the super from Guesty in the back lines as Arthur over aggressive just a little bit and get pinched down. There's Salty grasping the hypercharge and will instantly
Very
take
interesting
out
choice
with
to
it.
hyper
He's
that
surviving
Meeple
well.
instead of
Tries to stay up
Ems.
and keep this power up here, and Angel Boy wants to punish that over
Bro,
aggression.
Angel Boy not
Super
getting
fail, throws it
kills.
backwards and
Okay,
does
somehow he
get the
got
kill,
one.
but a little bit of overcompensation as well as Guesty
Alright,
with the gadget.
be right back as well.
Necessary. I think holding on to that would have been really good because all
I
they
need
did
to get
was
something to eat
one
as well.
kill, and it was still Foot who maintained positioning. Now they're climbing their way back in this as the Meeple super goes down on the right-hand side. They can get through those walls if they want, but they're all too low of HP. Some nice taps coming out of Big 2, so they've gotten another frag. Nav alone gonna have trouble multitasking, especially with the range advantage now that they've got. This could be over.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Angel Boy as well. Does go down 1v3. Guesty knows he's gonna have to try and make a move.
It's
Gadget
over,
through
I
the wall
think.
in the box. If anything, keeping Salty alive and allowing him to heal up, this first set is going to pretty convincingly go Big's way, to be honest with you. No big endings or anything like that, and they were absolutely on top of it.
Arthur backing his confidence, and Angel Boy is somebody that always seems so convicted in the result. And just a certainty that he's going to win. So for Arthur and his teammates to get this win, I think a big deal. Now that we have the map rotation coming in, though, and these players drafted, though, gotta be a friendly reminder, this was Big's map. It's not that they're expected to win it necessarily, but at least it makes a little more sense. I think starting out for a 1-0, though, if you're the underdog, is an immediate confidence booster. Just knowing that you're good enough to go into Foot, that they had a solid draft overall. It just felt like the preparation was there. And something I grossly underestimated, these sandbags I knew would be good in the other squad. It really felt like it was a direct dealer into Mina. Mina really never excelled like we've seen Angel Boy do in the past like this brawler.
Yeah, and I mean, also against the Meeple, it's just got no chance. Even if you're placing a super down, if you're kind of boxing them up. And I don't think they ever really, Meeples mentioned, you know, 1 or 2 people and then punished them. It was always just, all right, we'll box you on the zone and we're going to do nothing about it. So, little underwhelming of a start for them for FUT Esports. In terms of stats, that backs up exactly what we're saying. 8-6 and 6, and a great performance from Arthur. Melee as well. Salty doing what needs to be done, just dealing with the Mina when it came towards him. And yeah, FUT, a lot left to be desired.
Arthur cumulatively had more kills as
Also, today I'm not planning on streaming all of the monthly finals. Maybe the semi-finals I'll stream, but not completely all.
And sure, he hasn't been a standout in this region, but even getting something like an LCQ last year, now popping up with a new squad in this second split, I'm looking forward to seeing if he can take that big leap in the sophomore season. So big with a 1-0 lead, but now we move over to a map that I expect FUT to be clicking all day if they keep progressing through. Pearl going to be in the ban stage, which doesn't surprise me. I mentioned it earlier in our previous match. It's a brawler that shows up a lot here. One that I'm looking out for as a support brawler later down the line, though, is Glowy. I'm curious if either of these teams bring that out, especially with Byron banned, Kit banned. Now that we've got Pearl out of the way, I think there's a real potential for that.
Yeah, we saw it just a little while ago, the Pearl, so not surprised, as you say, to see that banned out. A brawler that's pretty versatile here when you're kind of overcharging, overcooking, I should say. Towards the late game, the super as well, wall break if required. It does a bit of everything on this map. Leon does come through, though. It's an early pick of Leon. I do feel like there's quite a few things at the moment in the meta that can scout him out, and we saw that yesterday, you know, I was going to say with the Genes, but that being banned out definitely opens up that possibility just a little bit more. So I don't mind that from FUT as the first pick, but still a long way to go.
Crow on the board for sure, which comes to mind. Jae Young was the other one I was going to say with a piercing shot, support brawler as well. It's one that FUT actually love to use a lot, but I think just very meta on this map right now. And like I mentioned, Kit is technically a support brawler, but a little bit of a hybrid to say the least. But obviously can heal teammates. Byron can do the same. Gus on the table as well. I think that's a brawler that's a very safe long-range option that East Asia used yesterday. Emea has certainly pioneered to be more of a regular compared to our previous split.
Yeah, I really like the Crow shout that you brought out there as well. I think that's a great answer to be able to scout out a lot of that Leon as well and have those lingering shots when the lollipop drops down or he's trying to kind of invis forwards. They're going to take the Meeple this time, and it didn't work for FUT, sorry, in the previous one. And they've still got full faith in it. And sometimes, if you manage to trap one of the opposing brawlers in a tough spot, you're going to be able to punish. Got to have that super along with it as well.
Yeah, two of the more popular control brawlers right now on this map are Meeple and Pearl. Of course, Pearl out of the way on the right-hand side. So I don't mind it. I think the flexibility with the gadget is really nice too, because we saw Mansions and Meeple last time. It didn't work for FUT in the win, but it does a good job of getting you instant control on a map like this where it's a wide open center and then you can be pressed into your spawn. If you use it off rip as you walk up the map, it's not necessarily changing the archetype of the map. It's more of anything just kind of
FUT
putting a
is
temporary
gonna play
wall to
Mina
allow you to
again.
shield yourself forward.
Well, the Mina comes out for FUT yet again, and this is one that also didn't work for them in the previous one and actually kind of got battered, if anything. Angel Boy, kind of one of his lesser performances on the Brawl, I will say, and not, you know, down to him. It's just down to the draft that he played it into, I feel, in the previous one. So he's hoping for a bit of a different story in set number 2. They need to get back into this one, and the Mina is usually one of the ways they get back into games, so we'll see if he's going to be able to play this through. But still, obviously, with one pick left for big, there's always an opportunity of that big counter coming in still.
So Gus going to be that safe long-range option. It was something missing from their composition. They also can distribute a Gus shield.
Bro, if
onto something
Mina
like
doesn't
or
work
Leon,
again,
who
it
are now two
will be
very
pretty
aggressive
sure that
brawlers.
Angel Boy is
They
just
certainly have that
ego
range to
picking
stay back.
Mina.
They just don't do a ton of damage from back.
But I
there.
hope it's
This
not
left-hand
like
side
that.
did leave Crow open, and I think now they consider probably straying away from that now that they're facing something with range and Gus. I'm not sure what the perfect 6th pick answer is here, but it's going. Ooh,
Buster,
I actually do think
wow.
this can work out pretty well. Buster's somebody I think I oftentimes forget about because it's not something as a casual like myself we're really thinking about at the top of mind, but at a professional level, I think this works really well at deflecting stuff, and obviously the shield is a way to move yourself forward, and you get basically a free super just by existing.
Yeah, it's all right, Kenny. I think of you higher than a casual anyway.
Thank you. I'm progressing towards Masters.
I think you've got what it takes.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, I like the Buster a lot. It can definitely punish a really aggressive Mina coming forwards, especially with the backup, the slipstreams, the heals of Jae Young as well, and occasionally Jae Young, when you prep that gadget, you're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage too. So this comp will be punishing if they step out of line, and the same goes for the big side as well, when kind of overstepping against the Mina. An early lollipop drop, then a Mina straight to the right-hand side down the launch pad.
Nice job, and there's the cutoff right there. They've left Angel Boy all alone. First to use a gadget immediately, but Melee has enough HP to where they can chase this down, especially with the heals off the backs of Salty. Now put themselves in prime positioning. Arthur left alone, but I don't mind this. Now some speed going through. Big are just taking it to FUT's faces right now. They're going to be going back to spawn, and once again, Angel Boy just willing to be left all alone. It's dangerous. He doesn't want to get overconfident.
Yeah, not super low there as well, so can't can't really support as much as they want to. Lollipop drop going to be wasted. I'm sure Guesty would have rathered that in a better situation here. Guesty gets picked out, and Millie, if he's got a gadget, might be able to get this kill. I think they'll be able to do it anyway. He tries to tank with a windmill, but it's not going to be enough, and he picks up another one through Angel
Bro,
Boy too. A 2v1 situation is not usually
Foot
what I
is
put past
somehow
Angel
not
Boy,
able to do
but I think they
anything.
should have this one in the bag.
And this is
Especially if
Foot's
Salty
map.
does pop a gadget, it makes it even more difficult for Angel Boy. They're not the biggest damage dealing brawler, but Angel Boy is in a corner and just exhausted a super. So he doesn't have a lot to defend himself. Could use a windmill.
Is Foot gonna lose in the quarters?
Fog is going to force his movement as now he's taking a ton of damage. Just pincered on that bottom right-hand side, and Arthur knocks him down. Big are just really coming to play today.
I mean, if you didn't have any lore of the Brawl Stars esports over the past couple of years,
I think at this point, Angel Boy is just ego picking Mina.
by far the favorites.
I don't like to say it because I like Angel Boy.
Just incredible to see. They're just running straight at Foot, and that's not what you usually see against a titan of the region like this. Angel Boy may be caught out of position here yet again, forced to dash back and have a bit of help from his two teammates. Arthur's low, and they kind of accept that and move back, heal up, and stay around this Buster, trying to provide him another shield. Has the hypercharge now, so ready to come bounce into it when he wants to. There it is. Not going to have that extra speed as he popped it quite early. Angel Boy pocketed down the bottom left. Got a windmill,
Ooh, nice shield.
Survive.
I can't believe all the Foot members are still alive, but the invisibility now a gust shield being distributed will reveal that location as they cluster up together. This is a composition that wants to play alongside each other. Buster is looking for pull, Jae Young with piercing shots, so if they even pull multiple brawlers, they can tap several.
Gotta be cautious now as they're the ones in this kind of bottom right-hand pocket where Foot were in the previous one.
Really nice dodge by Mina there.
Guesty fly under the radar a bit more. Same with Nob. Now he's kind of slotted down into that left as well.
Mina has super, so she can totally get all of them. And Buster uses shield, so I think Mina gonna use super. Ooh. Not the best play from Mina, but somehow they get the win.
Back and forth we've got going down. I mean, big straps have been solid. The mechanics are there. Foot finally take a
And
round.
Leon and Gus both have Hyper now.
Really going through in the final. As Guesty has the hypercharge available.
So you get the best build with Mina only when you pull out the game till the end game, but
so good in the meta right now. Angel Boy with the trap though, and you know what Melanie's trying to do.
Angel Boy gonna get pulled. Okay.
Instead, though, Angel Boy trying to bait it out, but Guesty on the back line needs to be careful. He doesn't get scooped up as now the extra speed goes
Oh,
down
I
to
think Guesty is dead,
isolated
or
on the
maybe
back
he
line.
will use the
He's
jump
running
pad.
for the hills. I think he was contemplating going for the extra boost pad on the bottom left.
He can go for jump pad as well because they're waiting for them.
Guessy's gonna have a tough time here. Just about gets out.
He's dead.
To clip him here and does that lingering Meeple hypercharge, allowing him to go across the water.
He's dead.
And a box knob is all that's left here for Foot Esports. A 3v1 as they surround him and will beat him down. That's going to be the game going.
Bro, what
Big's
is
way,
happening with
and they
Foot, man?
continue this dominance over Foot.
Did they
This
not
is a
prepare for the
different day. I mean, we have a
quarterfinals?
literal roster change, so yeah, it's different, but this is confidence that they're exuding. This is some serious mechanical skill going down on the map.
Bro, maybe I
mean, from top to
underestimated
bottom,
Big.
It's just been Big in control the entire duration of our match so far. As we hop into another one, Foot could be dangerously close to being down 2-0. That is something that would have shocked me. 1-1 fine, but 2-0 would certainly make things interesting. Melee, though, maybe overstepping just a tad. No
But
heals
they need to
coming
get
out
the
from
kill on
Salty.
Buster,
Get the trade in
nice.
the 2v2. Windmill, giving
Guess he
away a little
dies,
bit
though.
coverage, so we're gonna have a standstill as Salty tries to back him down.
Yeah, gets the trade, and it's not the worst, I
Ooh.
wouldn't say either, if Arthur can kind of single one of these out in a gadget here. Salty caught out of position and forced to switch back to a heal and try keep himself in the mix. Arthur will do the same, stand a bit further forward as Salty heals up behind him. But a gadget, it's going to be a big waste from Arthur, I'm sure he won't be pleased about that.
Yeah, I think for Big, the biggest key to success is going to be eliminating the Buster of all brawlers early. If you leave yourself in a matchup with Jae Young and Meeple, it's a lot more manageable, especially since Arthur isn't running Rage Quit. The other team can get trapped, but it's not necessarily going to freeze the enemy team and line up those free tags.
Well, Salty here on the heel now. It's going to be a bit harder to find those connecting shots. We'll swap back, box coming through. And that
Ooh,
forces Angel Boy
okay,
to the
nice
pocket, but he'll
super.
put the
I mean,
gadget
nice
in a little bit
gadget.
premature, considering the
Ooh,
late game
gets
still
the
would
super,
come
but
through,
couldn't
and he
get a
shouldn't have
value out
come
of
back in
that.
time for that. Arthur trying to get the pinch there.
Mina is
Really
almost
well. Now
dead.
Angel Boy just about sweeps behind that unbreakable wall knob with the super here.
Gus gotta
Finds
use that
Angel
shield
Boy
on
the
Mina,
right
bro.
mid to
What?
find the connection, gets the trade, and he should be able to
Okay.
1v1 auto aim in down.
Alright.
And he does just that. Foot showing some signs of life.
Another close one. Again, Buster is going to be my main focus if I'm Foot. If they can bring down the 10,000 HP portaling its way at the enemy side, it's going to be a lot better for them. 2 supers still available. Of course, Salty's is very easy to attain, but Angel Boy now flanking. Cut off there. Doesn't quite clip him, though, so he can go back to the lollipop drop. A little extra speed to get him to safety.
Yeah, Angel Boy seems pretty comfortable kind of moving around, especially when they've even got these Meeple's mansions ready to lock him up. Because
I
he just
think
gadgets every
Angel
time,
Boy
and
is
now,
stuck.
pinched in this 3 little pocket here, the gadget used,
Ooh,
the Salty
they
there,
gotta
both
kill
so long,
Buster
needs to
here,
get
bro.
Boy
They
trading
gotta
down
kill
before
Buster,
their
right?
hype charge
Nice.
knob, gets a big connection, and
Bro,
Salty
both of them
solo
just one
providing the
shot.
heal through, and
Ooh,
they
nice,
can't
nice,
take it out.
nice.
and down he goes.
All right,
Foot
somehow they get a
find the
game
answer,
finally.
and even out in knockout.
Biggest difference, I think, in Game 2 were the trade-outs with Buster. I think it's fine if you lose a member. It doesn't really matter to me which one either, because I still feel confident about them in that 2v2 setting if we get to it. It's Buster that's really allowing the other two brawlers to shine. It's a meat shield. It allows them to walk forward. It has a gadget to where they can pull. Jae Young has to play alongside it. It's why he's a support brawler, so they can take out the biggest feature of Big. I think Foot can still win the set.
Gadget up top, breaking a few of those walls here and there as well, but nobody caught inside it. Angel Boy still just moving over this left-hand side, and he's been quite confident throughout, to be fair. Cuckoo Popper finds a couple of connections there, and Nob has a super early super. And Melee trying to get around the right, has a shield to be able to stay in the mix, but a lollipop drop on the left-hand side will give Foot a chance to aggress a little.
Yeah, Foot with map control, as this becomes an east-west affair. Cut off from the Meeple's Mansion once again, so we're going to construct a
Foot has better
makeshift
control
wall
now,
on the
but
left-hand side. His Guesty's going to lose a little bit of grass. Every little chunk counts, though. I mean, Foot have less room to hide, and for Leon, there are less mind games to be played.
Yeah, Nob's shields have really been good in the late game as well. He's kind of just holding them throughout and not throwing them out too early. There's
okay, Buster is low.
Straight through from Salty on the Jae Young, keeping them in the mix. So
Looks like
Lollipop
Big is
drop will allow them
cornered.
to get into this grass unseen, and the Buster shield will get them out of spawn, but still a lot left to be done for Big.
Oh, now Nob's going to be
Oh,
isolated.
Nob is in danger. Okay. Ooh, nice super. Okay, finally Angel Boy Mina is doing some work.
That was a great play out of them overall. Just excellent execution. Gus knowing when to pop that shield. Overall, just some veteran leadership coming through.
Yeah, the Tornado kind of ripped through all three members of Big there. They're trying to go super aggressive off the start with a barrier up incredibly early from Melee. Pinning them back in his left-hand side now, but they do have that Gus Hyper. Trying to find something there. Super straight through.
Oh, he's dead. These are dead. Damn, this ended too quickly. Alright, looks like they're back in form. Sorry for doubting Angel Boy Mina, man.
Especially for the confidence level. If they're down 2-0 there, this entirely changes things. Being down 2-0, and on top of that, we would be going to Big's choice of maps. So I would not be feeling nearly as good as Foot. But I love the adjustments. It started out real slow for Foot. Obviously, set 1 is one thing. That's in the past. Set number 2, though, their own map. They should be comfortable with these draft settings. But this Buster was a real good solution. Unfortunately, Foot just had
In the quarterfinals of the 2026 Brawl Cup, Foot is for Emea, which reigning world champion. In the quarterfinals, I mean, you don't have to mention quarterfinals and reigning world champion in the same line, alright? It's the same. I mean, Crazy Raccoon is the only reigning champion, so yeah.
Compromised position, but after that they kind of were pretty switched onto it and stayed a bit more passive off the start. Stat-wise, yeah, it's knockout. The more kills are going to go to the winning team for the most part, and you know, it's not a bad look by any means from Big. They still looked pretty decent, but Foot were very switched on to what they were trying to do.
Foot also playing 3 out of 3 comfort brawlers here. Every single player with them played on a brawler that they usually really like to play, and it showed. They felt super comfortable even being 1 game down. It looked like the set would go Big's way, and they would be 2-0 right now.
Alright man, I'll see you
Is a
later. Thanks
team
for
that
tuning
can stay
in.
calm and collected even in moments like this.
Even I won't stream longer
can't
for
help
today.
but be a
I'll
little
stream
biased
maybe
here.
if
This
we
is probably
get
the
till
most
Humble
biased
and
year I've
Foot
ever seen,
semifinals, only till
maybe
that
except for
game.
my son. So I hope they can take another set. I want to see some more. Literally. He's 16, so that would be a bit hard at my age to have a son already at this age. But hey, Penal Punt is going to be our next map here. I do want to see them go all the way to set 5. It would be beautiful to see. Foot, they are just the strongest team here. No way about that. They are on paper the favorites, but Big really showed us how, yeah, they could turn things around. They won their map pick. They lost the map pick of Foot. Now going back to Big's map pick, Pinhole Punt. Let's see what they do, what they cook with the draft here. Mina once again not banned out, and it is the most paid brawler for Foot Esports here. Surprised I didn't pick him up as first, but Crow is a bit of a safer option here. Now both teams so far really safe picks, solid ones. Jester would be another one of those. Otis and Ruffs. You can never go wrong with those, and both teams once again are showing us these safe drafts.
I love having somebody
Are they
like
picking
Crow on
Otis
this map,
to
'cause the map
counter Mina?
construction in the middle is a little patch of grass, right? And Crow's shots basically fan out through that entire thing. I think that's part of the reason why Otis is the anti-chink of choice.
We're
On top
definitely
of that,
gonna have a
Chester
Mina
gone.
from
So next up we can
Foot
get towards
Esports.
Otis, who really helps with vision, and the fat splatter can kind of cover up some of that grass.
Yeah, I like the Otis, and I think if you guys have both mentioned the Crow, a very solid first pick, and I think that can go for the majority of maps at the moment as well. Just really versatile, you know, similar to the Chesters, to the Otis, and to the Ruffs instead, but with Chester and Ruffs out the way, no
Mo.
surprise that's taken.
Okay.
Mo, really good goal scoring ability as well as being a pretty well-rounded, balanced brawler against a lot of opposition. So I like what Big have got here.
Do like it as well. Some aggression and something to counter out aggression on the other side. Now, will that hold off Angel Boy of picking up that Mina for yet another set? Worked out just out in the open. Could also work out on pinhole punt. And so far, only the Otis really has to put something up against it. On the right-hand side now, coming out from Foot. Is it going to be Meeple? Also showing up for the third time in a row here. Again, not the brawler I saw coming, but both of these teams seem to rate him quite highly.
I think Meeple's going to show up a ton today in Emea in general, whether in the ban or the play stage. And this Poco ban is now standing out to me even a little more clearly because I think that gadget is.
They gotta play Mina, right? I mean, I don't think they will now, but they will. They might still play.
To choose either of the gadgets, I would say, at that point, and also it just makes Crow's life a lot better. His poison can't be neutralized by something else.
Well, last pick now for Foot coming up. Big
Yeah, it's just Mina. I mean, what else?
Mina being played yet again by Foot Esports. I mean, it's just so common. You can expect them to bring it. I do appreciate the fact they're not kind of bringing it in super early and leaving it to the later stages these days. But still, it kind of leaves them. I mean, to be fair, they're not kind of in a bad spot already to do something against it, but still maybe want to kind of compensate that a little bit more so he doesn't really have any free lanes.
Last pick now for the side of Big. Yes, Poker would have probably been a good answer, but he spent out. What else do they really have here? Ems would be good against the Mina, not really
Serious
against
again.
the Crow. So they're gonna go with not an anti-tank.
I mean, Sirius can cook
something
against
that
this
has
comp.
worked out for them before. Sirius coming in once more, really good because once he has his shadows going, Meeple with a single shot, Crow not the most damage, Mina also single shot, don't really have too much to put it against them. Now, at this point, it could be over for Big because Foot has the momentum, and if someone like Foot Esports gets going, they're usually a force that cannot be stopped.
Pivotal moment for the young squad. Big are looking to climb this leaderboard. Obviously, they've got hope for something like Istanbul, but I think they'd rather just do it through the BSC naturally now that Foot has done the hard work of earning the squad an extra LCQ spot. As we start off in the middle of the map, low HP already, going to be back down as Angel Boy stays rather aggressive. I agree with Sunny. I like this serious pick in general, especially when the other side doesn't have great answers with the spawners. As this goes on, I think it could be better.
Nice pins by them.
Quite a big pinch there as well, and Crow was doing a great job off the start and getting some big tags in and keeping people low. Salty will get one instantly taken out in turn, and Melee in a kind of 1v2 defense now, and Foot don't want to over-aggress.
Be a little reset in the mid. Ball pressed up against this indestructible in the middle, the three-pronged wall, and now they can shoot through. That is Meeple releases the super. Angel Boy diving right at the enemy, in and out. The move
nice
so
super by Meeple, but they're not taking value out of it. Like,
the skill expression is unreal, and now a kick over, a slight miscalculation is now Knobs
okay. They can score here, honestly. Yes, they will score.
The team wipe goes through, and the red roster knocks one back.
Yeah, everything just popped at once there for Big. Everybody went down, and the shadows obviously following Sirius to the grave now as well. Nob instantly moving straight into this bush and taking advantage of the cover. Angel Boy around the right-hand side as usual, going hyper-aggressive. Now the hyper charge on these walls. But honestly, a bit of a waste, it seems. It does linger a while, so we'll see if it makes any
dead.
moves.
Oh, misses the 4K.
Arthur low and burning as well. Guesty trying to get those last shots in to keep the low, and does on Salty. And down.
Salty will be dead, I guess.
So now they've got this ball positioned on the top right-hand side, but I don't think it's going to be much effect because
somehow Salty survives.
Actually rushing this ball, knowing he was super close to a hypercharge. He's going to activate
now.
Salty dives under, dodges, gets a
I think it's a goal. Otis is gonna die.
Get a few last-second shots off, but can't
it's a goal.
Make the mark. Foot Esports put one in the back of the net, two straight as Big don't have
an we have 4 people watching the stream, so guys, chat up. Let's see who is watching. Say hi in the chat. Make sure to like the stream.
It's been kind of all them, to be honest. They're Big with a few occasional plays here and there, but you just can't really match the consistency of Foot Esports unless you've got a great outdraft against them.
Yo, Sandeep, welcome to the stream, man. Been a long time.
Immediately uses that windmill, try and move forward on the map. So taking advantage of the bush coverage here as the gadget goes down. Mina will have a counterpart of her own. It's going to be a trade. This now puts Big in a 3v1 as they're rushing up the left-hand side.
Okay, completely different situation now. Big has the upper hand.
Going out too. They exhausted every resource they had in their back pocket, but Big bolstered too much.
Yeah, I mean, I had no faith, and then all of a sudden I had a lot of faith in that defense, and then it was quickly extinguished because they just put it in the back of the net. We'll see if Foot can bounce back from that. Great moves from Big.
I mean, school and work is important.
Waiting for the pass here. Might be able to this one straight through.
Ooh, wow. The game ended in just 43 seconds. Oh, you're at work right now. At least thanks for tuning in even during work, man.
Between those two defenders who are essentially in the goal, and this is a map too where I believe there's 2 on each side of the wall, so it's a really skinny goal as it is without wall break. Big with an immediate bounce back. It was looking like Foot were going to sweep them through this set, but now they are answering. A 2-0 in that last one is Big get the ball early here. Salty already in prime position. Guesty forced alongside these walls. But of course, Mo, being the brawler he is, he has those little peak shots. It's really hard to get around these without getting tagged.
Yeah, not getting hit hard there. And Angel Boy found in the grass as well. Big after that.
Bro, again, bigger getting in position. I think, yeah. Crazy comeback. I think they adapted to what the mistakes they were making in round 1, but as we say, input gains back control, and maybe they will score here. Otis pretty much dead. Yeah, they score. I think we just zinxed Big.
A very important one. Ones across the board. 1-1 in games, 1-1 in sets, and now a 1-0 in goals. But Big have gotten to this ball. Angel Boy trying to make
Ooh, misses Angel Boy super.
Tornado, though. So now Big actually has some space to work with. Super's available.
Okay, nice super by Guesty. Mo will die here. Bro, Mo completely wasted his super.
And there's the goal and the set for Foot Esports.
Alright, Footer making a comeback.
There for a second, expecting maybe a big goal, but that beautiful jump back from Guesty turns things around and puts them on the front foot. 2 sets to 1 now as Foot Esports definitely looking a bit better, but Big still having those big.
I mean, I got all my points yesterday too, like. But I want my predictions to go right? Like, I put up a prediction video, so I better make correct prediction or people will blame me.
The underdogs didn't nearly start off as hot, but Big have just been consistently a force.
And also we love Foot versus Humble. So we want that as well.
I mean, look at that goal. They've clearly got the mechanics to do this.
Yeah, what a wonderful defense that was from Guesty there as well. And it quickly turned around. Angel Boy just knew, I'm going to keep moving forward, pick up the ball. Guesty slides it in as well. Really nice stuff then from Foot. Great communication. Defense turns straight into offense and wins in the set.
Guesty and Nob clearly the carries in this round. You have to say that Angel Boy on that Mina, his comfort pick, and still only 1 kill in the end. Well, it's not about kills really, it's about getting those goals scored, and Foot are in the front foot now, as Trev put it so perfectly. 2-1 up, they have the chance to close it.
I mean, yeah, bro, CR, I think CR made mistake not by properly countering Damien or even banning Damien. Like, Charlie's not the completely best brawler to counter Damien. Otis is the best, I guess. Like, today you saw how Humble countered Damien. They went Otis, Cordelius and stuff. CR were playing Charlie and they lost. The only time CR won against Damien is that they were using Otis.
Next map is going to be Hideout, and interestingly enough, I don't have any data on Foot Esports playing this map in scrims whatsoever. Still, they picked it. So did they just not scrim it and feel that comfortable on a map like this one that they don't even need the scrims? Or did they just not want to give away anything, what they want to draft on this map, and maybe play on different accounts? I don't really know why. But it looks like they haven't played
I mean, the problem is not that they let go through Damien, but the problem is that they didn't have a proper plan to counter Damien and still let go through it.
Like predicting what maps they would end up going with. Something on my list immediately was out in the open, which was their second.
Damien is one of the best bowlers right now, so you gotta have some plan, man. Like,
maybe they've thought a lot about it. I think this is something as months move forward, teams are going to have to conceal what maps they want. They want to leave this to a complete guessing game for the other team.
Yeah, I will say as well, you know, the majority of teams have been playing, you know, and scrimming on all these maps for such a long period of time. There's going to be maps that people, even, you know, no matter what the meta is, they're like, yeah, this is a map we can absolutely go and destroy any team on, because they've done it for years and proved that point. So maybe that's just one of the things for Foot. Gene going to be the first pick then, probably preventing a little
let's
bit
see
of
if Foot picks up Mina again.
But it is out the way already, so don't have to worry about that. Naja and the Mortis.
I mean, Tensai Mina was voted yesterday.
The Byron kits, no surprise to see that out of the way. Don't want that surprise factor coming
I mean, that's the only problem with Stacy, right? They can't draft well. Like, even in Brawl Cup, if they had just banned Mina against Foot Esports, they would have just won against Foot. But they did the same thing. Again, they did the same thing against Rival. They could have just banned Damien.
Specials, and they played it very often in scrims. Also had a pretty good win rate with him. Now, the Gene
So it's totally on
something,
CR
again,
for
very
losing.
safe. Both of those teams so far are just showing us the safest possible options. Mina first pick might not be that, but pair it with the Jaeyoung, and she's gonna for sure get that blue star. So crucial on Bounty, where if your team has the blue star, they're already in the lead, you can lean back, let the opponents come to you, charge up your supers, and you don't have to get a single kill and will still win the round. Gold and Glowy to follow up with Colt is one of the brawlers that
All
we
right,
haven't seen too often
of
in
course you gotta
Knockout and
work.
Bounty for quite some time. Yesterday, Zay Television showed him as well, and they won it all. They won the grand final.
But
So
today's Sunday,
maybe
right?
that's
good
You
sign.
have
Yeah.
work at
that's his
Sunday?
secret
That's
strat here
crazy.
with the Glowy and the Gene. He has a lot of backup heals.
Yeah, Glowy was one I had on my bingo card. The second we saw Jae Young, I was kind of waiting to see it because I think when you have somebody like Jae Young that's looking to heal, well, now you have Glowy that just immediately meets it. And if
Good
he's
on.
tethering and doing that, it's awesome. But yeah,
Also,
I agree with
finally,
you.
no
Pro actually
Mina,
makes a ton of
no
sense. The
Mina by
poisoning damage into
Food
something like Glowy
Sports.
who's trying to heal. The range is a little difficult into somebody like Colt. It matches with Gene. This is really interesting. I don't think this is an everyday draft from either of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, I do like what Foot have got here. Obviously, if you're going to be breaking up the map, there's not really too many better
Oh, it's a
brawls than Glowy and a
business.
Gene to accompany you as well. So, a great shout. Just got to hope for Big's sake that this Mina manages to get that kind of maneuverability up and keeps dashing about. Because
Okay, that makes more sense.
lacking a bit of range here in comparison to the rest, and especially when the map gets broken up, that's pretty much what you're relying on to keep you up and in the mix.
Absolutely. Big moment here, quite literally for our blue roster, as now they'll dash forward for the blue star.
All right,
A very
they have
important thing and a pivotal
Glowbird.
reason I think why Mina even gets selected here. They're willing to steal
Glowbird
some
can
credit,
honestly
not only
cook
to
if
tamper with
played
their
well.
roster building, but also to make sure that they can start with an early
But
lead.
they
This
also
is a
have a
composition
Crow
I
to
think
counter
wants to
that.
play mostly defensive. Mina can certainly do both.
Yeah, well, are going very offensive now as well. Gets some great shots in. The Weekend Warrior gets some lovely taps and brings them low. More walls being broken now as well, and Big on the front foot at the moment. Salty going low, and some good Gene taps will keep them that way for now. Guesty trying to pinch in the bottom here, keep them in this pinched in position. And he'll just take the wall break. I think he was like, okay, I'll take the wall break.
Okay,
If a
that
few
makes
added hits go
sense.
through,
You're
I mean,
watching
Yeah,
BS
no
now.
kills have gone down yet either, so they can slowly just
And
keep
growing up
piecing
is
this map
hard.
apart. And the longer this goes, I think Guesty's gonna like it in his
Back
favor,
when
especially
we
as
were
the
kids,
full-
we just
basically
used to
the
play
longest
Brawl
range
Stars or
option.
any
Mina
other
can
game
throw
and
one
not have to
little
worry
foot at a
about
time, so
anything
it's not
work
gonna
or
do too
something.
much there in terms of damage. But if Guesty is aligning his shots well, this is gonna go
Especially on
his way.
Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, if Chloe's finding these connections onto the Mina, there's only one direction she could really go to avoid the melee really low now as well. Silver Bullet goes through, and not quite getting the kill, but a pull is available, and that can turn the tide quite quickly. Nob rotating left once more, wanting to enforce this matchup.
I'm 20 now, but I will be turning
Now,
21
no
on
kill still.
December.
Yeah, we'll see
I
what
mean,
Angel
this
Boy
year,
decides to
December.
release it. For now, though, Big are just going to space the floor a little bit and go at foot. Nob fully on healing for that.
Bro, I'm
tethering
not
right
that
now, but
old,
has the super
23.
available, and of course, we're gonna
I'm
wait
still
for
in
that
college,
dash forward. He
so
can dash,
there's
use
still
super, and
2
make
more
sure he
years
finds
till I
Vengeful on the
graduate.
other side.
Yeah, heals now, and the Vengeful Spirit from Angel Boy does find that connection. No, still not too healthy, just burning through. There's the pull and gets it down. That's the
Ooh.
first kill we see, and it flips the game on its head. The blue star was all at the side
Okay,
of
it's
the
gonna be
last, and
hard
that's
for
lingering
Big to come
all
back from
over
here.
Angel Boy's head now, but anybody goes down, and it's a flips game.
There's a tornado available for Melee on the top left-hand side. Hypercharge going down for Guesty and Angel Boy, the 6-shooter, now available, makes contact with Salty, but not
Oh,
for a
it's
kill.
over.
Not releasing a hypercharge. No pull goes
Food
through.
esports
Foot
are
get
now
the
in
triple
match point.
takedown. A perfectly executed final 30 seconds there, and now the #1 seed of EMEA are on match point.
Yeah, I mean, a good performance from Foot again, just waited for the moment, didn't overextend, and we saw a lot of teams yesterday doing that. They're behind, they need a kill, they're going in over and over again. They knew they were going to get their opportunity, whether that be right at the end of the game with a Gene pull or if someone oversteps.
I mean, I am 20 plus, right? I am 20
We're probably going to
plus.
see Big maybe just kind of chill out a bit more.
I
and
started
make
playing
those
Brawl
over
Stars when I
aggressive
was
fights.
like
Star once again, of
13
course, they've already got Mina, and on top of that, they've got the super speed coming out of Salty, but Melee
or
taking the
14,
fight
I guess.
straight
I
to
don't
Angel
remember
Boy's knob,
properly, but
dashes
yeah.
away. It's such a slimy brawler. It tethers, and now Salty's just going to be constantly healing it up, and the only way, like you mentioned, you can go.
So I was
is
definitely a
backwards.
kid
That's
when
what's gonna
I
make things
started
really
playing Brawl
difficult for somebody like
Stars.
Melee, especially with the blue star, he's going to have to be cautious.
Salty super low now and has to retreat all the way back left. Vengeful Spirit will find a hit onto Arthur, and the tether from the Glowy does as well. Melee, more of the same as he's going to require some heals. Pops up that windmill as well, trying to stop it and just getting back. Pull not going to be found this time, and Angel Boy will have to start from square one.
Yeah, nice little juke there out of Arthur, who's charged up his super at this point. As Salty's going to release the gadget, I think, to just put some presence on the map. It doesn't get a ton of damage.
I
but
mean,
Foot,
the game
that
come
would
out
be
when the game
excellent
came
kill.
out. We
That is
started
some
at the
great
same
use
time,
of
but you are
mechanics, and now Guesty
younger than
healed
me,
himself,
so
even goes for the super there. Not a ton of tags, but nonetheless, it will allow Foot to take a lead.
Finding a silver
like when I
bullet
was
at that
9, there
range
was
is
no Brawl
ridiculous.
Stars.
There's the super coming in, jump
Ooh.
over the top from Arthur as well. Really heavy commit here from the side of Big, and it's going to pay off for a
Oh,
few
not
seconds.
gonna die
And
as
a good
well.
trades here and there will put them still in the lead at 5-4 with the blue their way. Gene Pull here and a hypercharge still for Glowy, and they've got time to turn.
Arthur Super really changed the tides of this entire game. Now they got a couple kills, the blue star still with them, and they have the lead. So they can be the ones that play a little more defensive, but with the walls opening up, I think Big want to time this a little bit better than they did.
Gene has Hyper Super, but like Gene Hyper, you don't really want to pull 3 brawlers at once.
Gene now as well, but kind of separated from his teammates, so won't be able to get the kill alone, especially on something like Emea. Vengeful Spirit
Okay,
sent out,
Global
Sox
Hyper
doing a good
can
job of keeping everybody
really
nice and
change the
healthy.
game if it
Hypercharge
lands.
for Arthur ready to roll now along with a Super 2, so have that offensively or defensively depending on the moment. Just going to use it for the extra
Oh,
few
it's
hits
gonna
on
get
the returning
interesting.
daggers. Time to go for Foot as only 8 seconds remain. They
Crow
need
Hyper
something to
gonna
happen. If
end
match
up.
point pulls there, the heal from
Global
Null.
need to
Mela
Hyper.
going super aggressive. There's the
Ooh,
hypercharge.
it
Can they
leads,
get
it
the
gets the
Sox
kill.
won,
Ooh,
and they
Sama
just
gets the
burn
kill.
through everyone. Foot get the
Alright,
kills,
Foot wins,
and
so
the win along with it.
he lost his 2018 account
Nicely
ages
done
ago, so
by
made
Foot. And
a
of
new
course,
one
as we
2019.
progress through that, I mentioned it, but you gotta
That's
watch
sad.
those
I have
final
2
few
accounts from
seconds, and once
2018, so I
again,
have
they let Foot
Star
walk
Cell in
them
both.
down. They got placed in the corner, and it was like they aligned every member for that Colt Super right down the left-hand side of the map. Even with the Gene Pull, it was fine. They had a backup plan. A lot of credit to Big, though. This is a team I'm certainly looking out for as we progress. Melee filled in really well in this second split. You can see the
Bro, Arthur
disappointment
looks
on their
really
faces,
depressed.
but I think losing to Foot is okay. Most teams do so, not just in EMEA, but also the world.
I mean, yeah, a great performance from Foot, but I will say Big played super well, and I think we've got
Alright, man,
some
see you.
really good
Thanks for
signs from
tuning
them
in.
for them to come back
I'll
in
see you
the
guys
future once and
later.
get some bigger wins on the board, and yeah, it's super unlucky the bracket they got. They go through the upper bracket and they face Foot Esports.
Congratulations.
It's like congrats on winning. Now you're gonna face the best team in the world. It is super difficult and really unfortunate for them in the end.
Maybe next time qualify through the lower bracket, you know?
Just lose.
Exactly, easy. Any way you can't say
I
that
didn't
they
guess
didn't
the-
perform well today. In the end, they just had to best the biggest beast there is, really. Next to Humble, Foot Esports is definitely one of the 2 teams that
So we are definitely
just
getting a
have to
Humble
look
versus
out for.
40
There's
Sports in
Kenny Booted.
semis.
Losing against them, there's no shame to it. Many teams do. Really well played there, also from Guesty, getting those last 2 kills. He got his super just in the nick of time and pierced through his opponents, getting 2 kills in the last few seconds. Those seconds were so important, Trav. Otherwise, I think we could have maybe seen a set 5. Now, we have 2 3-1s already on the boards. Humble and Foot Esports now in the semi-finals, being both on the upper part of this bracket. This could have already been a grand final.
Absolutely. I mean, it's super surprising to see them in the semi-finals against each other, but clearly had some
Okay,
unfortunate
Totem
circumstances
versus
from both sides to be
Metasport is
kind of
gonna be a
hindered in
banger
this
as well.
battle.
Like, all of
And
the
so we
EME
will be
games
seeing
is
that
just
semi-final
banger.
number 1. That's been the biggest rivalry in this region so far this year.
This is
Up
why I
next,
love
we do have
EME
Reply
monthly
Totem versus
finals.
Metsport, and then rounding things out in the quarterfinal number 4 with Novo Esports versus Navi. 2 great games upcoming next, and I think these are the 2 50-50s out before.
Definitely. And still, we predicted almost all the same for the next one at least. Reply Totem versus Metisport. It is going to be a banger of a match. We get Arc back as well. Did you think that Foot Esports would lose at least a set versus Big, or did you think it would be a 3-0 sweep in the end?
I was actually surprised that they dropped the set, but I mean, it's all credit to Big. Their drafting was really on point, and they played really well. I think that could have been a 5th and final set decider, actually. So looking forward to that semi-finals now between Foot and Humble. I'm not really sure whether Foot look as good as normal. Trav, quarterfinals 4, talk to us, now you're here.
Yeah, listen, I think it's a 50-50. And I just didn't know which way to go. I was surprised that we weren't split 50-50 on the desk. Novo looked really good, but then I kind of thought yesterday in East Asia we had some teams who did really well in qualifiers and then kind of dropped off quite heavily when coming through into the multi-finals. So I was like, I'll take a risk. Saw you guys going the other way, and I was like, that's my chance to get ahead.
So far, so good for our predictions. For the next one, we all said Reply Totem, but let's see what actually happens. We're going to find out in the next few seconds as we head into quarterfinal number 3. It's Reply Totem versus Metisport. Now, on the left-hand side with Reply Totem, we have a roster that
Bro, Reply
had a
Totem
little
need
bit of shake-ups,
their black
in the
jersey, bro.
meantime,
Black
you know.
jersey is way better
They're
than this
still
white
stuck
one.
together in the end, missed the April monthly finals, and now they look very rejuvenated. They have scrimmed more often than any other team. Arc, I know you love to talk about scrims.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know whether this is the full picture of Reply Totem. I think that their kind of issues in the past have gone far beyond kind of scrims and kind of more about kind of like each other and kind of getting back to their old ways, because, you know, going back to like what 2023 really was their best year as a squad, and that was a long time ago now. Things have changed and brawlers have come out that, you know, definitely cater to different people's play styles. So I think for Reply Totem, you know, getting some of those demons buried, getting back to business is kind of what they're about for me at the moment. And at the moment, I think they could be back on top.
Reply Totem looking really strong also in the qualifiers, winning in the end also to Heretics. The other reason why they're not even here today. On the other side, we have Metisport, and let's just say we have a little freelancer here in Emea, it seems. Lena, the second
Bro, Lena has been like playing
runner-up
for every
of
team
the
he
Brawl
can.
Cup alongside Angel Boy and Snob, is just helping out more than just one team in EMEA, getting some points on the board. So far, he hasn't found a home. As far as I understood, he's once again just a substitute for Metisport.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad to see because he's a player deserving of a, you know, a secure home.
I mean,
at
I feel
least in
bad
the
for
EMEA region.
Lenen.
Whenever he plays on
I
a
think
team,
SK
he
would
makes that standout performance, and you're like, why hasn't the team
SK
picked
would
this guy up
sign
yet? He's just
Lenen, but
unreal.
again, I
Honestly,
think
his
SK
name
is out almost
never
out of
really
the
kind
season now.
messes up in the big moments, and it just baffles me every time I see this guy without a team.
So I don't
that
think
he doesn't
Lenen will
have
even
that
go to
permanent space on the
SK.
roster.
Trav, you also got to sit down with yet another player. This time it's Joker from Reply Totem.
Even though you're top 5 in the Brawl Stars Championship,
Yo,
this
Eric,
year,
welcome
it's
to the
arguably
stream.
one of your worst
I mean,
kind of
yeah, like
leaderboard positions
Lenen
at
has
this
played
point.
for
So how do you
Food,
feel that your team's
Heretics,
gonna rectify that in the
Tribe.
season?
I think he played for
Yeah, I
Tribe.
think it has been a rough start for us. I mean, not only for me, also for my team in general. But now we have
He played
2
for
months in
Navi
the
as well,
off-season,
right?
and, I mean,
Recently.
it's been looking a bit better. We
Like,
qualified to
what
the
has he not
bracket
played
again.
for?
And honestly, scrims have also been looking better than ever before. I think we're the team that scrimmed the most. So we've definitely been working really hard, and hopefully it can pay off in this month.
Yeah, absolutely. With both of the big boys kind of in the top half of the bracket this month, do you feel like that gives you an opportunity to really get some points on the board and move your way up?
Yeah, I mean, especially like the teams in front of us, like big talents facing.
I think the
Humble, and we
best
don't have
org
Foot
that
Humble in
can
our
like
bracket. I mean, obviously it's a
sign
big
Lenen
opportunity,
is,
but we should really not underestimate our opponents on our side.
I don't
'Cause
know.
we
I
support,
honestly
they nearly
don't know.
beat
Maybe
Humble in
big
qualifiers as well.
talents.
And also Nova
I
did
mean,
it
which
further,
is
so
Kuma
they're
right
definitely
now.
not to be underestimated.
Yeah, so talking about
I
Metisport,
mean,
how do you
Humble
feel
is
going into that
pretty
matchup? Do you think the kind of
humble.
work in the off-season is gonna give you
Food,
enough of a boost to
they
get
already
past them
have
early on?
formed teams, so
I mean,
they're
I
not
think we've
gonna
been
sub in
working really hard,
anyone.
and I think we should be favorites on
I think
paper,
Totem
but
is not
I mean,
gonna
the
sub
thing
in
with the names,
anyone.
it's a bit hard to know what to expect
Navi
from
is
them
not gonna
because
take
obviously they haven't
Lenen
scrimmed
back,
as much,
and I
that
don't
can
think
be
Lenen is
an
even gonna go
advantage for
back
us,
to
but it
Navi,
could
so
also
I
be a
don't really know where
disadvantage.
he's gonna
But
go.
yeah, I'm confident that we can show our best against them.
So do you think bringing Lenen for them is going to give them a kind of more of an advantage against you being the player that he is?
I mean,
How
last
much
year
ice is on his
SK
veins when
got
it comes to
top
big
4,
stages?
right? And
I mean, I
that was
think
without
overall it's always
Lenen,
hard to play with
so
a substitute. They've only had 1 week to practice with him, so I think on paper they should be a bit weaker than with Covets. But I mean, Lenen,
I think
we all
last year
know
was
how
closest,
great of a player he
more
is. I mean,
closer,
he showed
right?
it at the World Cup too,
I don't
so
think SK ever
yeah, I'm
reached the
really excited
final,
to play
so
against him.
Joker, Maru, and Maori in a position they usually
I
don't
mean,
find themselves in. They're only
you might
sixth in
hate
the
Trades
leaderboard right now.
for, you know,
Still,
dropping
though, they
Lenen, but
have an LCQ
Trades
spot,
actually
thanks
is
to
a
how
good
well the region
player,
has
so
been
you
doing at
can't.
Brawl Cup. On the
I
other
don't
side,
think
we
they will
have
drop
Zero,
Trades.
Kai, and Lena, and they only had a week to train together. Now, Lena only had, what, 2 days to train with Foot, so that should be
I
more than
think
enough, right?
Navi
Should be
dropped
more than
Lenen
enough.
because
What I would like to say about that, though,
Lenen is a
the
tank
fact
player,
that
right? And he
Lenen
was
hopping
not
on
playing
to
tank
join
in
Foot
Navi. Like
Esports
Grace
at
was
their
playing the
hour
tanks,
in
Gare
is
was playing
a
the
little
tanks
bit
maybe.
different from me,
And when
than joining,
Food Esports signed
maybe
Lenen for
not
Brawl
say
Cup,
like
you
a
saw Lenen
B-tier
playing
team,
all the
but a
tanks,
lesser
so
team. I think
that's
it's
when
fair
Lenen at
to
his
say
best.
Foot Esports have been riding the leaderboards this season
So I
like
think
nothing else.
this is why
So
Navi
it's not
dropped
going to
Lenen,
be
because he
nearly as
wasn't playing
straightforward as Lenen
tanks.
is going to be the ultimate problem solver of any team issues. And like Joker says, just kind of getting that synergy together, working out who's playing what and what your role is when you come in as a sub is not a straightforward thing.
Reply Totem chooses to pick the maps first once more. We have Pinhole Punt, Hard Rock Mine, Out in the Open, Hideout, pick
Yeah,
from
I think
our two teams,
I saw
and then Rainbow
watched the
Fire
Bobby
as the
video where he said
tiebreaker
that
at random.
Lennon
Now,
said to
Pinhole
Bobby
Punt, we
that
got
he's
to
never
see
playing tank
very
again
often
after he
today
got
already. Are your
eliminated in
favorites
day
as
1 of
well, or
World
only the
Championship.
players' favorites as teams?
But like
I'm a
that's the
big fan
best
of
he
it.
can
I
do,
mean,
right?
it's
That's the
definitely one
best
of those
favor he
maps
can
which
provide by playing
can
tanks to
be
any
quite
team. So
troublesome
he
to
gotta
take
play tank
sometimes.
again. Let's see what he
Global
plays
Lands
today.
coming in. Oh, Maru, we're good. I think adjusting the chair, then adjusted the desk as well. Naja, Mortis, Damien, and Lumi. Damien going to be ruled out on this one, Trav.
Yeah, I mean, again,
I mean, good
I
bans,
thought
good
Metasport
global
would be one of
bans,
the
I
teams
guess.
who would have tried using that brawler being the underdogs into this one, but also at the same time, not really surprised it's being banned out because, you know, all these teams should have confidence in themselves like Big did, and they played super well to be able to beat these bigger teams. So Naja and Mortis over the other side, I'm kind of more happy to see those out of the way.
I mean, Metisport
Whenever we
almost
talk about
eliminated
global bans, we
Humble
also
from
have to talk about what's left
upper
open.
bracket of the
This
qualifiers,
leaves
so
Colette
they can totally Especially
first
with
and
Totem here.
Edgar open looking to pick up, and those three are definitely some of the best we have in the current meta, also in Pinhole Punt. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see them either
Bro,
banned
bring
or
back the
picked up.
black totem
Now
jerseys,
everybody
man.
got
These
to
white
vote
white one
once
don't
more,
have the
and then
same aura as the
process
black
should come
ones.
to claim their rewards. And this time around, it's a very clear vote once again. We only had 95 and 96 and 96 today. The people at home team seem to be pretty certain. They seem to, think they know what they're talking about.
Well, we'd like to say the same on the desk, but that's not always true.
No, that was not with
speaking, of
Lenane.
course, from Trump's behalf.
So that's the
But
also
for
that's
me,
also a thing,
personally,
right?
what I will
Lennon
say
subbed after
about
they
these polls is that,
qualified,
you know,
so
there are win rates
maybe
on these
they
polls, and I
don't
think
have the
that a lot
same
maybe the more
synergy
casual
because
viewers
they've
kinda
been
go,
playing only
well,
for like
if
a
a
week
team's got
now
like a
together.
90% win rate, I'm going to click on that button. It's not nearly as clear cut. I think that's fair
Whereas
to say. I kinda
Totem has the
wouldn't mind seeing that
synergy,
kind
right?
of not actually included in the event site, because in
And
previous years
also
they were
qualified
much
from
more
the upper
kind of
bracket.
60-40s, 75-25s. I think for this one, I'm swaying more towards Reply Totem, but it's not nearly by that kind of landslide.
I mean, if you had to choose a 50-50 though, you'd absolutely choose Reply Totem, wouldn't you? So that's probably rectifying the 96% though.
Without further ado, we want to head into quarterfinal number 3. We're starting on Pinhole Punt.
Alright, finally we are starting, man. They yep too much, honestly.
In the name of the World Cup, we shall start on Brawl Ball. Now, heading into draft, as I already mentioned, Colette would be a definite pickup for me if she was to be left open. Edgar as well, super strong in the current meta, and in Brawl Ball anyways, gets the kills, gets the jump ins, and can score in the nick of time. For Reply Totem, what they usually like to play is a bit more solid and safe with the Charlie, the Crow, the Lumi brawlers we have seen already today. And
Charlie first
is
pick.
going to be that first pick for them.
Yeah, Charlie is in a good spot. I don't know whether it's kind of my first pick worthy brawler. I'm liking the Crow ban though, for sure here. I think that's kind of like a big one for me to be considering. But I think Chester is pretty much my kind of first pick brawler worthy on that side of the field. Kind of curious now whether we'll see it picked up. And we do.
Yeah, Charlie's been one of the ones that we've seen slide through a bit more
Okay,
when
Edgar.
Damien's actually
Somehow
been in
Edgar
play.
passed
So
to the
with
bans.
the global ban being that way, then maybe it's kind of just something to go against this Edgar that's going to be jumping in quite a lot. Similar aggression levels as that Damien. So Edgar comes in as the second then on the Meta Sports side, along with the Chester that you mentioned, Arca. I really like both of those picks, to be honest with you. If Edgar's open, no matter what you're playing, there's always a chance that he's going to make those big plays.
He probably will, especially if Lena's on that brawler. I'm already scared for Reply Totem on the left-hand side now. They still have a couple of options left, though, to get this guy under control. So he's probably not one of those. Doesn't really have the damage to do so, but at least he gets
Stu, okay, that's interesting.
out of harm's way in the nick of time. But
Gale,
was someone I was
okay.
looking forward
Gale
to
is the
this
Edgar
guy.
counter, I
The best
suppose.
goalkeeper in the game,
Because
really,
Otis is
but
already
his
banned and they have the
Twister,
Chester.
with the gadget and also with his super, he can make sure that nobody gets close to the goal in any time. Now, last pick for the side of Meti Sport. Last pick, always an important one. Something to counter all three.
I mean, they
brawlers
can
on the left-hand side if possible.
either they already
Yeah,
messed
I
up
think
by
the
giving
Gale's
them
gonna
Edgar,
definitely
or maybe
deter
they
away from
already
me
planned this
slightly
and
in
they
that
were
regard.
baiting them to go
Or they
Edgar.
might
Like,
try and overthrow it.
maybe
I
we'll
like
find
Charlie
out.
actually now look back on things
Because
in the sense
this
of,
map
like,
is chosen by
Reply
Totem, right? So
Totem,
they gotta
obviously
have the
insurance
drafts
policy.
for this one.
I'm kind of happy to have Charlie knowing that the Edgar is available here, so they're kind of doubling down with that Gale even on top of that. So it does feel like they might be a little bit ahead in terms of the draft and are awaiting that trap to be filled.
Yeah, I mean, I must say, you know, they've gone very defensive against this Edgar, which in the current meta is required. And I will say, you know, they started out with that Charlie, so clearly Lenane's going to have faith in himself to have that.
Stu can hard counter Edgar, but you gotta have the skill for that though.
You don't really have that many options to jump on.
Like, if you miss your first shot after Edgar land, then you will mess up as Stu. Alright, the final match has started.
And in we go. Like you say, it's a super scary brawler, and it's going to be a super scary player on it. Lana is
I mean, Edgar is a good carry brawler, so your draft will be around Edgar. Edgar will die there.
Will actually seal Lana's demise, so a good position here. Mary probably going to be a little bit behind in terms of his utility for now. Can't really aggress with any kind of cocoon. Going to pop some spiderlings and come back to the mid to get that control back with his teammates.
Yeah, Gale was finding some good shots in there as well onto the Chester and the Amber alike, so Pinch should be coming through, and there's the knockback, gets the stun off as well, no slow along with the shots, and there's the jump in from Lene. Twister being placed down now as well, and that's another measure
Stu not
against
getting
the
any
hand.
value
Gets slowed
anywhere.
by the missed cocoon. So well defended by Totem.
Yeah, big hits there as well from Maru, who's earned himself a hypercharge as well. Zero might be able to get a big burn now that he's got super as well. So
Like, Stu is not getting any value.
But then you will take away something from the Edgar also. Another hit from Maru, going to leave Zero there on that left-hand side on low HP for some spiderlings and continue the assault on the right. Joker then takes care of it.
They can honestly score here if Gale gets super. They get super, but ooh, misses the goal somehow.
Clearly, Dakai Arkiro had that in hand. Spiders being placed down.
Edgar gets deleted. Honestly, now I feel like that they were baiting Edgar.
Still a very good position here for Maori, but no blustery blows to be able to really kind of solo this goal through. Now he's earned it. It feels like
Okay, Stu is dead.
very cautious in their approach.
I think he should have super before. Alright, this is a goal.
Now Maori can go through on the right, and this will be a solid, straightforward goal for Reply Totem.
Well, Maru putting in some work. It's very tough to defend that, I will say, when there's two people kind of stuck on the back line with Maru waiting.
I mean, Amber Hyper can do some stuff, but
shouldn't be too far off a hypercharge shot here as well.
like even if Edgar jumps in, Charlie has super, Gale has tornado gadget, and Stu can just dash away. I don't know why Joker does dash there.
To be able to hold off and utilize it, but did it get much value? Everyone from Reply Totem was nowhere near it. 20 seconds on the clock, the ball in an advantageous position here.
I think it's over. They're not scoring. No, they're not scoring. Okay, first game for Totem. Like, it honestly looked like that Medisport didn't have the synergy, right? That's what I was talking about, because Lenin just subbed in recently.
Reply Totem taking the first game.
Well, it didn't look awful, I will say, from Metasport. They had their moments, but didn't really get into their opponent's half until those kind of dying seconds where they were forced to try and make a move. And when you're, backs against the wall, you have to get a goal. You're going to have to overstep and make those mistakes. So, well defended from Totem. Well, good offense as well, I will say, especially from that Gale of Maori, who made those big plays and got the double stop.
Wow, I would like to see Zero get some more utility faster this time round. Get those amber burns in the bushes, and defensively, I've got to say, I want to see Medisport try to do a little bit more in that regard, because Totem got a bit big chokehold.
Alright.
Look at that.
Like, Edgar is not getting any value, and already a score.
Rock on the right-hand side is another early goal, though, but even earlier
I think the first set is GG's for Medisport.
Yeah, it's starting to feel a bit more Totem-sided. They've been controlling pretty much the entire set. A little heal coming through from Dakai. I think it was from his gadget there, and a hypercharge ready for Maru. Super from Joker, who's trying to get up the map. Good stun coming through. Still got the
Alright, it's over.
As well. We might be able to just get a cocoon on the line.
Ooh, almost scores.
In the end, but they're going to try and punish this cocoon just before, and they do bring Lane low, but no goal as a result.
Yeah, it'd be a tough one for Maru there to be able to do it solo, but nonetheless, it has been continuous aggression from Reply Totem. Maru will fall, Zero is going to be low, but Joker does not have the range to seal that right.
Okay, Edgar will jump on Stu. He missed the gadget.
Position actually, rejoin himself with Maru. Dakai,
Or maybe that was intentional.
chose not to. That might be punished.
I don't think Lane was too pleased with his gadget there. Ended up pretty much in the goal mouth. Missed cocoon there along the backside.
Okay, gets the Charlie.
Hypercharge from Joker trying to get some damage in. No burns found just yet, but circling around the back and finding some shots. Lane jumps in.
Bro, Zero being Stu just looks different, man.
I love the way that Reply Totem
Chester is dead. Okay, some survives. Stu is dead. Gale is dead. I think honestly, Medisport can score here. Like, if not now, then never. Okay, they finally score one goal. But now Gale has Hyper.
Yeah, it'd have been a big waste if he did use it and they still got the goal. So thought better of it, kept it in the locker for this overtime situation if it gets that far. Lane goes in.
Ooh, somehow misses a super on Edgar.
Maru, but they're still moving forwards. Hyper from Maru ready to kind of rip through this defense of Metasport, but just waiting until Joker's healed up and maybe has a super. Because Stu's going to be flying in overtime too.
Maru might choose to go early here. The hypercharge from the Chester, which is actually kind of holding things off for now.
Ooh.
Double cycle from Maru. Joker in a prime opportunity for these boxes.
I think it's a goal.
1 second, it's going to be a shot on goal from Maru.
There we go. Bro, it was clean from Totem, honestly.
Great shot and a wonderful decision there. I thought they were going to go right, and I think everybody else did as well, to be honest. Even the opposing teams have found the left-hand pocket. Beautiful stuff from Totem, and a really well-managed set. Yes, they conceded a goal in those.
There is no synergy from Medisport, I would say.
They managed it, they kept the super, the hypercharge made its play. in that kind of overtime situation, or towards the end of it, and that got them the win.
I was speaking about this very thing in an interview just this week, and the thing about draft is like you've got to play to what you're seeing, but you've also got to think about when you're against a team like Reply Totem, why are they not picking such an aggressive role?
I mean, many people don't think about Gale, right? I very recently started playing Gale on ranks, like sometimes, not every time. Because people just expect like Otis, Chester or Cordelis to counter Edgar and Negros, but they never really think of Gale.
Look at that, 11 for Maori, 304 DPS. I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah, for me as well, the whole comp of Metasport kind of hinged around whether Lena can be the playmaker or not. Already counted out by the Charlie, doubled down with another counter in the Gale. Reply Totem drafted that up really well, and we see Mori here as well with really good stats on that Gale. At the same time, his teammate Maru, he got baited more often than once by that Edgar. His hypercharges went into nothing.
Alright, next we have Hard Rock Mine. I mean, this map was Totem chosen map, so Totem had to win it.
So well played from Metasport and Lena. Lena was last seen playing the Brawl Cup. We talked about that already. Got second place there. Also in the BSC Challengers Dach he played. Got third there with his team as well. So wherever he's showing up, he's making a name for himself now as the ultimate substitute for Metasport. But they need to make sure that they are not only betting on him to be the playmaker. The draft has to be a bit better. And what they
Force
showed us
picks
in the
2 again.
qualifiers, I was scared for Reply Totem today. Their draft was on point.
Stu on Golden Girls, though. I don't know how I feel about that.
Qualify in April. They lost to him and his team in that regard. But
I mean, Edgar is open again, so maybe they're baiting them Edgar again.
Make a free agent living by bouncing from team to team, but Lenan needs to find a home. He's just too good for it. Bans are in for Hard Rock Mine. For the Roughs, the Shade, the Kit as well. As a first pick, Chester coming forwards there as well. I saw the Colette band out.
Chester, alright.
Well,
It kind of looks like the same draft from last game till now.
Picks, and no surprise to see that being picked again. It wasn't
Will they
bad. The
pick
previous one
Edgar
didn't do
again, though?
masses, but over the other side, obviously, the Stew did a lot of work for Reply Totem, so no surprise to see that being picked up again. Really like that from Reply Totem, so something they've got to be cautious about here, of not kind of over-picking these aggressive brawlers again. As
Mina.
away, but they go with the Mina.
Mina is coming in once more. We have seen her shine before as well. By the way, we are in Hard Rock Mine here, not gosh.
Yo,
You
Saurav,
can see
welcome
that
to the
from
stream.
bands here as well, I feel. Stu is going to be first pick for Reply Totem. Could follow it up with something like Janet now. She can
Everyone
always
just
get
makes sure to
out
like the
of harm's
stream.
way if you have her as your gem carrier, with Throw being out of the calculation. That would be my gem carrier pick here. Ruffs could be another one of these saves pick. Edgar, once again, a brawler you can't really count out. And Mo, other brawler that we have seen quite often today, already brings in the aggression now also for their
Alright,
team.
will they pick up a brawler there to open up the map, though?
Actually, so they could just get another lane here that is
Yo, shout out to Saurav
maybe.
Hazavari.
Otis left open, Chester left open, Cordelius a possibility. What do you
Guys,
think?
he's my friend,
well.
IRL friend. He's just messing with us.
Kenji and Joker, to me, like, that's a really fond memory, I've got to be honest. And he might be on the stoop, to be fair. I mean, this is what I'm saying about a team like Reply Token. They're just so diverse and able to kind of share their brawler pool. But I think having a bit more of an answer from just not having only the
Okay,
Chester would be a
Kenzie.
good shout here, because the Mo is going to be doing effectively the same
Very
thing.
weird
His
draft,
assassination
considering
dive
it's a
attempts,
knockout
but
map.
it's not really something
That
so
also
far they've
gold
got
arm
too much
cults.
other than that kind of Mina windmill to have, and those Chester stuns, which you can have as a gadget to try and re-roll, but you're not necessarily going to have under your thumbs all the
Serious,
time.
okay. Serious is a good pick into
which I
that,
think is a
though.
brawler which I think some people have kind of like forgotten, a bit left by the wayside, so to speak. It had some good showings in Brawl Cup. It's now a bit more niche and a bit more circumstantial, but it's still really, really good. I mean, it helped Big so much in that first set versus Foot Esports, and you can see how dominant of a showing it had in Dueling Beetles, so I quite like it.
As someone who had to play a Kenji into series before, I have to say this might be a thrower who completely counters him. You just can't kill the shadows before series gets another one. So really good answer
Bro,
here
how is
from
Bro
the side of
playing?
Metasport. I like this draft a lot better than the first set. Let's see if they can also win a
Wait,
set against
this
Totem.
is Jam Grab. Man, they were showing
Performance here. It
knockout.
looks like the name's gonna be ripping the Mina through the mid and
I was not
playing
tripping, right?
as the gem carrier, and it is so far.
I mean, this draft makes sense according to this map, but they were showing gold arm girls, if I'm not tripping.
Feel too thrilled about, I think, at the same time. Lane falls low, forced to pop a gadget here as well to get back to his teammates. And it is Totem in control at the moment. they get this one off their side and claim control of the map.
Bro, I gotta look back, man.
Is gonna be pocketed in that corner now.
But yeah, they were
Joker
showing knockout, and this is gem grab.
Stars from the bush, gonna keep keeping and shadowing him all the way forwards. But it's actually Joker that wins that trade. Gets some gems as well. Not gonna be the ideal person to carry them, but if they can just buy some time enough for Maori to get the remaining 3.
Ooh, nice super from Joker.
Point precision on that Shislimi slash.
Yeah, that was a dirty super coming in from Joker there, and he wants more. Goes straight back in for Lenane and tries to get him to drop that extra gem that he just pinched off their side. So the next one spawns on Metasport's side, which gives them a bit of a buffer, a bit of time.
Yeah, you
to
like
kind of
Sirius,
try
but
and
Sirius
reclaim
now
some
is
of
not
these
getting
gems
much
that Total
value. I
stole
think he
from them
don't.
already.
Sirius is on the wrong lane.
Doing a good job against Maru.
Shouldn't go up against Genji.
Choose to kind of wait this out for a better opportunity.
Yeah, like today they showed like Colette being global banned on the first match, but she wasn't global banned.
Regardless, though, but Takai, nothing really to say in terms of utility. There's something to say for Zero, but they would prefer to have had maybe a
Sirius should stay on the moon lane from the start. Like Genji counters Sirius kind of because he can pierce through shadows. Ooh, they're gonna. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful from him. A fantastic defense. Puts the gems back in the pocket.
But Mina has a hyperdo now.
Yeah, Joker's been absolutely on it this game, but there is definitely a chance that Metasport get this done. Maori coming in with the hypercharge here, just trying to burn up, try and keep the name back. Who's got his hypercharge and pops it now.
Ooh, nice super by Mo. Nice. All right.
Will clean up the back lines to take this win. What a performance that is from Totem, seeming firmly in control now.
Guys, 5 people watching the stream. Just say hi in the chat, like the stream, man.
Reply Totem have spent clearly a lot of time ironing out some of their cracks. I mean, Joker's on point
Because
in
by
that game,
looking at this
super
map,
aggressive.
okay,
We've
Totem
seen
drops
this
is better, but
troublesome
I
Mina
honestly
has
thought this was
looking
gem
back to yesterday in the
knockout,
East
so I was a
Asian
little
Brawlers as well.
suspicious,
We've
like,
seen it
what is
so
this
many
drop?
times. It is now the new shiniest brawler on the scene since Brawl Cup, and seeing just how versatile she can be across the game modes. And Joker is really championing that lane side and giving Lanana a real task to have to bear.
Yeah, I mean, that super in the middle
Bro,
of the last game. was
Joker is
beautiful.
going
He finds a
crazy.
deal with it there, some heals along the way, and Maori will sweep in for these gems that are laying in the mid to Kai.
Yo, Felix, welcome to the
Shots in,
stream.
Joker yet again will find the kill.
It'll be tough here for Zero on the left-hand side to escape this spawn. Plytotem has done a fantastic job of locking down the hatches. Lovely there from Joker as well to evade
Let me
this.
know
Just
who
the
you
shot
guys
to
are
keep the
supporting,
aggression
though.
onto Lenan. But a nice win
Oh,
in
okay, Joker
return.
gonna go
Some
down there.
shots will seal that from that side of things. 3 versus 2 now is a chance for Metasport to be able to retake this mid.
Yeah, Lenane being this gem carrier through
I mean, as long as Mo has super,
just as much a harm to them as it has a help. It stopped him
I
from
mean,
going
they
aggressive and trying to
they
claim
still have
some
the
gems
control.
off
Okay,
the
Mo
opponent.
loses his
The
super
other
now,
two
though.
players on the team really just don't have. Takai has been in the back bushes for a while. Joker trying to make the move around the
So
side,
this
get some
time,
heals off him.
Metasports were playing, as I said, like
Focusing onto him.
keeping the series on the Mo, but now again Kenji comes back to the serious lane.
Has to heal, can't go as aggressive as he would like to. Looking at Maru on the on that right hand side now as well to see whether he will be able to.
Rochester is hyper, so Stu gotta be careful.
To open things up, a hypercharge as well from Takai. If it connects, could prove deadly. At such a pinnacle moment in this game, Joker going into the mid. That Shadow giving a real troublesome task to have to deal with.
Okay, I don't think he should have super there. Maybe just would have died.
Timing realistically here for Metasport to come back in this game.
Yeah, they've got full control now. Hypercharge there, but Maru goes straight past it and evades a few of those shots, but will burn down. A dying shot in there as well, and Kai.
Genji go back to Chester, but
Better used to have a different one against Joker here, but he's being pitched down, makes his way up to the top, and it's 9-8 in favor of Metasport now. But Maori will get this one off their side, and Joker causing a bit of a rocket in the back.
Yeah, Joker just
both are tied with gems, and the next gem's gonna spawn on Totem side. Then you predict the Totem, like, I see them winning against Metasport, but no, Navi versus Totem, or maybe Nova versus Totem gonna be a really close one, so we gotta watch out for that.
They are now split. That hypercharge of now, if he connects this, it could prove troublesome, and that's exactly why they dive. But they go down.
And they can still reset the countdown.
Yeah, Joker has a hypercharge super here now as well. That's going to be extremely punishing if he can go in. Lenane looking for this gem off the Totem
Bro, the
side.
series is so
And he
annoying,
probably will get it
honestly.
here. Super comes in from Joker. That's not the best use of hypercharge. Couldn't find
I
it
don't think
in
he
the
should
middle
have
of that
hyper
gap.
supered
But
the
still,
Chester.
The opportunity to grab this one, and yet again, Joker to the rescue.
Mari there, popping Gadget, trying to earn that super back as quickly as possible. Tipping to Kyler that earns his win. Will Gadget yet again.
Okay, Mina has hyper super now, so it will be really hard for Totem to get the gem.
He wants to hold the mid, 13-13, and time is ticking down towards that final gem.
Yeah, Yeah, the last one seemingly will spawn on their side for Totem. Can Joker get this kill? He does. Lane getting one off the
Ooh,
offensive
Mina
side,
is just one
420,
shot.
and actually
Ooh,
drags
but
Maui
Stu
towards
goes
him,
down.
but he's got the Joker coming
Kenji really
towards
needs
him, and
super
Maui
here.
on the backlines who doesn't find the super
Okay,
onto
oh
him.
my god.
A huge waste and a big fumble as Totem drop all their gems, and with only 4 seconds, they're
You,
nowhere to be
you
seen.
pick Meta Sports. Do you love Lenin? Or there's someone else that is your favorite?
Right, that he should have survived there, and Reply Totem had many chances to do so. I feel like they messed that up. That should have been better. He should not have been able to escape on such low HP.
Absolutely. It's
I mean, Lennon is really the goated current.
Maru as well, not finding that super. Could have just kind of, I feel, waited behind him.
But it seems like he changes team every year. Like, I don't know what is up with him. Like, is it like hard to work around him or something?
Decisive game for both these teams.
Yeah, mistakes, some cracks starting to show. The Reply Totem now. But I like their draft in that sense. I feel like it's still got a very good shot here. I think it's just a few moments here where they're just not really judging the situation properly and just holding the ground they need to hold. So 4 gems to 0 now.
Bro, you are Lennon fan since he was in foot.
Now Sport starting to get knuckled in to Kai on the right hand side with super.
When was he in foot last time before Brawl Cup? Like, last year he was in Heretics. Before that he was in SK, right? Then I guess in foot before that, right?
Totem in a decent position. There's a super for Lane that's not going to pay off for him. Joker didn't even really get thrown up in the air at all. Has a super
And before foot he was in Tribe, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong though.
And somehow is still alive.
Cheeky one there from Maui, but he's
Ooh,
struggling
the Stu is
with
playing really
these
well, man.
shadows. Nan dances away as well.
Yeah, in 2023, so I was
Maui is
right.
very much set on trying to get those 3 gems from
With
Lanao
raids,
rather than
right?
3 from the mid here.
And
Maui
Semantic,
as well,
I think.
equally so, great defensive measures. Lanao there was completely all alone, no one there to help, and survived.
I mean,
It was
Joker
then
is
when
playing this
Dre
game
said,
so,
right,
so
SK
well.
sucks.
He's been all over the place, getting kills, keeping them back, and only 1 gem is all they need. Linane picks up the 1 out of the spawner, and Maru round the rear trying to make some plays. That one will spawn on Metasport's side, but the next is Totems for the taking.
Okay, they need just one more gem.
Previous game, and I hope for Reply Totem's sake that they have learned from those mistakes.
Oh, honestly, I think Maru should have supered. Honestly, Maru should have supered there.
But in the meanwhile, it is countdown for Reply Totem, and now it's down to Metasport to reset it.
Yeah, a bit of an overcooked super yet again. Linane gets
Oh, I don't. Joker is risking it too much, man. Joker is risking it too much.
Huge overextension, overstayed his welcome, but Maui trying to get Linane down.
Joker overcommitted a little bit.
Doable from mid, so don't need this
Ooh.
but Maui will keep him low.
Alright, they can still reset the countdown from here. Alright, they resetted the countdown and they have the control.
Low HP, 7 gems above his head, and a massive target. And Reply Totem know it. If he goes down, it's going to solidify this win.
Okay, it's over. And next map is gonna be a Totem map, so I think Totem is gonna have the upper hand.
Do anything about it. Somehow, some way, Reply Totem come out on top yet again with that set.
Great plays from both sides, but it is yet again Totem who come out on top and are going 2-0 up against Metasport. I mean, they had their moments.
How many war finals did Maru and Maru pull? I think they played in all of them till now so far, right? I'm confused between 5 and 6. They played 2023, 2024, 2025. They played 2022, and I don't remember if they played 2021 though. I would say 4.
Yeah,
Oh, it
for
was
me,
5.
I mean, that could have been a set that went away from Reply Totem. Let's
My
be
bad.
honest. I feel like they
I
had
think
to
they
really
did play like at
work for it
2021, I just
in
don't
every
remember.
aspect. I think Lanao was just going absolutely crazy. Non-stop was he the man that for me was just
Yeah,
so
that was messy.
self-aware every step of the way. And I'm not trying to point out the fact that he was always alone, but a lot of the times he was having to deal with things like pretty much just, you know, mano-y-mano. And coming out alive more often than not, I think that he was just, his survivability was crazy.
These 2 games for me have been one of the most enjoyable ones we had in all of the BSC, really. In the first one, all 29 gems had to spawn for us to find out who the winner is. And in the end, all 29 were on Metasport. Still, Totem claims the set. What an insane back and forth. So I'm feeling generous, guys. I want to give out
I mean,
some points for
Totem should have just
everyone
won that,
of this
just
crazy
Joker overcommitted
back
and just lost.
You get some points over on eventtheprocess.com because how enjoyable was this to watch, really?
Yeah, just insane back and forth. And like I said,
Okay,
I
if
feel
you are
like
on
Reply Totem, they just
event.brawlstars,
dodged
go
the
and
bullet.
claim that free
Like
200
you've definitely
points,
been
but
set
I
in
already
which
have
they
all the
could have
points
easily dropped.
stacked
I
up
think
from yesterday,
Metasport
so I don't need it.
themselves slightly after that.
Yeah, felt like they maybe should have had some more games on the board, but you know, Totem, I don't think they made too many bad plays other than maybe Joker's overstaying his welcome a little bit with some of the gems. They just seem so consistent and have done for the first 2 sets, to be honest with you. So slightly worried for Metasport coming into this 3rd set. It seems to me, and it feels like it's going to be a 3-0, but I've got some hope that Metasport are going to be able to bring this one back.
Let's see, what will be the first 3-0 of the day? We didn't have too many of those yesterday in East Asia already. Now from Emea, I also expected some more close games than this one looks like to be.
Yeah, the stream
2-0
I'm
for
watching on
Toronto.
the website, not on
Comes down
YouTube.
Here we are out in the open. Once again, you either want to break open the map so you can go in mid a bit easier, or you pick something that can walk over water. Angelo is out of the way, Brock is out of the way, so we get to see none of that. Young, for me, is the best option if, yeah, the other options aren't open. Brock is actually.
I mean, they
so maybe
limit to
that's gonna follow
800
now
per
from
week, so
the side
people
of
watch
Totem.
this on
Overall,
North America and
the
South
fellas that we
America as
see
well,
very
right?
often to open up the
Or no
wall
one
in
will
front
watch
of you.
that
On
because
the right side, they just decide to
they
go
will already have
straight
all the
from
points.
there.
I mean, I won't
Yeah,
watch
I'm
them
gonna shout,
anyway
I mean,
because I'll
ultimately,
be
it is about
sleeping
having that additional channel be built
because
immediately off the
it's
bat
not in my
is
time
crucial.
zone, but
I prefer the Brock myself.
other
first
people
and
will have
foremost,
to watch
over
them.
Pearl, but Pearl's still going to be very, very good regardless. Coming forwards now for Reply Totem, the Overcooked is just going to be great for having on your side and just inflicting that kind of pressure. But for me,
because
I wouldn't mind
EMEA and
necessarily even Augusta to pair with it, just to add to the
East
tankiness
Asia are
of that
always
Pearl.
like the top
We'll be
teams,
doing,
right?
a
Like
wondrous job here, or
NA
maybe
and
even a
South
battle
America has the
rotation,
banger
shots
matches
between
too, but
everyone going to be hunkering down behind that
like
Jae Young with
it's
the
not the
handful
best.
speed.
Sorry if you are their fan, but
That's the
like
box that you wanted to see. They're actually going to be taking both of them, it seems.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How dare they? Really allow
you need
one
a
of those
brawl
wall
ball
breaks,
pin,
but,
huh?
you know, depriving the side of Metasport of it as well. I like that. And
You mean this
Pearl,
one?
I
Yeah.
think, as you mentioned, when you kind of get a bit overcooked, the gadget as well, and you can, you know, really put some huge burst damage in, take people by surprise. Which
I
is one
mean,
of the main things you
SA,
need to
all
do
the
in
teams
knockout.
are
That,
no
kind of
no shade.
surprise
Like,
factor
don't
gets
hate
so
me
many
for
kills
this, but
on the side, so
SA are
it's
not
great.
all the
Combo
teams are
left
not that
is
top
now
tier,
what I
but
would pick
that's what make
myself.
their matches
This
so like
is
incredible, right?
exactly what Reply Totem wanted, and they got the trade
Like
out
in
that they played in scrims
East
very
Asia, we
often
have
as well.
Zeta
Now,
and
Eve
Crazy
coming in as
Raccoon
the
winning it
multi on
all.
the
In
right-hand side with the
EMEA, all the
hatchet.
matches are
All
banger,
three
but
members on the
like
left-hand side
Humble
are
and Food
gonna
have the upper
struggle
hand.
a
But in
tad
SA and
bit.
NA, all the teams are
Pearl
equal, so
has
all the
probably
matches
the
are
easiest time
banger,
to get
honestly.
rid of them. On the right side, they just want
Yeah,
to
like
stick together now, play up
I'm
the
just
heal of
saying
the
that
G and
SA
also
are not
off the
less top
speed and
tier,
heal
but
of the
like their
Young. So
matches are always
I also
banger.
don't mind your bell shout here, honestly, because now they can really just clump up together, and Leon especially will not have a great time against it.
Yeah, especially on the other side of the field, they could have even picked it up instead of Eve just to have that, ricochet between the lollipop drop and people within it. So it's definitely a bullet which could have shown itself. I don't mind not seeing the piercing.
All
by
right,
the
the
way. I
second.
think it's a tough
Oh,
one to
okay,
make
the
it
third
work
set
if you
I'm
don't
in.
hit those shots. You can find yourself
Let's
in
see if
that stall
Totem
quite
gets
quickly,
trio
so,
or they're
I
gonna
don't mind seeing that
at least get
brawler
one
just
set.
escape through
I
the
mean, this is a
picks of
Totem
that.
map.
Yeah, it was an early weekend warrior there from Lenane, forcing them back. Gadget in return from Maori here, and that's some good hits. Forced her back all the way off, and a nice wall break coming through as well. Unfortunately for him, didn't get those all of the grass down, I should say. Still a portion at the back that they can use, but push far enough back into spawn that they won't be able to just at the moment. Lenane trying to make a break with some slipstreams up this left-hand side against Maori, who throws yet another gadget out towards it.
Rumble are
Yeah,
also
that's
playing
the way the cookie
Pearl
crumbles,
on
so
this
to speak, on
map
the left-hand
when there
side.
is no
Well,
aggro in the
now
enemy,
further
so
off than not if he tries to
we gotta
push
keep
into
that in mind. I gotta
It's
try
gonna
that
be a
in
tough
rank.
one here for Metasport, in my opinion, especially as time goes on. Joker going to be able to break that crossover and ensure that he leaves the wall intact behind it. The gas now coming in, leaves nowhere to go. Another break from Joker. And now there's going to be some heals and speed coming forwards from Dakai. Magic hand to nowhere is a big miss that he cannot afford against a team like Reply.
1v1. I think Zayan can win this.
And now some speed and some heals. Tapping into Joker.
Ooh, I don't know why he walked in the poison. Like,
That didn't seem like he should have been winning that, to be honest with you, I won't lie. When you've got kind of Brock in that mid-range situation, you know he's got to walk up and auto-aim against you, so that's why you're retreating to the back. Don't know if he just missed a shot in there, but that felt like a Jae Young win, tied over. Hypercharge coming in now from Joker, just trying to extend this lead and put them on match point. Sends that super over the top and pretty much to nowhere, and I've got to bring back that gene pull as well. That started the crumble of Metasport in the last one.
Yeah, some nerves potentially, and you can't really, at this stage, when you're 2 sets down, afford it. One round away for Reply Token to get onto match point, like you say, and this lollipop drop is forcing now Metasport to be going back. Not really feeling like the Eve is
Bro,
doing too
Leon
much.
has
Eve was a
super,
pick
so-
for me. Need to see more of those hatchlings enter
okay,
the map
there
and
goes
put some
Leon.
pressure on
Okay,
them. Get
they
close to
spot
hypercharge.
Leon.
It takes a while to earn, that's the problem.
Joker sends the rocket fuel out, and Maori with the gadget as well. Maru on the left-hand side, just using a bit of that invisibility from the
The suck.
lingering lollipop drop. The name hypercharging forward. Gadget
Ooh,
used. Maori
bro,
gonna get pulled in.
Mori
Dakai
got
will
just
find the kill this
pinned so
time.
hard.
Rocket fuel over
Or it
the
looks
top
like
and just trying to get some shots in. Maru
Metasport will
find the
take this
super kill.
round.
Surely going to go down here, and Dakai sees his demise. A lot of hypercharges still there for the Metasport side, and I like the way they're looking now.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
that from Takai to go
now
super
Eve
on
has
the
hyper,
aggressive
which is
going
really
quite
good
well. Even if
against
he does
all
go
of the
down,
totem because
there's
all of the
enough
totem
bodies
is
there to be able to
single
pick up
target.
scraps, and he earns himself a super and a hypercharge as well alongside it. Still on the fence very much so about the Gene hypercharge myself. Can be what actually kind of
I mean, you
seals your
never know,
defeat, but
right?
let's see how
You
he
spoke
wants
to somebody, you
utilize
never
it.
know
I would
what will happen
suggest towards the
next.
end stages for kind of more mobility in that sense, and then just use super on its own.
Yeah, Maori not finding the connections that he wants with these gadgets at the moment.
Gene goes with
Hypercharge there as well,
hyper,
Takai.
doesn't get the
Forcing them
best
to run away.
fellow.
Super over the top, and Joker finds a little tag which will keep him low. Hypercharge, Eve spawnables in the back, and that should allow
Okay,
him
Eve
to get out of
spawns
this
spawnables
position.
is gonna be a pain in the neck for Totem to deal with.
Have the power of position at the moment. Now starting to break free, but a great couple
Ooh.
of taps from Joker onto
Oh
the
man,
lane.
this is
And
over
Maori
for
invis,
Metasport.
just trying to stay alive.
Takai needs support now, and they do get it. That's the
Oh,
perfect
no
timing
way,
for it.
right?
Healing
No
box is gonna be
way.
crucial here, but now Reply says, no, it's the time to strike.
It's
Huge
over.
rockets from the sky from Joker, and a
It's
pitch
over.
perfect tap from Maru, sneaking around the wall
It's over.
to seal it.
They're at the
Reply
match point
Totem
now.
moving on to match point.
I mean,
So
that's
they've gone for
well
the Eve?
executed there as well. Really nice from Reply Totem. They
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely
Eve has
look
a
on form
jump,
today.
so I think that's why
There's
he
only a
not
few
went for
times
the
throughout this entire
Eve.
series where I felt like they haven't been in control of the game. Even sometimes we're on the back foot, you're like, oh, okay, Totem have got this. And Metasport, a lot left to be desired at the moment, especially with how much
I mean, you're
hypercharge
telling
they
they
had
suck,
coming
but
into
you're
that last
supporting
round.
them, man.
I was expecting to walk over Totem there.
I'm
It's
with
your
you.
team.
I feel like, to be
Yeah,
fair,
rest in
Totem,
peace,
though,
bro.
they were able to capitalize down
It's
at
a-
the
it's
moment
match
where
point now.
Metasport were weak. I think if Lenau had been present as well in that final moments, it may have been a little bit different. But like I said, that 1v1 as well.
I mean, Lennon should have dodged the Brock shots, honestly. He has Jae Young speed, and it's not hard to dodge Brock.
Really here for Metasport, and see something more. Or will Reply Totem just get it done and move on to the semis?
Lollipop drop. Lingering hold.
Oh, Jae Young is almost dead. Oh my god, what is Lennon doing, man?
Talking about. He hasn't managed to really punish those moves too much.
Tough
but
luck,
now he's
tough
starting
love,
to
man.
find a second as well, and Maori really
I mean,
coming
if you
into their own
love
on this
if you
brawl.
love your
They
team and they
break up some
perform bad,
more
you're gonna
grass,
hate them.
leave
I mean,
those walls
you'll still
intact,
love them, but
and
you
Zero
hate them for
has to
playing
go
bad,
back for
right?
gas.
Some more grass. There's one tile left.
Bro, it's
In that middle
over.
section, in just that round, they've been able to absolutely decimate it.
It's over,
whilst
man. I
keeping
don't know what
Brock
Lennon is
in
doing.
play.
I think they should have
Absolutely
played some aggro
ridiculous.
here.
The perfect setup
Put
to
Lennon
have
on the aggro.
going into this round. It just seems like Reply
Honestly,
Totem
I'm telling
are
you,
just running
they
full
just look like they
speed
don't have the
towards semis.
synergy.
Maori
Because Lennon just playing
has a super
with them
now
for
as
like
well.
few days.
Zero just very cautious about it. Rocket Fuel's
It
gonna be
clearly
missed
looks
by
like they don't
Joko,
have
and Maori
synergy.
knows that Dekai's got this pull and has to respect it. Moving back to this right-hand side as Lenane can scout him out so easily, and honestly, so can Dekai.
I love the lollipop drop combo with the Pearl as well. Pearl being a notoriously
Oh,
slow
Leon,
baller with
Leon,
vision gear.
Leon.
Oh, Maori.
Ah,
Look
it's
at that
over. Okay,
left-hand
Leon's get
side, it's
pulled.
pulled in though, and now it's a
Okay,
2v2
it's still
as
winnable.
Zero starts to bring the tally back into some form of order.
Yeah, well, that super might be
I mean,
taken
Lennon
down,
needs to
actually.
find a
Joker
team,
gets couple
but
of shots, and
which
that's
team
like
will
a
he
big
go?
place
Like,
now. That could have been used to get the win in the last
Foot
seconds.
Humble,
But
they are
Joker
not
brings
taking
them down,
Lenane.
puts them back in a decent
Totem
spot, has
will
a
not
super
take
to put on
Lenane.
top of the rocket.
Navi
Joker
would
made Dekai
definitely not take
overstays
Lenane
his
back.
welcome in his mid, super over the top with the rocket
The
right
only
in
team
Zero,
that
all
can,
alone
I
in
don't
1v2,
think Novo
and
will
that's an
take because
ultimate
Novo
match,
has
so they
already
won't be
changed so
winning.
much of their team.
Reply
I don't
Totem
think they
come
can
out on
change
top
more.
and see themselves to the semis.
Heretics can still take Lenane, but
Reply Totem
SK can
then
still take
back
Lenane, but
in
like,
business, seemingly, and moving swimmingly into those semi-finals now.
bro, it's over.
Well, they haven't been for a while, it must be said, looking so different.
But like,
April
this,
monthly finals,
Totem
and
didn't even give any
more
reaction. Like, they
results
already
in
knew
those
they will win.
qualifiers that led to a really depressing downtime. I'm sure it was for them to have to regroup and rekindle their former glory. But that was exactly
Like, only
how
team
they
that
want
will
to
take
start.
Lenane is that team that are very low on the leaderboards. But will Lenane join them? Because it will be hard for him to qualify with those teams like SK and
When
stuff.
we got the chance to talk to them, they sounded a lot more confident.
Okay,
now
next match
than
we
they
have
were in the
Banger,
previous months.
Draits
They didn't
versus
even make the monthly finals. And now
Draits
they
versus
definitely
Novo.
look
I mean, Navi
rejuvenated.
versus Novo,
Tamari
and
Joker as
Novo has
the
a white Draits. If you guys don't know,
skills, but Maru
you'll
played
see him
it
soon.
well, very good.
He just looks,
made sure
it
that
just
they
looks
had
like
a
Draits, but he's
pressure at
white.
all times. So sometimes you don't have to get the kills if you enable your teammates.
Yeah, exactly that. And I just think the draft itself was just absolutely on point. I mean, rarely do you ever see kind of like a doubling down on the Pearl and the Brock. Just in case there was ever any doubts, Joker is goated.
Lennon not making worlds. I mean,
100%.
wait,
yes,
who's the
in caps.
MVP?
But I feel like that Leon
The
combo
Joker,
as
I
well
think.
with the Pearl you know, even with the speed gear, it's something
I
that's not
think
even done
Lenen
before. Pearl
will be
have
picked up by some
maneuverability.
team in the
So I
LCQ,
think
right?
just like the perfect draft, really.
Maybe
They're
not the
looking so, so good
EMEA
today.
team, but
And Joker, after trying out with some different
maybe some
rosters,
error team.
ultimately stayed with Reply Totem. So definitely a good move on their end. I feel it paid off. And both SK and Heretics aren't even here today. So good on Reply Totem. They're moving
Like,
on
you know,
into the semis
Bobby
now with a quick
played in
3-0 with
EMEA
only
team
a
for
single
LCQ
game
for
dropped. We have
2024 when
one
he didn't
more
qualify through
quarterfinal
NA,
for
so
you
maybe
right now,
Lenen
and
can play something like
it's
that.
such a beautiful one. We get another 50-50 in my books.
Yeah, the reason Heretics aren't here is because Reply Totem knocked them out in quals, so they seal their demise and their fate in that respect. And this is a great chance now to just rub salt in the wound, isn't it? Get even more points on those leaderboards, and looking forward to our next match as well. I mean, this one for me is very much a 50-50. Novo Esports and Navi. I mean, I've really struggled with this one. We know that Trav sided on the side of Navi, whereas we were united here.
Bro,
on the
they're
disc
giving like
with
10 minutes
Novo.
break
Talking
between
about
each
getting as
match,
well.
man.
How
This
are you
it should be
feeling? Have you
5
changed
minutes
your
break,
predictions
honestly.
for this one at all? Because Trav did have some pretty valid arguments.
No, I'm holding the line.
We're holding the line.
Sorry,
Let's go.
I mean, it's Trevor talking about why would I change?
This is the third iteration of the Novo roster we get to see. They now pick up Juice and immediately reverse sweep Foot and SK in the qualifiers. Insane feat already. Really successful. So let's head straight into our quarterfinal number 4. It is Novo versus Navi. And it is a sort of a revenge as well, because Novo did play in their first iteration with no one other than Enraged.
Bro, this guy,
You
look
can
at
see
this
him
guy.
now on
This
the
guy
very
is just
right,
rage but white.
playing for Navi alongside
Yeah, this match will be a banger.
Yeah,
Honestly,
this is a
from
match
here
that's
on,
got
every match is
so
gonna be a
many
banger.
intricacies in terms of grudges
After this, we'll have Food
It's
versus
gonna be a
Humble,
delight to see how
and
this
after that, we're gonna
battle
have
goes
Totem
down, but
versus Navi or
certainly
Totem
for
versus
Novo
Novo, and in the
Esports, you know,
final
they've
again,
had
we'll have a banger,
pretty
of course.
rough journey to get to this stage. They're departing ways with Terry, who's gone back over to the East Asia region. That's a pretty big move to have to consider even the possibility of making as an organization. A good monthly finals in March, one that I think is fair to say that we kind of had our expectations succeeded in that regard. Beating Reply Totem, double match point versus Humble. That's some serious stats. So to go from there and not qualify in April, to then have to make a roster change, some big moves have been made by this organization.
Absolutely. I mean, jokes aside, obviously, I do feel like this is more of a 50-50 than anything. I could see this going Navi's way, but I've just been more impressed with Novo's form in recent, when watching their practices, when going through the qualifiers. I just had that tad bit more, and again, this is kind of just a gut check. I think this might be a month for Novo, and on top of that, the marbles have spoken, and they nailed it yesterday, so I don't dare go against that.
Well, let's see how they will do. We joked about it at the beginning of the show. The community has deemed this to be a Drake versus Drake matchup because
Bro, just
Juice
look
and
at
him
this.
just
Just look at
so
this.
similar. You can't tell them apart.
It's ridiculous. I've actually been actively, by the way,
Just look at this, man.
feeding this into Drage's Discord server over the course of the weeks. That they are just so similar looking. It's actually unreal. But I mean, you know, you got Gero versus Naui, Enraged versus Filippo, and then you got Drage versus Drage. It's just perfection. I mean, top-notch social media marketing, if you ask me.
A great edit on top of that as well. I mean, that poster goes pretty crazy, especially considering that. But like you touched on, this is super personal. I mean, we've got so many
This Drake one?
storylines. Well,
But this-
we're gonna have to watch this.
Bro, why is
Top
Drake
left
in the
corner might
dark?
be tough for our production team. I mean, these guys look so similar. I would get them confused too.
There is a bit of an age gap in between them. Drake used to be the prodigy child coming in, 16 years old and immediately out of the gate swinging. Now it's Juice and doing the same on that Nova roster. Played his first ever big BSC moment with them, and immediately, again, they reverse swept Foot and SK. Foot landed in the lower bracket just because of these
Sergeant
guys,
Class
so
says that Just is the best
starting
Mina,
them for
but
big,
let's
I
see if his
guess.
Mina is better than
They're the reason why Foot
Angel
is
Boy
playing
Mina.
in the lower bracket. They're the reason why Humble and Foot are now in the upper half of the bracket both together. So if they win this one, they now have the chance to get another matchup against Totem and make their way to the finals.
Jeez, Enraged. I thought I had a bit of a flashback there to watching Loud back in the Brawl Cup, where they all kind of made their hairs go blonde. That's a
I'm telling you, this is
haircut,
look the
if you
same.
ask
Just
me. That's
Doesn't
a
wanna be
choice.
blonde.
Just is just the
Or
white,
by the way,
and
gray.
Drake is of course
Switch
Indian
up,
or
and I
maybe
think that's exactly what
Pakistani. I don't
Rage is
remember who
channeling
is
here. Just to
actually.
change up, look good, feel good kind of mentality. I'm here for it.
He's channeling
Well,
something.
we
It feels
just
like he's
have
channeling
Rage
his
and White
inner,
Rage here.
Sort of, I don't know, his inner.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of the word to describe the hair. It's kind of difficult.
Even like
but
BSC is making fun of
It
it.
is our job.
It is our job. I'm struggling to find
Again,
words.
Blonde is a great choice. It's grey though,
It's a good
but
choice.
still a good choice
It's a
in my
good
book.
choice. Rebelliousness. That's what I was trying
Nailed
to say.
it.
His inner.
Okay, we have
Thank you, we got it.
also we have
10
Meow
seconds on
versus
the clock to
Garo,
make it there.
both of the
It's a
teammates,
distracting
ex-teammates,
thing,
I would
nonetheless,
say.
So at least that they can have that in part of their
Yeah, I'm also
strategy.
South
You were
Asian.
certainly distracted, we could tell.
I really tried, guys. I tried.
We're heading over to the map draft now. Once again, Nova got to decide if they want to pick map 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. Of course, they go with the first one, going with Jamfort. We haven't seen that map today yet. I'm excited. Golden Gulch, Paintball Dreams, and then Hideout picks
Jamfort,
Navi.
really?
As our decider, we have
Who
Ring
picks
of Fire.
Jamfort
I
to
like these
be their
maps.
map,
Paintball
man?
Dreams, a new Brawl Ball map as well. So this is going to be a very interesting series. I do hope we get to see a bit more. We just had a 3-0. I don't want another one.
I'm not opposed to it as long as it's an entertaining 3-0. I think they're okay to have. I think, to be fair, this is one that I just genuinely am not sure whether it's going to be really convincing or whether it's going to be kind of strung along in that regard. You know, if you're considering scrims, yes.
I mean, I voted for Navi, but I can totally see Novo winning.
Juice coming in for this Nova esports squad is like the magic solution to the problem.
It's a I mean, it's a banger match, 50-50,
yes,
honestly.
Their qualifiers in June were outstanding. Double match point versus SK, and then beating for esports in that 5th and final set. Again, 2 5th and final sets in those qualifiers shows.
Okay, good global
resistance.
ban.
But this is the monthly finals. This is where it really counts.
Yeah,
Coming
same,
into
right?
Today, I feel like Navi have got that experience and potentially the ice in their veins to still stay tall. Mortis Kit banned out on the side of Novo. Edgar and Damien banned out on the side of Navi in regards to those global bans. And I can't really fault them, to be honest.
Yeah, nothing really unique about this, if I'm being honest. I think that's a couple enraged specials on the left-hand side, but Mortis and Kid in general, I could see really any team ruling them out. But one thing this does set up for is several assassin types of brawlers. Edgar, Mortis, Kit, gone. So now players are going to have to pull a little bit deeper if they want to get aggressive, but this also leaves all the anti-tank choices out there. So I think this will set up for some very different solutions than we've seen in previous games.
That is an exciting global ban if I've ever seen one. We do have Pierce, Colette, and Naja all left open, but a lot of the aggressors out of the way. I want to set that storyline a bit further, go deeper. We had them beat Foot, as I already mentioned, and SK Gaming. And Juice used to be Yoko's former teammate. They played in Madrid.
Okay, so
they
you
played in
pronounce it
monthly
Juice or
monthly
just?
finals already, and Juice
How do we pronounce
now
it?
had his revenge. Novo used to play with Enrage.
Okay,
who's
yeah,
out
I think it's the
Navi, and
first
also
prediction
wants
that is a
revenge.
little
Let's see if
close.
they can
All of
make
the
it
other
to
predictions
double
are
and
96 and
revenge
4,
once more.
95 and 5. Like,
28% believe they can. Not as many as I thought.
I mean, we
Of course,
can't
the best
underestimate
of
Novo,
three,
right?
I think that Novo
They
should take
defeated
this one.
Food Esports
Navi is
on
third in
qualifiers.
the leaderboard right now. I think that could have had something to do with it.
Possibly so, yeah, possibly so. And I think in terms of win rates too, Navi have been more consistent in that regard. They've always qualified for a monthly final, despite their best performance being in
Honestly,
April
it's
in that
50-50.
semi-finals. But you know, it has historically been quarterfinals exits for Navi, regardless. We do need to kind of see them make some more grand finals.
But
and
I guess
kind of
why
fully
people are voting
convinced
for
of whether
Navi
this is the
because
great champion that
they
won
are
the
higher on the
position. I think
leaderboards,
for
and
me,
also they have
maybe
bigger
looking
names in a
even
team
as
like
early as
Graze
the
and Gero,
stage,
right?
maybe more LCQ. The way that kind of Foot Esports and Humble are tearing
Even
forwards
Enrage is
quite
very
scary.
popular.
It's a very intricate matchup. I mean, you just touched on it. The personal relationships that these guys have had, former teammates a lot of the time, and now they have to, as I like to call it, win the breakup. And that's always difficult. It always
I
is in your head.
mean,
For me, Navi
Phase
haven't
0
looked as
yesterday,
good leading up into this
Phase 0
event, but Humble
defeated
said it in
Zeta
their
on
interview earlier,
qualifiers. They
Samantha
defeated
talked about
Ignam
it. You
Esports, but they
practice,
lost to
practice,
Rival.
practice. All that matters is
So
you show up in game.
we
One thing
can't
I
really
would
look
give
into
Brawl Nation
scrims
credit
and
for,
qualifiers
and why I
much,
think this is a
right?
very valid prediction. I picked Novo, but I'm not necessarily overly confident by any means. It's because Navi has
This is all. That's the only reason I voted for Navi.
on this roster. So I think Brawl Nation
If I
can put
just
their
looked
hands
like
safely. This doesn't
qualifiers,
feel
I
like
would
a
have just
3-0
voted
game.
Novo.
It feels
But
very
after
competitive. This should
yesterday,
be a
seeing
3-1 or 3-2
Phase 0
final.
perform,
As I already
I
mentioned,
voted for Navi.
right now in third, and they want to keep that position. In order for that to happen, they do need to make it at least to the semis. And
bro,
in
most
the
people just
qualifiers,
vote
they
on
lost
popular
to
team. Like
Big.
they know
For
Navi because
themselves, we'll
Navi has
find
in-game
out in the
cosmetic and
next couple of
stuff, so
seconds,
they
and we
vote
get to
Navi.
see a map we haven't seen so far. It's Jamfort.
But they don't know it's a new Novo, right? Novo has a replacement of Just, or I say sorry, Juice. So it's a new Navi. They will not perform the same as the first split. They will, of course, better now.
A map where you really just need mid control, hold the fort down. A lot of times we see some tanks on here for that exact reason. Just plant yourself in mid and then just don't die, really. Mina and Trunk would be the two that come to mind immediately. Both of them banned out Ellie and Lily as well on the right-hand side. They do have first pick, so they want to get even more tanks out of the way. With the global bans and the regular bans, we now have 7, 8 brawlers.
By the way,
out
do
of
you
the way
guys
that
want some
could count
skin?
as
I will drop
aggressors.
some
Colette
skin
and
links in
Bo
the
as well.
live
Now, on the
chat,
right side,
so whoever
Janet
claims
would
it
still
first
get
gets to
Junker
keep
that
it.
I want to point out, but we haven't seen her at all today so far. A safer pick would be Ross or Chester or Otis, the usual suspects.
Let me get the links first.
Yeah, I like that shout. I mean, I feel like it's definitely a viable option for Janet here to come through. It's not necessarily too up there in meta-wise, but in terms of this map, I think it makes a lot of great sense. I think that Lumi could be also as one of those rarities where she's not picked so far, not banned out in the global stages. Could be an option here. I think that Nita as well, some good insurance policies, Chester, things like that that can be in those pushes.
Okay, I'm
Ready
about
for
to
an
drop the
ambush, I
first
think, quite
link,
handy.
so whoever
Just
claims
playing
it first.
Ruffs on the other side of the field is going to be breaking up some of that push as well. So things like that.
Yo,
can
Stray,
be
welcome to the
gonna come in. Immediate
stream,
beats in
man.
that regard, gonna help enhance things.
Welcome
I
to
think
the
this is actually a
stream.
really good sneaky ban stage and then also first pick, because a lot of the times we
Alright,
talk
here
about
is
how
the
these
skin
anti-tanks
link.
are
Whoever
so
claims it
early,
first
but
gets to
in
keep
this
it.
situation, they've now banned out 3 popular ones on Gym 4, and we have several assassins already out of the way. And on top of that, the sandbags deal really well, in particular into brawlers like Chester and Otis. These anti-tank brawlers don't only fare well into Colonel Ruffs, and especially at a professional level, if you can afford to not go anti-tank, I think do so. I really like this setup coming in from the right-hand side. I don't fault the left here. Obviously,
Let me know who
really good for
claims
that
it.
skinny lane. Now they can pair this with something more aggressive if they wish, but I still think there are plenty anti-tank options.
I'll
to
drop
your
some
point, like
more
Chester
if
on
you
the
guys
board if
want.
they really want to deal with Kenji.
I was about to say, Navi still needs an anti-tank. Chester and Kenji would be my pick for them. Kenji already
You
picked
guys
up
don't know
now,
Stray is my
by
friend,
Novo.
real
So let's
life,
see if
so
they
he's just
have
scrolling
another
here.
aggressor in mind. Again, many of those have been banned out already. Leon maybe could be one of those still left open. Fang maybe, but there's not too many.
Alright, you got a skin. I will drop
that
another
are
skin
really
in a
good
while, so
in
just stay
Dart at the
active.
moment. Stu coming in as their gen carry of
It was the
choice.
Icarus
Just
bonus
like
skin.
Janet, he has the opportunity to always get out of harm's way when he has his dash available, which is pretty much all the time. Now, with
I mean,
Ruffs
if
and
you
Stu,
already
they
have the
don't
skin
have
and
the
claim
most
the link, you will
damage on
not
the
get
board.
fallback reward though.
Still vouch for a Chester pick at this point.
Yeah, I'm still for it for sure. I feel like what I kind of gather from the way that they've gone with the Otis and the Kenji on the side of Novas, they really want to get probably Filippo on that Kenji brawler. Like they value
Okay,
him
guys,
as
I'm
being
dropping
able to be
another
that kind of
Frank
pop-off
skin,
player,
prehistoric
enough
Frank.
to be able to have the Otis
Prehistoric
there,
Frank,
say.
so
I
if
think,
you guys
it makes
don't
more
have
sense
that
to have it
skin,
on
then
their
only
side.
claim
I
it.
feel like
Don't claim
Kenji's
it if you already
in
have it though.
regards to whether Nova would have tried to pick it up anyway. Let's see whether that third and final pick will come in to be something of a more aggressive side lane again to join.
Alright,
with that
here's the
Kenji,
second
or
skin.
Maybe even so to break open the map. I mean, that wouldn't be the worst of ideas to have things wide open. Allow the Kenji to go off in another direction, but have one of those bottom sides be completely opened up would be kind of where I would be thinking to be able to go here.
I wonder if they go with something more safe here. This doesn't really feel like a spot where they want to get too aggressive, especially in the face of a Chester. So I think this could
Alright,
be
I'll
a
drop
pick
some
that's
pin
more
links
control-oriented. And Lumi, for
after
me,
the first
makes
set.
a lot of sense. I love the way that her gadget orients on this map.
Bro,
We've got a giant
do you want
fort in the
gas
middle, as the
coupon?
namesake goes. But of course, Grim
You are
and Frost,
already
they
rich,
quite
bro.
literally can cover
You are
up an
richer
entire
than me.
middle.
Why
And
do you
on top of
want?
that, because of how the lanes are structured, you can actually throw one in each different lane. So you can actually control 2 at once.
Good shout there from Ark. Lumi is the last pick. I do like the left-hand side comp. They have some aggressors now as well. Right side, very safe options here with the Ruffs, with the Chesters too. It's a very conventional.
Brawl
comp
Pass
that
giveaway, I
is
just do
proven
one
and
Brawl Pass
tested.
each
Let's see if
month,
it works out
and
for them
I'll
too.
do that soon.
Excellent stuff as we get Novo versus
The one,
Navi
last one
underway.
recently
They got
ended
knocked
by the
down to
end,
the lower
I
bracket,
think
but Navi
on
are
June
still a
2nd.
force to be reckoned with. I think looking
So
to
the next
prove
one I will
that they're
do
not just a borderline LCQ
soon.
team. This is a month where they can take the opportunity to now grasp onto that new world finals
Okay,
spot for
bro,
all the
Stray,
hard
just
work that
keep
EMEA
this
put
chat,
out in the
Brawl
Drake's
Stars
getting the
chat,
victory on
because
this
other
right-hand
people will
side
don't
as the
understand
pressure
it.
goes down. Meow left all alone, but does have 3 gyms in the pocket for all that.
Nice air support there from Enraged. Really kind of left
I mean,
nowhere to go
Navi just has the
And
control
again,
here.
Enraged just getting comfortable in that mid of this map. 3 gems still, however, with Meow. Now looking to try and find an entrance back in. That speed zone down very quickly. Gary going to be forced into this right-hand side pocket, kind of where he wants to be anyway. Having to dash around things there just to ensure it. with the
Alright,
helping
did
hand
anyone get the
teammates
Frank
now.
skin or not?
It's quite neck and neck, honestly, for some big taps there from Meow. Did leave Garo below low HP.
Love the choice of wall break as well, because now this makes Lumi's job a lot more difficult. It's a brawler that likes to use these walls to her advantage. You can see it right now. Drade's just kind of pinned on this top left-hand
Okay,
side.
no gains
Got
back
Garo, who's
control.
backed down. He does have the speed available, of course, with that dash, and there goes the speed zone alongside it. So Rage now tries to encroach on the middle of the map. Juice trying to dash forward, but that's one of the matchups I think is going to be really difficult for him. Into Stu, who can
You're
constantly
bad.
cycle
What
up
do you
that
do?
super. He's always going to have a leg up.
Nice mute there from Meow as well, and Gary now in a perilous position. Requires the body blocking there from Enrage. He pops the hyper charge in the perilous time. Now Meow
Bro,
can't contest
Novo
this.
is really
Almost
playing
Gary
good.
would have absolutely been
I mean, this
forced
is a
back
Novo
into
map.
potential pinch as well, as Filippo was in play in that top mid. But now it's going to be allowing Drage and Enrage to get back into the swing of action here. Juice going to avoid that gem, probably the wise call as well. A hypercharge from Meow just to stay in this mid to contest things. It's neck and
Bro,
neck.
they're getting at the moment. Navi has control. At another moment, Novo has control. What the heck? It's so lucky. Did you get? Did you get the friend skin too?
Countdown then for Novo, but one that I think Navi have got time, certainly have got the time to be able to reset from this mid, but they do need this gem that is spawning right now. Juice might be able to capitalize down and then goes in the aggressive, does not quite dash in the
Yo,
time.
you did. Good for you.
Low,
You know, if you wanna
then,
just support
right
me,
now,
just share it to your friends. That's all I'm gonna ask for.
Now a gem in the pocket of Novo will proceed to
Your
counter
friends might win
Gary
some skins
here
too.
is outnumbered. Drake coming in now, has got
And
the
of course,
super.
every
Now
month I do a
hypercharge
Brawl
as
Pass
well.
giveaway.
So go for Navi, but I think he couldn't get it off in
Oh,
time.
it's
Garrett's
close though.
retacking this right-hand side now as well. Trying to go on the aggressive, trying to get
Okay,
something
first
done,
game
but it's not going to be done
goes to
enough in
Novo.
time. 12 gems in the game going the way of Novo.
A lot went down in those closing seconds, and I think most importantly, Novo get the kill on that right-hand side when it's about 8 to 8, 10 to 10. Alongside that, they also don't give Garo a super, and because of that, now it's a 2v3 favoring Novo. Garo can't move forward because the enemy team has a presence. He can't skate away or dive in for a gym. Just perfectly played there. I think that's where the mechanics started to shine at the end. I want to point out Enraged as well. Lots of supers going down. He's winning his lane more oftentimes than not. I think he's going to be a key feature.
So it's 7 a.m. for you. Are you guys? Are you from like North America, right? You gotta be from North America.
Here to find something between Enraged and Garo, but now Garo's chosen to go right, leaving
Yo,
Enraged
thanks Eric for the
to go
promotion.
down. Drage low HP here as well, going to be in a really tough spot, especially with the respawn coming
Maybe
in
South
now.
America as
That
well,
movie,
my bad.
Filippo coming forwards now, Drage 64 HP, did better than I would have thought, to be fair, but trying to buy his time as best he could, goes down inevitably. 5 gems already with Novo.
I think the problem with Novo Comp is that they don't have any aggressive.
The front lines as well as Rage has to drop a super just to stay alive, watching his teammates burn to the ground, and Rage finally gets a super he can drop on the right hand end.
I'm sorry if I mispronounce the name of a country. If you are from Kali, it's pronounced Kali, right? Or Kali? Sorry.
Novo in trouble.
I gotta search it up.
700 HP with 7 gems for Meow, but Navi are entering. They've got this cut off here with the Grim and Frostman, but Garo is skating. Kenji in the back lines.
Okay, you are from Colombia.
Goes down. It's gonna be forced to Kenji to pick all these up. Still time for Navi yet.
I love that from Novo.
I mean, that's what
They
Google
could see that
says.
they were in trouble and that everyone did their bit to ensure
California?
that the gems did not get
All right.
stolen away. And now if Juicy can just actually go up into this spawn if they want.
Bro,
or
Google
bait
say
the idea,
Cali is
staying
a
down low as
city in
well. Drake has
Colombia.
also got the
Colombia,
full
sorry.
that he needs under these circumstances.
Bro, Novo
The
gets the first
hypercharge
set.
well from Juice will seal it. And the first set
Alright, I said I will give a
of Novo, some back and forth.
pin link after the first set, so I'm dropping the pin link. It's an epic pin.
Nova with a
So whoever
sparkle
gets
win
it
on
first
their
just gets to
own
keep it.
map, and especially for kind of a new roster change in this as well. I think that's a confidence booster to say the least.
Should I
Not
do
sure how this
pin
team
link?
goes
Should
down.
I
I
give
think
the pin
Navi
or I
should
have a
be more
kid
comfortable.
skin?
We've got more
It's a
game day
rare
experience. How
skin,
would
so.
Novo show up with a roster change in the second half
But
of the
it's
year
an
when they are
epic
the
pin.
lower seeded squad? For the most part, they haven't been as
Honestly, I will do the
consistent, Navi.
pin first
We're
and I will
another
give
team
the
I
kid
think are
skin
looking
away
to prove
too.
themselves. We talked about this pre-show as a gang, but this side of the bracket is really intriguing to me. We've got a setup right now in this region where it's Humble and Foot. Literally the top 2 teams, not just in this region, but the world. And now everybody else
Alright,
is
I'm
playing
about to
catch-up. They
drop
know
the
they have to deal with these
pin
in a
link.
normal bracket. Instead, though, these 4 teams in the bottom
Alright, I
luck
dropped
out.
it. Let's see
Both
who
of them are
claims
up
it
top.
first.
So rarely, one of these 2 teams are going to have an opportunity for a semifinals, but possibly a grand finals. And I think that's going to largely shape the end of the year. Novo have a real opportunity to skyrocket up this leaderboard.
And let's hope this third iteration finally sticks. First with Enraged and Terry, and now with Juice, the prodigy.
Bro,
that they
if
needed
you were
already, and it looks
awake,
like
if you
this really
woke up
fits
just to
like a
watch
glove.
monthly finals, you are crazy,
Really
man.
wonderful Kenji
I mean,
against
I
his
did
teammates
stay
to pick
awake
up
to
those
watch
gems in the mid. And there
LCQ
was
last year
nothing really
because,
that Navi could do in the
like,
end to
LCQ
turn
last year was
that
like
set
streaming
around.
at the late night, like
Maybe
2 a.m.,
Garo
3 a.m.
and
for
Kenji
me,
will turn things around here. It's Gold Armor
or maybe like
Barrage.
4 or 5 a.m.
That's
I
what
had to
they
wake
will
up to watch
make
that.
up here in the draft. Usually the cheese map but Kids fortunately is globally banned.
But this
Yeah, thank
time,
goodness.
the World Finals will
Honestly,
be in
I mean,
Japan,
that's
so it's
what
gonna be a
I
hell
just
of a
don't really
time
wanna
for you. It's
see,
gonna be like
very much a
very,
battle. I
very
know
late
that many
night.
teams in the qualifiers, I'm sure, will not want to see that brawler also, as it did have some moments, let's say.
Dog as well banned out, the other cheese brawler.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. But now Kit cannot attach anyway, so it just kind of means that Doug's a bit less prominent. But the Pierce first pick, I really do like to see here from Novo Esports. I feel like brawlers like RT is still very, very safe here. Not going to necessarily be on those bans, but certainly going to be up there in terms of brawlers that are very, very viable. Mina as well here, super aggressive, hard to deal with. So having something in your back pocket like a Chester or like an Otis or something.
You have to wake up every day at 4 a.m. Damn.
Love to see a Pierce come through first, but I wonder if this right-hand side divvies up with something like a
It's
Gus
hard
and an
for
Emea to round
people
it out,
in
because I think
NA.
that would be a nice combo,
Japan is gonna be
since
pretty
we get
bad for
that
you, but it's
long-range
gonna be pretty
feature,
nice for
and we're
me.
running out of aggressors, because now Leon's out of the way. We talked
Because
about
I'm
before,
already
no
in
Otis,
Asia.
No Kit, no Edgar. You see a Pierce, I think you want to go at the
So
help
it's gonna
points
be
here, so
like
that makes a lot of sense for me why we grab Mina with the
12
only
p.m. for
remaining
me
choice
till
for that
12 p.m. to
I like
5
your
p.m.
cross
like
shout, Byron banned out as well.
between that
The
time.
best counter usually to appears would be
Face
Charlie.
cam soon enough.
Maybe a Byron, and both of those banned
If
out.
we hit
Novo
like
was
big
hoping that
subscribers,
Pierce would be left open,
sure,
and they
why
got
not?
exactly what they wanted, so draft couldn't go better for them at this point. Right side now.
Also, I need to
It's
hit the
Hero
gym
to back up Mina, but still a valid option. Angelo can make use of
before
all
I
these
do
puddles
face
around
cam.
the map, has a bit more mobility, a bit more space to dodge. He's not too bad against the Pierce. So I do like the comp from Navi. I'm super excited to see though what Novo will pick up next, because again, their draft could not be going better at this point.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried, honestly, for the Angelo. I mean, if they start to sort of deviate away from this kind of like long-range sharpshooter control-based
Bro,
idea,
I'm
and
nowhere
start
near
to bring
Jack.
some more aggressive ideas, some more things that can herd the cattle, so to speak. Like
This is
Daryl,
why I need to go
something
gym,
along
because
those
I'm not
kinds of lines,
jacked.
Then, Angelo's going to be really dependent
I'm
upon
quite
that
normal,
big
I would
windmill
say.
gadget to be able to survive into the corner, but then you are in the
People
corner.
hit subscribe, you
And
hit
what you
gym.
do then is pretty much tend to
Honestly,
go
yes.
down, as the inevitability of the gas will close in. So this Daryl is a really nice idea, but it's going to need something else behind to back it up, to have those abilities to really go in. Maybe even a combination with a Gene would be the worst of ideas, to have that magic hand pull and let the Daryl do its thing.
Gene Gus to heal, or a Meeple to double down on the long-ranged idea. Don't mind it. Mention of Meeple is not going to really find a target here, because we
below
don't have
80
anything
kg,
to
I would
pop
say
him.
around
Of course,
80
Pierce
kg.
Shells could help. Meeple, when he has a super available, can still make use of that catcher, but maybe it has to be a rage quit if Navi picks up another tank here.
Bro,
Don't have too many
Srey is
options
just
left
glazing me
open.
over there, which is
Mortis
not true.
is banned.
I mean, I would be happy if you believe that.
Really, every
Uh,
good option. Is it just
I'm
gonna
definitely
be
not
another
6'4",
tank
bro.
counter?
So just
No,
shut up.
It is going to be a tank. Fang is left open. Nice to see that. Now Angelo, double tank or double assassin. Can that hold up against the amount of damage we have of Novo's side, though, Kenny?
It's not a lot of fun going into Daryl, but Fang will love the
I'm
matchup
definitely not
versus Meeple
6'4".
here. The one thing we have to look out for is if this is the rage quit that's
Nowhere
being
close to
run
6'4",
in the
honestly.
middle of a Fang dash, you are going to come to a screeching halt. So there's going to be a lot of micro plays going down, a lot of interesting interactions in terms of what gadget they choose. Navi have put the
Bro,
map
I'm not
in their hands.
6'4",
This was
like,
their choice, and they
he's
went with the
lying.
risky Fang last pick. Curious to see if it pays off, but one of the benefits of Angelo is he's going to be able to traverse over this water immediately. So positioning favors Navi. The good news for Novo, that Daryl Super will charge up past.
Bro, I'm not tall. I mean, I'm tall
It's a huge
considering
risk
my
bringing in a
like
Fang, in my opinion,
region.
but I feel like
Average
what you
height, I'm
spotted there,
tall
Kenny,
according to
was really,
that,
really
but
valid because it might be the play.
let me
That's
check
why
what
it's
is the global
encouraging
average
to have
height.
a change gadget on the Meeple, because the Manchester Meeple here is just really hard to deal with. It's an immediate break of the bush, so, and they haven't played it yet, so I kind of wonder whether it may have worked if that was the play.
The global average height is 5. What? Okay, the global average height is 5'7" inches. I'm definitely taller than that. I would say I'm somewhere between 5'10" and 5'11", closer to 5'11".
See that because now he's not charging up for another one. He just has to hold on to half of it.
And from what I was expecting to see in the draft now, it seems like Novo are the ones that are kind of being chased around. Quite the contrary to what I was seeing. So now
Bro, 5'11" is not huge, bro.
On that side of things, but ice bounce. What a bounce there from Juice, but it is countered quite heavily so as well. And look at this, Enrage will forward a 1v1. Filippo should be okay here, but the heals are coming in for Gero.
I'm not capping.
Not enough.
I'm telling the
will
truth.
seal it, but a very close starting round. Gotta be honest.
Felt very winnable for both teams. It came down to a little tornado kick and then some Fang dive as well for a stun.
Bro,
Really nice
Novo is
roundhouse
cooking
there, but
Navi. I
ultimately,
wasn't even
Arrow
paying
just couldn't knock
attention.
those arrows towards the end of the game. Had the heals to back him up. I think that gave him a real chance of winning that. Filippo sat pretty though. Took his time. Got
It
the
looks like my
dodges off,
predictions are
and
in
allowed his
shambles.
team to take a round.
Juice has got hypercharge. Probably not looking to use it at this stage of the game, but wait. And that's the problem with Novo's strategies. They do have to wait and survive, more importantly, towards these later stages to be able to...
Also, who
really
got the
give Juice
pin?
best
Let me
fighting
know.
chance.
Did
Now
Eric
that
got it or
shielded.
Felix
It's not
got
gonna
it?
be nearly as straightforward to be able to get this done. Filippo has got super as well, so timing that to perfection and getting this comp to work. It requires a lot of setup, doesn't it?
They
It
can
requires
come back, but
everything to
this
go
is a
right at just
Navi
the
map,
right
so
time.
if they don't
And
win
then
here,
also, while
the
waiting
next
for
map
that
will be
punch
Novo
to
map,
go
so
and
it will be
push,
hard for them.
try to not feed into Navi's utility.
Novo patiently pressing against this wall. Supers for every single member, and now as that fog starts to close in.
I mean,
Juice knows what he
I
has
win
to
bet
do,
against
dive in,
you, but
hypercharge as well,
you win in
isolates
life,
Rage
though.
up top. He doesn't make the tornado count, but Drage goes to the other end. It's a trade.
Oh.
2v2 situation as Garrett
It's
dives in
over.
right at Filippo. He's going for a shotgun
Ooh.
affair, and it did not pay off. Filippo
Ooh,
now
it was
is
so
enraged, and
close.
somehow Enraged
It was
clutches
so
up for
close.
Navi. That really felt like
Okay,
Novo
looks
were
like
gonna
Felix
take a
got the
game.
pin.
I don't know how they didn't, honestly.
Yeah, welcome.
That really should have been Filippo's kill to have, but Enraged dashing round and getting it done and earning off the back of it as well. A hypercharge, and we know what that can do for Emea. Now Navi are on the hunt. They want this round. They want this first game in this second set. Enraged now going to be hugging this wall yet again, keeping that pressure on.
Bro, it was so close, honestly. If Novo should have won that.
Enraged is now in a perilous spot.
Ah,
Oh,
missed
windmill.
Daryl.
Just in the nick of
Missed
time to
Daryl super.
survive.
This has turned entirely. Tides have shifted from Novo went to a
No,
final
bro,
closing
you're
moment with
Stray,
three
you're
supers.
winning in life
Now
at
they
least.
just have Filippo's, and on the other side, because of Enraged's heroic effort, he has charged up a super and a hypercharge. Drage now fully loaded and Enraged. Watch the smoke. Triple King going down. Drage swoops in as well, and now it's a 3v1 situation. This has
Alright,
gone
looking
from
like
bad to
Navi
worse
doing a
for
comeback.
Novo.
I don't think as good as Juice is on these tankier brutes that even he can 1v3 this, but I gotta hope and a dream that he might be able to try for it. Not gonna happen at all. As Navi
Okay.
make that
Finally,
look like child's play.
they get a
Lovely
game.
stuff, and they're back in the game.
The kick artist really popping off towards that end game. A triple King to open things
Bro,
up. and
Enrage's
Drage
looking really
swooped
good
in
though.
with an
I'm not gonna
extra
lie.
little oomph. Very good stuff, and it was a brawler that we kind of had question marks about. But this has been
Average
an
Daryl
awesome
experience,
set at
yeah.
every level. If you're a pro player, you can look at the little choices in terms of gadgets. If you're just somebody looking to get better at the game, now you're really starting to see how crazy they are. This isn't just your masters.
LSE is winning.
This is a
I
next
mean,
level of thinking.
You guys won't understand what he's speaking, but I get it what he's
To be
speaking,
marveled
but
at. And again, Novo clustered, flustered.
LSE has a different luck, bro.
In this long marathon that is knockout.
Bro, like,
As Navi can just sit back.
of
they
course
can
Navi
try
has to win
keep
in their
away
own
at
map,
things
right?
and try to get some utility. Ideally, what they want to have is Enraged in those later stages. And unless Novo break away from this like they are
Bro,
doing
what
right
long-
now, but it might be a bit
Oh.
overzealous. And there's a stun, the big one.
Okay,
It's gonna
Daryl
keep
gets
Juice
the value.
alive, and Gero
I
can't do
mean,
anything about it. That
Novo
was
won
the
the first
play.
round last.
What a break moment for
Uh,
Novo.
last.
I thought it was
He's not
risky,
speaking
but
about
that's the
Luminosity,
beauty of
he's
Daryl, allowing
speaking
that
about
long
something
roll
else.
off the
Luminosity
back of
has
that Riverside
not
to
even
get
been
it
in
done.
We
BSS in
talked
last
about
year,
Angelo being
right?
to travel over water. Well, Daryl, while he can't inherently, not all the
I
time,
mean, Stray is
he
my
can
real life
certainly
friend, so
roll
he's
over it
speaking
with
something
that
else
super.
you
You
won't
saw the
understand.
long dash that it got. Enraged, I think, at this point, just
Ooh,
looking to
okay.
charge up as much as he can. Gets a little
Enraged
ooh,
gets
he was feeling
super, so that's
dangerous,
good for
but makes
them.
the intelligent choice. Once he gets that super, back off. No need to be a hero in that situation. Just go on to the next round. Don't feed as much as possible while trying to gain some utility of your own.
But Juice, again, has hypercharge.
Yeah, of course they left
Just
BSC
uses
because,
so early
and
and quite like
so
the
they
strategy,
are.
but when he came out
Oh.
alive, Drage will get traded. That's quite crucial, but it's still
Alright.
Enraged that would have been the better target
Of
for
course,
me.
their cosmetic has been removed, right?
They'll take it for now. Good taps
Yeah.
from Meow onto
Space
Enraged.
Station game is
separated
also gone.
Gero from that side as well. He's
It's
gonna be
I
able
think
to
it's
swing
because
round
like
now
North
and
America
join
and
his
South America
teammate,
like
but
never
very
has
close to
done
being
much
singled
in
out
lane
Single interaction is
LAN.
about to watch out for. Meow has a super, so they can shoot through walls towards these
So
in-game.
they're
Now the
like-
time has been bought.
like,
Enraged can dash
the
forward
only
with
big
a
orb that is in the
windmill,
NA
and
right
that
now
means
is
that
Tribe
Meow's gonna have to be
Gaming.
Careful to not utilize his gadget too early. Watch Gero on this right-hand side, just gonna play the long distance. I feel
All
like
the
this is
big
a very
orcs have been
even
moved
fight, but it's
to
gonna come down to who plays their
EMEA.
utility a little bit better.
got to use it now, and they are, but it's a bit late. I mean, it's taking a lot of shots from Enraged. I'm surprised they didn't try and single Enraged out and use the wall to their advantage and just try and tap him through it. In the end of it, it's a bit of a wasted utility.
Okay. Didn't get much fail off that Meeple Hyper.
Has put Enraged in a perilous spot.
Ooh, miss. It's over.
Good super though from Filippo, and it should be
It's
enough,
over.
But it was a bit close for me. I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too convinced on the timing, but nonetheless, Novo will be able to claim that game.
If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure to just like the stream, man. It's not that hard, and it will help me.
Didn't even need to use the rage quit gadget. They were allowed to get those kills, some nice taps. They bought time by standing in the wall. Just some good decision making overall. And this chess match of a set is now going to be all tied up as Nova once again take the unorthodox option. Most of the times you're going to see teams fully walk triple left on our side of the screen. Instead, Blue is going right.
They spawn ramp somehow.
Options, trying to put Juice in prime positioning and looking to meet Navi on that right hand side so they can get an early Daryl roll.
I mean, Juice is playing the carry brawler, right? Most of the people that play carry brawler just get, oh my god, what? Honestly, Juice is a star player.
It should have been a better defense than that, and now they're one man down.
Scaros in positioning on the left-hand side. They have the position.
I mean, Surgeon did say that Zeus is the best Mina, so he might be just the best aggro on their team at least. Oh, the poison is gonna come hard. Oh, God, he got deleted. Fang just got deleted. Oh.
Can't believe Nova got out of that. Really?
Bro, Navi need to pull up a reverse sweep from here to win.
There's only one way to go.
Navi needs to pull up a reverse sweep.
I mean, they're judging this far better than my eyes can
We have
cope.
7 people watching, that's crazy. Guys, just say hello, like the stream. Okay, as soon as I say that, it just dropped to 5 people.
Stays alive in a 3 versus 3 still, but I love it's just the balls of the man to go in like that.
Like Fang is not doing much, right? Even if he supers in them, Daryl and Meeple has the just gonna kill Fang.
Hypercharge, so he's going to go into this final moments without that purple button. He will get the super that climbs up, so 2 supers in the back pockets for Novo. Meanwhile, Enraged and the fellow kick artist in Fang will have their supers available. That's something, especially as you mentioned, this starts to close down a little bit. It's even easier for Drage and Enraged to line up those shots.
Bro, don't speak of LSC because people in the chat will not understand it. I honestly don't care who wins, I just want a banger match. What was that Fang super? It's over.
Well, and the sharpshooter is not going to be able to do a darn thing. Beautiful execution coming out of
I shouldn't have doubted Novo, guys.
On Daryl just popping off here. Maybe this is the roster change that will finally put Novo over the top.
What I'm really liking though about Juice is just how similar his playstyle is to Filippo. But what I'm finding so far, at least, it's still very, very early days to say, but
which team is currently third in a EM? It's Navi, right?
Judge those aggressive plays, and Filippo is like
what?
Who's just so dangerous. But not every time is.
Bro, it's not Heretics. It's definitely not Heretics. Let me check out. Bro, it's Navi in the third. It's Navi in the third. Heretics is in the top 6. Or did I read the question wrong? Was it something else?
Sweeps are obviously difficult, but everybody
what?
already prepared all the maps. We all know what we're getting ourselves into.
Bro, was I reading the question wrong?
That was Navi's map choice, and now Novo have gotten a steal. For the set 3, we're moving into Novo's, one of their most comfortable maps. And now Navi are going to have to climb their way back. They are a great
before
team,
qualifiers,
again,
but
just from watching
bro,
Novo, they look comfortable.
they gotta ask about right now, not qualifiers.
A little strut in their step going throughout this, and the fact
Let me read the question back.
Is Juice.
They asked which team is currently third, so currently it's Navi. But that's just a scam with me. Honestly, I don't care. I already have all the points.
I mean, you know, again, as I said, coming in, I don't know yet whether he is like the magic answer to all. I know there's a lot of discussion in the community and a big, massive change by Novo. A change that is absolutely.
Well, is not. What are you guys speaking about? I honestly don't understand this. Look at this. 4D Sports first, Humble second, Navi third. Big Talents on fourth, Reply Totem fifth, Heretics in sixth, bro, sixth. Whatever, bro. I don't need the points.
Nice.
Go.
Okay, it's fine.
Stay alive, guys. Nice.
I've got some.
Crystal clear comms and some great gameplay overall. Curious to see how far they can take this. Job not done yet, though. Navi are a team.
No,
that
I
have a
read
lot of
question
veteran
back, bro. I'm
presence.
not
These
reading
aren't
it
some
wrong.
rookies
They said,
unlike
what
that
is the
other
team
side, who
currently
so
in
far
hurt?
has been excellent. Obviously, this isn't his first monthly finals necessarily. He's been through those qualifier stage and previous rosters. That Madrid roster especially kind of gets poached by several teams. Clearly, there's been some talent recognized. And Novo,
All right,
somebody
man.
as an
I honestly
organization
let
that
it
really
go,
came
bro.
to the spotlight last year. They've recruited world champion Meow into their fold. I just feel like there's a lot to be excited for in this second split, regardless of how this goes.
Yeah, I fully agree. It's like that squad that just for me at the moment may have found the missing piece for them as far as that's concerned. It's just how do they fare across the wider of EMEA teams? I mean, their qualifiers, like I said, absolutely outstanding, but can they keep
It
this
was
up?
hard on
So far,
Wikipedia.
so good.
Okay,
And I feel like
maybe,
that,
but
draft was just
not
really,
currently,
like you said,
right?
Kenny, just a beauty to watch go down. As Drage is so good when it comes to drafts. His channel on YouTube is literally all about that. He's got the gap in the market, and it is just really wonderful to watch how his brain works. But it did feel like to me, like you mentioned, coming in that draft, some real mind
If this is a
games
stream,
came
we
from
might
gadget
have
choices,
start having
all the
uncomfortable
changes and, like, just
conversations,
the
but why?
strategy unvolving.
I
And
honestly don't care who
that battle
wins.
for me, I did worry
I
about
honestly
because,
don't care.
Sometimes I see it combined with the gene, because like you over time are able to then support it.
I mean,
get a
Lenin will
pull,
be happy if
and then
Navi
that will
loses,
go to
but
work in that 3 versus 2 scenario. So there were plenty of times for me where honestly I was nervous for Novo, especially during that sort of the team comms moment as well. There was one way to go to escape that gas, and I felt like they did an amazing job to come out that one alive.
Anytime you see Daryl before the 6th pick, there's just so many ways to counter him in the game. We have an entire archetype for anti-tanks, and of course that's so popular in our current meta. So the fact that they escape, not their map pick, and with a
yes,
composition
Enrich
like
has
that,
buzz
where
cut and
their new
blonde.
player is
No, I
excelling,
don't,
that's
he's
what's
not
the
blonde. I
standout
think
to
he's
me.
just
They're
dyed
gonna
his
be
hair.
dangerous throughout this month and possibly future as we progress over to Novo's second choice of map. It's going to be Pinball Dreams. Brawl Ball has been a lot of fun to watch right now, and I think this is going to be a real change up to used to what we're seeing in the aggressive nature of like East Asia yesterday. Because again, there's several bands that are really popular. We had the global band of Edgar, Kit, Mortis, and Damien. Usually all of them are up in your face.
Enrich
brawlers.
is
Now we throw
Ginger?
Jade out of the equation. So if we want to go with
There's no way
something
he's
that's more
Ginger, bro.
aggressive
Just
and
stop
assassin or
yapping
tank, you're gonna have to really think
random
through.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a map that I'm kind of worried, honestly, for Navi in that
Let
regard.
me look it up.
Less in terms of the scrims, less
Bro,
for
Enrich
sure in terms
has
of the
black
win
hair,
rates
man.
here. So I don't know how prepared they are coming in to it. Already the Crow,
He's
Led,
not
and the
Ginger,
Shade.
bro.
First pick of M's for Navi coming forwards.
I'll take
Looking around
this
here
one. That's
for what might be the first sign of danger on the side of Novo. Quite like to see a Chester myself. It's definitely
I mean,
a brawler that
Novo has
he
been
a
looking
fucking
really great.
can.
They defeated
Any
Food, so
side of
honestly, they
tanks in that
can
regard.
win this monthly
Oaks as well,
final.
really quite versatile, going to have that kind of idea
But I
for
think
me.
that
Liking that
whoever
Louis
wins
band
from
for
Food versus
sure, a very
Humble
dangerous one ruled out
is
on the
gonna
side of Navi.
have like
But
so
again,
much
this is
like
trying to test
momentum
them
because
from
they
Novo, so
have to
I feel
defeat
like
a
they've
really
got more
strong team,
confidence coming
so
into this
they
match.
might
Yeah,
win.
I think those were my top options as well. It's interesting that IMS was their preference in terms of what anti-tank they go with, but I think maybe for the way this map is built,
Bro,
it
I'm
might
not
just be
racist.
their way of going about it. Otis, I think, as a matchup for not only getting the anti-tank, but specifically the
You are
IMS,
saying he's
now
Ginger.
you can kind of have an equal range matchup. You've got Fat Splatter, which is a great combo for this map. And
Bro,
you can
I
pair it alongside Legion. I
almost
love they
eat
combine
pizza
both
every
of
night.
these
Not
because
every
the
night, I
Fat
would say,
Splatter
but
can kind of get through
quite
that wall. So
often.
if they wanted a lollipop drop for Navi or vice versa, now
I
that
mean, I
Novo won it
voted
in
for
their hands, they
Humble,
have to
but
take
it's
the odds
honestly
outside
very
because otherwise it's an
50-50.
easy gadget IMS click or
Imagine if
something
none of
along
them
those
wins
lines
or
and you
if
just get rid of
like
it.
Novo or Totem wins it.
Question is now, do Navi consider wall break? That's the thing. It would be quite helpful to be able to expose those lollipop drops. Mina going to be the aggressor of their choosing.
I mean, I would love to see someone different win, right? It's always Food and Humble, Food and Humble.
It was played really well regardless. Might need some
Oh,
support
among
going
their
on the way
game,
in order to keep it on its
like,
on its
if you
toes.
look
Feels
at
really
it,
worse than
Humble
ideas.
won 3-0 and Food won 3-1. But again, Big was really good this time, so you never know.
In that regard, let's see how they want to fare with it. But again, the Mina is a danger that maybe the Otis is not enough to be able to contend with.
Yeah, I wonder if they want to get something flexible here. And this is going to be a
But you want me to send you a
brawler,
pizza?
so
You
not
should
aggressive,
send
I'll
me
call it,
one.
but does allow the wall break, and this is kind of an EMEA special right now. It's a region that really likes this brawler, and there's so many good reasons. It's flexible in the gadget choice. You can run him in mid. In the
You
lane,
already
the
get
shot
good
isn't
food in your
overly
hostel and
difficult,
stuff.
But Thrower as a 6-pick answer, I really
So you
like
don't
this.
need
I mean,
anything at
obviously,
night to
if
it.
Emea can somehow get up close, it's not fun, but you have Otis to back you up. You got Leon that can build you some space, and there's no true wall break here, so I think if you're going to choose Barley, this is a spot that makes sense for it.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it, seeing how Barley is kind of like coming back slightly. Just
For sure.
Not everywhere, not meta, not like a first pick worthy or go-to idea when it comes to throwers. Definitely better throwers to be choosing, but Barley is definitely just in certain places, in certain circumstances, coming forwards in quite a nice way. And I'm sure when we get some buffies to come forwards for that particular brawler, we'll see hopefully some throwers come back even more so into the meta.
So these brawlers are really going to struggle in the early onset against Novo because Barley's going to be able to get the tags. Lollipop drop
All right,
on the ground,
let's
so
see
a
if
big shot
Navi
from
can make a
Meow's.
comeback.
Garrow's backed away. The Fat Splatter has made their presence known. Enraged, though, climbing up the map, now dashing down at Juice. It's going to be backed away. Barley, of course, needs these walls. He's going to be okay in the mouth of the goal, and with no wall break, Navi are going to be able to just stand here, assert themselves, and make sure Novo can't move forward.
Juice there. Not maybe the best connection on that Fat Splatter. I'm pretty sure he was aiming for the bush behind it, but nonetheless, Navi just starting to push themselves further forwards here. Garrow gets Gadget yet again. It could be quite devastating to Nova, just trying to hold fort for now. Another Lollipop drop goes down. Fat Splatter there, nicely done there from Juice. That was better to divert Drage, but there that bush goes down from the Mansions of Meeple yet again. As time goes on, there's going to be less and less places.
Humble is better form, but
Exactly
again,
what I was
Guesty is
thinking.
back with
That
food,
entire
so you
middle
never know.
is just regular turf. There's no longer any grass on it, so that's less spots for Leon to hide. They
Maybe
know
this
now
time
it's
Humble
down here.
prepared more
Maybe
for the
getting low and he
quarters.
can move, but I love this
Last time they
decision of
didn't
Gadget
prepare
choice
for the
Rage.
quarters
Now
and
he
lost
can
the big
pierce through the wall
talents. Maybe this time they
into Barley, but
prepared
more
quarters and
importantly,
didn't prepare
Lollipop top
semis.
where Meow is, but a great guess out of Drage. They get the immediate
Honestly, they will
elimination,
prepare
while Novo
semis
were able to
because,
claim the
of course,
ball.
they're
They weren't
facing
able to
foot.
take the
My
map
bad.
kills.
There's a long invisibility too, and good game sense there from Drage. His teammates were ready for it. Big acid spray as well from Drajan with a super coming forwards now. Meow and Filippo know it. They're in trouble. Big taps from Drajan on the right-hand side. Meow's going to fall here. Filippo forcing the ball to the right a little bit here. Oh, just survived for 717
Okay, looks like Felix is a
HP,
foot
just about
supporter.
behind enemy lines now. And Drajan's gonna get
Honestly,
the ball
they
to his teammate.
should score
There's
here,
Meow
right?
for body blocking there as well.
All right,
Lovely
they
from
do
Navi.
score.
Beautiful. The way that they got that in was pinpoint precision and great teamwork.
I love the little detour you saw to Drage. He's headlong sprinting. He's like, "Ooh, turn around!" And Garrow just steps up in front of him and body blocks. I mean, just great teammates being there for each other, knowing that that was the only way they were going to get that goal. Because that would have been disastrous if they put in all that hard work for that one to not knock in.
10 seconds on the clock now. Meow advisors take down as well. And oh, Garrow's just a little bit too far forwards in the final 10
Bro,
seconds. What a
Meeple
time
already
to
uses
line up.
Hyper
And
Super.
let's
I mean,
not
it's not
doubt
of
that
any
Navi's
use
ego.
in the overtime
changes
anyway.
things entirely. Green grass in front of both of these teams as Navi look to change the positioning in the map. The only walls being built are going to come out of Meeple's pockets. And Rage now with a super shot. He can use that to get kills, or he can use it for a super shot. Instead,
Yeah,
he's
been
going to be
his
aggressive up
fan
in the
since
face of Novo,
Navi.
in the air as everybody, and he takes
I think
him
he
up
was
top,
in Navi
drops
in,
a bucket in the back of the net.
was it in 2023 or 2024 when
That's
he
what
was
I
in Navi?
concerned about. When the mean is showing
I think it was
space,
2023 in
knowing
LCQ,
that
I
in
think,
Rage
when we
was gonna be
first saw
likely
Angel Boy
on it.
playing
I
crazy,
mean,
if I
plays
remember.
like that are just beautiful, aren't they? The
Overextension,
maximum value.
yeah.
He was
And
so
also in
pivotal in
overtime, they
making
have
that
a Barley,
count,
so
to get
in
as far
overtime,
forward
Navi
as
has
he
the
was,
upper hand.
because he was being tapped up. He had to juke his way forwards to get that value, to ensure that goal. Fantastic work from Enrage.
Okay.
Slow down, and now a double takedown for Nova when Rage knows he has to make up for it. Windmill on the ground, but Filippo can throw it over top. So Nova will control the map and now just leave this ball. Filippo switching over to this right-hand side. Just gonna throw a few bottles down, keep Navi pinned in their spawn, which is plenty of time for Nova to march forward. They know Meow has a super, though. Somehow he dodged it out, though. A big pickup, as now Garrow's gonna be left all alone. His target selection has to be very precise, as Enraged once again by himself, trying to defend. Drops this ball by Novo. The ball is as far away from possible as the net right now. Navi are in a world of hurt.
Good acid spray there from Drage, because Enrage needs the help. He cannot defend this all alone every single time.
I don't remember
Now that's super
Angel
on
Boy in
the end
2022,
side.
but I
It will
do
keep Novo
remember
back
from
for now, but
2023.
Meow has got super and a potential high charge. If Drage could foresee yet again, that was great teamwork from Navi, who are now getting out of that Lion's Den position and into a more advantageous spot. They want to gain this goal, but they've got to gain control first.
Phenomenal turnaround for the red roster, who now want a hypercharge. The walk-through walls.
I remember seeing Angel Boy in 2023 LCQ. I don't remember 2022 though.
Kicks it through. Meow has charged the hypercharge following up, and they're going to need every.
Actually, I didn't watch 2022 World Finals.
Navi know for them
live,
how
that's
important
why.
it is to get to this next map, the map that they've chosen, rather than one that Nova forced them to play. Nice
Oh,
mute there from Juice there onto then the
okay.
takedown as well to follow off
Somehow
Enraged. Can Nova push this
Novo
through?
and
Not
Navi
really
is
for
still
now.
holding
Enraged
on.
is dangerous, maximum value, and Juice now in a really tough spot.
They got a
I
last second
mean,
goal in the previous with a minute to
the
go.
player
Juice
who
is just
plays
gonna
the
kick this
carry
one
brawler
forward
gotta
into
carry,
Siege.
right?
Rage
Now
doing all
Envis
the
is
heavy
carrying,
lifting up
of
front,
course,
as now Enraged
Navi.
catches up.
Juice gotta
Holding back.
carry
Just
Novo.
dribbling, buying time. They know they don't have to rush this. They can actually make a decision here. If they want to leave the ball in their hands, that's fine. Or they can put it in the corner. Once again, Meow trying to get invisible. Dre's game awareness has been on point. That's a nice dodge, though. Once again, Meow does get the kill. They
Oh,
cycled another
alright.
super.
They might
know he has
score
the ball,
here.
but he's using this for the extra speed. Juice gonna have to be a hero here. Hypercharge the purple button for the extra stats. And he puts one in the back of the
Meeple
net.
didn't have
Goes
any
right
ammo, I
through
guess.
Garo. Way to take the fight to the enemy.
But the
That was
overtime is
amazing
almost
from
here,
Juice,
so
because to be honest, there wasn't enough time, and that could have easily been Navi's set, and now they're going to be forced to play it out into overtime. They have got enraged on that Mina pick. That could be really quite
Barley
crucial.
has hyper
Believe Hope
super.
big
He
last
uses
call.
it.
Gonna not really find too much other than a
Honestly,
little
they
bit
can
of
score
Garo
here.
on that top right-hand side.
Novo can
Enraged
score
now
here.
is super, and that changes everything.
Bro, how are
Yeah,
they
we
getting
saw what
pushed
it did
back?
in overtime in the previous, but numbers this time for Novo. The blue roster rushing up the middle of the map is Meow.
Okay, Mina has
Flanks to the
hyper
outside,
super.
Has ball in his hands. Purple button available for Enraged, flashing back and forth. Let the mind games begin as Garo now looks for one of his own. Only makes one connection on a Filippo, though. The fact that he stayed alive was crucial.
Enraged being tapped here, but Enraged there with a hypercharge.
Okay,
But
totally
Meow
misses
able to
hyper
dodge it.
super.
That's huge. Can Nova now
Leon
push
is
forward?
invis.
Garo falls equally as quick. But Enraged trying to make a break. But
Enraged
no,
will
that
at
could
least
have been
clear
a
the
goal,
ball, but
he didn't have
I
the
think Barley will
utility.
super pass.
Hopefully with super this forward,
Okay,
Nova can hold it
normal
back, but
pass.
now Juice has got his. Can they make this work at the side
I
of
think this
Novo?
might end in
Filippo,
draw,
huge
or maybe
bounce
Novo
straight
will
on
scare.
that
I don't
last
think
goal.
Navi can
Enraged
score
missed
from
the
here.
ball, and it's not
Okay.
enough. He doesn't quite find his
They're in the match
footing,
point.
and it's going to be a
Wow.
goal for Novo.
Match point. Navi looked like they were going to come away with game number 2, but some excellent craftsmanship to grab a bucket. But most importantly to my eyes, a flop of a hypercharge. The triple cane did not tag a single foe, and because of that, they no longer had a super shot. They no longer had an easy way to get a frag. Instead, it was Novo taking the numbers, and with a beautiful shot towards that top right of the net, they're now going to take a massive lead. Pressure fully on for Navi if they want to continue their tournament.
It's going to be so frustrating for Navi, more to the point now in this next game, because they were 10 seconds away from the map of their choosing to get out of Pinball Dreams and into Hideout is their game plan, and now they've got to struggle with this mental. I mean, that was not the plan, and Novo turned 10 seconds into their advantage and then played off the mistakes, and I mean, it's going to be hard to reset, if not impossible.
Enraged has to shake this one off. That was a big time mix, but he is a big time playmaker in piloting Emea. He's going to have to make up for him here, but it's been a lot more intensive, a lot more passive as Filippo's able to have his way. Just hugging this wall on the left-hand side is now Meow gets a huge kill. He's going to go invisible, a little extra smoke trails to go through. He's going to try and find Enraged, who knows
Okay, Enraged misses the 4K shot.
Rushing for the ball. Juice has a super available. If they just get the stun
And
off,
Ems has no knockback, so they can just walk it in.
The gadget choice crucial right there, because he
There
doesn't
is
have
one
bounce
goal
back.
away
He doesn't
from
have a way to
defeating
get the
Navi.
friend zoner. He only has the one that goes through the walls and acid spray.
A really tough spot now for Navi. Like I said, Drange could not do anything more on that defensive measure. Enraged has got to open things up. Meow is playing an impeccable Leon. He really is. He's opening up so many doors for his squad now. Fast splats from Juice perfectly placed. Flushes out Enraged and forces them back onto the defense.
Now Meow on the right-hand side using the lollipop drop. Garo through the wall to make sure they get rid of it. A hypercharge and purple button for Meow. Right-hand side. Juice still has a super in that pocket as well. They can get a mute, and while it's not necessarily an inherent goal-scoring play, it does get a huge opportunity on offense if needed.
Now,
Bro, it's still 30 seconds left. I don't see Navi scoring from here.
Gadget there onto the map. And this is Navi's time to go on 30 seconds on the clock. They are up against it now.
Like,
do
Ems need to
something
walk
about this
in.
situation because
Ems
it is
needs
match
to walk
point
in.
for Nova. If they hold on and Navi do not score, they're into the semis.
Meow kicking this ball into the bottom right-hand side. A full-on castle that Enraged is going to have to penetrate through as now the
It's
tornado
over.
goes through.
I don't.
It's
It's
not
over for
going to
Navi.
do enough. Juice with the mute. He's been
It's
boxed
over.
in, though. Drage trying to round the corner here, but he's so far away from this ball. Activates super just out of desperation, but the writing is on the wall. Novo are here to play, and a shortcoming from
Damn.
Navi will push them down
3-0,
this bracket.
honestly? No way. Oh my god, they're trolling Drake so hard.
That's like Drage inception, isn't it really?
Oh my god,
word.
why
Juice
Drake
and
is
Drage,
trolling
and then
female
also
Drake?
Drage joins the party. Yeah, I'm glad to see that they can see the same things that we can.
Yeah,
do
my
on the
first prediction
Desperately
wrong as
fan,
well.
because we've had a number of players this season looking so similar. So it's great to see that Novo are playing into that and having fun with it. But
Okay, next match we have Humble versus
just an
Foot.
impeccable victory. That was a set that absolutely Navi could have won, arguably should have won. And I think that Novo capitalized down on that moment of weakness. The mistakes were there, and Novo, when they see a mistake, know that is the best time to strike, because that is the play that we expect to see from Navi under pressure. The play that absolutely could have happened again.
Who's the star player? I'll give it to
Rangers was
Zeus.
not able to find that connection.
I mean,
Meow
Meow played well as well.
The invisibility prior to it as well, so it's a bit of credit to him to be able to bait it out. But it should have been a set for Navi. In my opinion, it was Novo that capitalized down on Navi's weakness.
Navi came close twice to actually take a set off Novo's hands. And this one really comes down to draw for me here. I would pick Emea over Leon any time of day. The M sketchup from Rage also a bit questionable. I wonder why he chose to spray through the wall instead of the friend zoner. So good on Brawl Ball to save the ball in the moments where they could score. And then the Barley as last pick here from Novo. Chef's kiss, honestly. A Barley against no wall break whatsoever. Insane. Meow here with the most kills. 2 goals on him as well. Really well played on his Leon. As I said before though, Leon wouldn't be my favorite. I felt like Navi had a really solid draft up to the point where the Barley came in, really.
Yeah, and I think the acid spray mainly there because of thrower, and then also lollipop drop. That's an adjustment a lot of pros will make just so they can make sure they can get rid of it at all times. But what a setup we have here on the bottom hand side. A couple Italian orgs going at it. Novo versus Reply Totem, but up top, the 2 big dogs of the region. What a semifinal we
Alright, I might end stream just after Food versus Humble.
Of our casting desk,
Yeah, I have
Travis
exams
back.
coming up, man.
Hello. They're both taller than me, that's why, yeah, I feel a bit small. I don't get to feel very small usually, so that's kind of nice. I'm so tiny and petite, you know.
Oh, what a pick. That's the most pick.
Didn't expect that today. That was not my bingo card.
Crazy.
I always have a surprise in store, and Kenny has a surprise in store for us in that semi-final number 2, as we seem to be all aligned.
Right, who do you guys think will win the semi-finals? So Novo or Totem? They both won 3-0, right?
I let myself down at the end there, to be honest with you. I went for Navi. Went for
Now I'm feeling like Novo will win this.
They were kind of in it. They were in it, but they didn't manage to get a few of those games on the board that they probably should have done to put themselves, you know, right back up in it. Because if they get in that third, if they get in the third set to make it 2-1, I think they're probably going to be back in it with their map draft, to be honest with you. So a little bit unfortunate, but you know, I'll stand by my mistakes.
Kenny, anything to say about that semi-final number 2 prediction?
No, I mean, I really believe in this Novo squad. This is more of an eye test for me. Again, this is a similar situation to Navi, where Totem have practiced and played this game for a long time, but I just have a gut check. I just have a feeling. I don't know. There's something about them that's really impressed me, and obviously nothing took me off of them in that quarterfinal 4. That was really impressive. As far as 3-0s go, it was definitely one of the more entertaining, one of the closer ones. I felt like Navi were still a strong squad. I don't fault Brawl Nation for going with that, but I don't know. This is just me going with my heart and my gut a little bit.
And now it's time, after the quarterfinals are over, for our semi-final number 1. These 2 teams really need no introduction this year. Humble versus Foot Esports. And no, don't be mistaken.
Time for a
this
banger.
is not another monthly final, grand final. This is not the Brawl Cup finals. This is just the semis, and those 2 teams have to face off against each other because Foot Esports did
Look at Guess this nigga in front of bit behind with his normal jersey.
In this spot, that by the way was a bit of a throwback. The World Cup Grand Finals, the international stage, was also just another monthly final in EMEA.
It was, and it was an entertaining one at that as well. Obviously, a little bit of a substitute coming in for Esports, Lenane, who we have just seen drop out in the quarterfinals with Meta Sport. But it is really, really entertaining to see this as a semi-final, I think. I'm quite glad to see it not the final, because these 2 teams are running away massively in terms of points, thanks to the Brawl Cup, and obviously thanks to their performances in the first half of the year as well. We can't discount that. But at the same time, I'm glad we're going to see a different team in the grand final facing off against one of these teams.
Now in the quarterfinals, Humble had a bit of a quick run, only dropped a single set. These were the drafts that we got to see from them. Clearly,
Oh wait, Humble dropped a set
global
too, right? I
benchmarks
said
were pretty
Humble won
interesting,
3-0.
very targeted towards their opponents. Usually we get to see a lot of the meta banned out at the global ban stage. Not so with Humble. They left Damien open, for example, Edgar completely open, and we get to see some of the best moments they had against Kumala Savesa.
And we're definitely going to get to see some repeats of those maps from before. If these teams are picking them, especially Humble or Foot, oftentimes, I mean, I guess Foot were a lower bracket team this time, right? But Humble kind of dictate the map drafts now, so I expect them to go with that. But as a result, because Humble dictate the drafts, all these other teams are practicing the maps that Humble are good at. And Foot knew that they were likely going to be facing Humble. I'm sure they'll be very seasoned at these choices from Humble as well. I think this could be really competitive. I think really fun. I'm excited to see Guesty get back into some world-class action.
And then on the other side, we have Foot also dropping a single set only. These are the drafts we got to see. Mina seems to show up a lot. Weird, huh? When we have Angel Boy on your team.
Yeah, no surprise there. Didn't start off too well, though, to be honest. We got absolutely dominated in that first set. The draft really didn't play into their hands too well. But it was all redemption from there. They started playing well, really started to gel together, and their drafts got a bit better as the games went on, I feel. And so did the performance. Started a bit sluggish. I don't think it was just the draft in that first set. They didn't really seem to be performing like their normal selves. So I'm glad to see they ironed out those mistakes later on through that series, so we can see this grand final level game in the semis.
A crucial one at that too. And I strangely feel like, I know it's a semifinals and not a grand finals, but I would argue this is the most important of their matchups, at least on this stage. Obviously, Brawl Cup, a different story, but the most important on this stage due to seeding. One of these teams isn't going to have the opportunity to get to a grand final. Humble have already dropped in a quarterfinal earlier in the year. This could set up not just for seeding, but also in Emea. We know how important those qualifier seedings are. The further down you go, the one seed.
Let's see if someone Humble bans, global bans Mina.
So I think this one's strangely the most important yet.
At the moment, Foot Esports still with the first seed. They're only 25 points ahead though, so this win could be huge if Humble takes it. Now, both of those teams once again have the opportunity to have a map draft, since we introduced that in the summer split. Out in the open is going to get picked up by Humble. They choose to go first here, so they will choose map 1 and 3. Out in the open, followed by pit stop from Foot Esports.
Okay, first map again out in the open. Humble chose that in the first quarterfinals as well.
And the fifth map is usually just a tiebreaker chosen by us.
They did lost in the Hard Rock Mine as well, but they stole again, and we have pit stop for the first time again. For the first time, I think, since yesterday from East Asia Monthly Finals.
Yeah, I mean, it played out well for them, didn't it, really? They made some big plays on that match and seemed pretty much in control of it, so no surprise to see it come through again. Pit stop, bit of a rogue one we haven't seen in a while, so I'm excited to see them play that, which I think probably, as they've picked it, will favour Foot. I do feel like they tend to be a bit more of an aggressive team, quite often picking up those double aggressions.
I love to see pit stop. We haven't seen it in ages, honestly. It used to be the Bull map, and then it wasn't even in the map pool when Bull was at its peak after he received a buffy. So let's
Whoa, Mina global ban. I kind of say that they would ban that.
Global bans once again very targeted from both of those. We have Mina.
Also, Pierce global ban for Luki, I guess.
Does ban it, and then on the right hand side we have Pierce, Luki's brawler, banned out by Foot, and then just two meta brawlers really, Mortis and Naja banned out as well. That leaves many good options open though.
Yeah, I mean, some big-time playmakers out of the way, but I think this is one thing that I like that Humble does in general, and I think a lot of teams around the world have different interpretations of global bans.
This is what Crazy Dragon does not do, like, they did not ban global ban Mina against 40 Sports, knowing that Angel Boy will run Mina every time. They did not ban Damien yesterday against Rival. And Humble do not like shy from banning them. Like, they just ban Mina. They know that Angel Boy Mina is dangerous.
Do you want to deal with an Edgar, a Damien, a Colette? All of those have been left open. Series has also had some great showings today. Now look at this. Humble with 50.
This is the first time, honestly, 50-50 prediction. First time.
The win here in the vote over at eventoprocess.com, and this must be the closest ever vote in the entire year.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I can't really recall any ones that
Luke is staring into our stands.
These two teams would have been similar, but absolutely, this is so close. 54% of the people at home go for Humble, so should be a good one.
Let's head straight into the draft then. Semi-final number 1 is on the way. We are on Out in the Open yet again. Got to see Humble playing on this map in the quarterfinals already. Now it's Foot Esports time to show us what they have against them. Pearl is going to be the first pick yet again. Really seems to be the favorite. despite not getting any buffs or anything.
This
we never get
time,
to see
Food
her
is
on
playing
even this
Pearl
specific
though.
map in the past.
Last time
Why
it
is
was
she so
Humble.
good right now, Trev?
Yeah, I'm not sure. People seem to be
And
just
Edgar is
warming
still
to her a
open,
lot
by the
as
way,
well,
but I
as
don't
obviously
think
kind
anyone
of
played
has
it.
that ability to deal with some of the more aggressive units, along with still being able to kind of have a say in a lot of those mid and long range matchups as well. Wall break, and obviously you can take people by surprise with kind of the overcooked and the gadget as well. So I think it's a good brawler to have. Leon over the other side as well. They've banned out the Genes, so definitely kind of set themselves up to pick up this brawler, and I think they champion it really well.
It's another one where I'm going to keep my eyes out for Glowy as a support brawler, especially as we
You love it,
down.
don't you?
Well, I just loved seeing these two teams specifically play it. It's been really interesting, and I think part of the reason why both these teams have scrimmed this map so much is they're both comfortable with, but Foot knew that Humble wanted this. I think that's just them doing good homework, and especially with removal from some of these brawlers, that's just how it goes. It's a popular one in this region. Jae Young also comes to mind as well, who's somebody who could just slide through, but I think Gus is dependable. I like grabbing him somewhere along this 2-3 turn because he's got the range, he's got the support. It's going to be hard to outduel him.
Jaeyoung screams here to me as well as he gets picked up for the second brawler here for Foot Esports alongside Pearl. He's going to do wonders, and they don't really have anything yet to open up the map. Could still be a Brock here or to go over.
Guys, we're streaming for
Jaeyoung
more than over
definitely,
3
by the way,
hours,
Humble
so after
beforehand
this match,
had
I'm gonna
picked
end the
Pearl,
stream.
Gus and Crow, so they could also decide to pick up the Crow themselves now, making sure that Humble doesn't have anything against the heals they have on their side with the Jaeyoung now. If they want to go with some aggression, Nina is not an option this time around. Maybe a Fang could have come in, but yeah, it is going to be the Brock. As I said, you want to open up the map, making sure you have another entry into the middle where the action goes down.
Yeah, definitely. I think the only brawler that can really go across the water now that's going to be viable is something like the Eve, and obviously going to be able to tank a few of those Brock shots. Jaeyoung kind of
Really
seems
good
to
comp
so
from
makes it a
Foot.
little bit less useful with that. But I really like that Brock shout, as you said, so you kind of have to open up the map, and it kind of forces the opposing team to be able to do just that as well.
I
You
honestly
mentioned
don't
the
know what
Crow too,
Humble can play
which
into
is
that.
still
Will they play
very
Crow
viable. It's gonna
or
be
they
the
play
Leaf. We've seen
Maple?
that pop up a few times here and there, and way more than I would have expected, but sometimes it works and sometimes it just seems to
I mean, Maple can
This
clear
is
the
something
grass
that
on
just shows up a lot
enemy
for
side, so you
Emea,
know
I think
when
for several
Pearl is gonna
reasons. In this
show
specific
up.
spot, I think the Mansions of Meeple is going to be crucial for them, as Jaeyoung, Brock, Pearl, not necessarily up in your face brawlers, so I don't think Rage Quit is necessary. This is a treat, folks. A semifinals of Humble and Foot, a grand finals caliber match so early on. The top two teams in the region, and Foot has Guesty back. This is the matchup we're used to seeing. Buckle up. Get ready. This is going to be something special as the lollipop drop kicks off. Lukey, left-hand side, trying to sneak through and goes for the auto-aim tag that is natural from somebody like
Is Meeple
Meeple.
not
And of
using?
course,
Okay,
like Sunny mentioned,
he is using
constructing the
and
map
breaks
is
up
important,
some of the
especially on
grass.
this one. So if you don't have somebody that can traverse over water, you need something like Brock to give you an advantage.
Yeah, I think the lollipop drop gives them a good helping hand into the mid nice and early on. Pearl throwing out some shots through the mid, trying to find Boss, but with that little grass break there, it's going to be a lot harder for them to fly over the
Okay,
radar.
somehow
Luke gets hit
Meeple
by the burn, and
survives.
the lollipop drop drops down quickly. Semantic trying to gain some ground on this right-hand side, but with Guesty rotating over, it's going to be more difficult.
Humble all corralled on this right-hand side is another
I
one
mean,
that
Foot
gets
has the
used
range with
less
two
grass for them
brawlers.
to work with, and the one disadvantage of their composition, they don't have any extra maneuvers.
Boss is
They don't
sniping,
have
though.
somebody that travels over the water. They have a little extra speed from Semantic, but of course, the less grass there is, the harder it is to pull that off.
Yeah, Guesty was in two minds of whether to go back or to the right there. Probably a good job he did neither, or has it been kind of pinned back in there on the left-hand side. Angel Boy managed to get the kill on Semantic. Both the two members of Humble remaining are really low. Down goes Lukey, and Boss will follow suit.
Nicely done by Foot, and a strong start from them. Now they have immediate access into the mid still, of course, as Nob and Guesty will take the right-hand side. Angel Boy sticking in the grass. Ooh, and an interesting choice there, too. And I kind of like this as well. Now they don't have to depend on the launch pad for that hard right-hand side. Instead, they have more options to walk away, especially into long-range or mid-range single projectile brawlers. The more space you have to dance around, the better odds you have at juking.
Yeah, and I love the way they break that right-hand wall, and then all of them are forced to play left anyway, with Boss going over to that right-hand side and claiming it. Angel Boy and Nob kind of separated from
I
Guesty
don't
here at
think
the moment, so
should have
Humble
played
unable to take
Meeple.
advantage of that
Like, Meeple is
situation.
not
Few
getting
switch
any
lanes being provided, speed being used,
value or
but
something.
still no ground really being taken by Foot.
Interesting that
Leon
Leon's now
gonna
go
take
up
out
top right, a
Jaeyoung,
little sneak
alright.
attack, and Angel Boy doesn't have enough in the
And
tank for a
he gets,
takedown, as Semantic
who he
falls
gets
as well, though it's a
taken
2v2
down though.
situation. Lukey through the wall trying to get an extra tap. Not there to cover
Oh,
for his teammate,
Pearl
though, so
survives
Lukey will back
somehow.
down for now. because of all the wall break being done, Nob can escape through the right
Oh,
hand
it's
side.
over.
He does get a
It's over.
hypercharge off. He was going to be close from the rocket rain, but does do enough to get contact. Boss left all alone. Guesty on the back lines, but can move forward. Boss having a hard time just multitasking here. One tap out of Nob. Boss goes down, and Foot will take game one.
Yeah, really nice there, I will say. Well managed, and Humble looked like they were in a good position to go and try and get some wins at some point there. The 3v2, but was quite quickly traded in a really nice hypercharge. Brock super over the top to equal the score out. So, yeah, lovely, lovely stuff from Foot, and just seemed to be a little bit more in control, even with that Leon super coming through and getting the early kill.
That's something that stood out to me, especially with Pearl being drafted. It's one of the better brawlers for vision. It's somebody who can kind of have a fanning shot without those cookies. Look at this. Semantic can't hide at all.
Bro, Semantic is dead.
As well. He's going to go to the back lines, and he knows it. Didn't have enough HP to handle all of that, so Foot already cooking in the kitchen. It's a 3-2 lead for Pearl and the gang.
Yeah, they're getting hammered at the moment, and real backs against the wall here. Shouldn't be winning this round, and if they do, then they pull something special off. Good few shots coming in, and a rocket peeks round that right-hand wall, and the incendiary will keep on ticking that damage down. Now speed coming through, and Angel Boy fancies himself in this matchup, but the shield coming through now. Weekend Warrior in turn, and that might be a kill. Big pinch coming in on the left-hand side as two of them take down Lukey, and just Boss remaining might search for the gas.
Tough start for Humble. They lost Leon so early. This is what's led to the numbers advantage for Foot. Especially
Bro,
considering
how
this
is
a
Humble
Humble
losing on
choice
their
of
own map?
This is really Foot excelling so far, and I think that's very worrisome. But like I mentioned, Foot seemed to practice this map a lot. They looked comfortable with it. This isn't the first time they'll be dealing with it today. So I think that was a great warm-up affair for them, not only from a draft and strategy standpoint, but also on the map as well. More grass being chopped down on that right-hand side. Less room for Humble to hide. And for Semantic to really thrive here, he's going to have to find ways to get isolated kills, but he doesn't even have a super to muster yet.
Boss hit there as well. Has a super in hand, so we'll be able to provide a shield out. But Angel Boy just moving so fast, and that's a huge kill as well. I can't help but feel like it's Humble really being out of spot rather than Foot playing incredibly well. Not that they're not, but they've just been caught out so many
It's
times.
over
Good
for
taps coming in here from
Humble.
Boss, but over the left-hand side, Nob and Angel Boy will clean up Lukey, and this is going to be the set. And so convincingly too. Humble have lost.
Bro, Humble almost feel like
Not their
Humble couldn't do
strongest
anything.
Especially considering how well-renowned, how tenured this team is, especially off the backs of a Brawl Cup performance, a really solid quarterfinal showing. That's not the decision-making you want to see, and I think a few things to go alongside that. The Leon was a little risky, especially into the face of a Pearl, and on top of that, like you said, just caught out of place often. There were just so many situations where Semantic goes up top, grabs this kill, that's nice, but then Nob is able to retaliate with a kill of his own. It felt like any time Humble even had a grasp on it, it was just Foot with a perfect
I mean, you are a Foot
response. Not
supporter,
great
you gotta be
footwork,
really
not great
happy.
decision-making, the shots weren't necessarily long landing. It just didn't feel like the Humble we saw a couple hours ago.
Yeah, so quickly ripped away every time they had a bit of hope. Really nice stuff then for Foot Esports, starting so strong. Good draft, well played, and Humble really nowhere to be seen, and the stats back that up as well.
This is insane to see. Keep in mind,
I
here,
think this time Humble
picks
didn't
this
prepare
map
for
the
Foot, they
second
prepared
time
for big
already.
talents.
This really seems to be their favorite map of all times, and they had a pretty similar draft to what they had in the first round as well. But Foot Esports is just a different beast to best. Not here with the most kills. Kill
Bro, Nob needs some recognition, man. Everyone just talk about Angel Boy and Guesty.
Performance of him, and as you stated already, Foot Esports looks even better now in the semis than they already looked in the quarterfinals. I actually changed my prediction after the quarterfinals. I felt like Humble looked a lot stronger coming out of the quarters.
Okay,
Foot
it's the
Esports
first time we're having
struggled a
pit
bit
stop
too much in my
this
eyes
month,
against their
right?
opponent there.
Yeah, it did seem like they were, to be fair, against pretty
It'll
similar
be exciting
level
to
of
see.
opponents in who they face. So, you know, I thought maybe coming out of that one pretty similar. I just kind of backed Humble based on
Edgar
merit
first
from
peak, crazy.
the World Finals, and yeah, I think sorry, Brawl
I wanna see
Finals
if Edgar
did
is
a
cracked
little
on
bit
this
better in
map.
that opening matchup as well. We move on to pit stop then, which, as you said, was a Foot pick, so it's a little bit worrying that Humble might have this run away from them here, and especially since they've got this Edgar as their first. Ban-wise, you're looking at the Kaze, the Kit, and the Shade for the side of Foot Esports. Humble get rid of the Colette, no surprise there. BB, maybe a little bit of a surprise, and then the Cordelius as well, so maybe they want a bit of aggression.
BB shows up a lot on this map for Emea, specifically Foot, but I think this is kind of a no-brainer Edgar first pick. Don't overthink it. Just grab the brawler that's already insanely good in the game, and on top of that, in this map in particular, of all heist map, defense is really hard to pull off, so that's why they're getting so aggressive early. I think this is going to be a lot of
Alright,
tanks and
Miko.
assassins as we progress.
I would still like to see a ball come out here as well. We could
Cordelius
see
is
just
banned, so I
a
don't honestly
triple
know how
rush
you
come from both
what you
sides. So
do.
far, it's a
Maybe
perfect
some
setup with
OTS.
the Miko and the Edgar. You could could, of course, still decide to go with something to defend Cordelius out of the way.
Bro, I
Otis
just
is
called
the
it out.
next best
Otis.
choice. There he is, actually, directly coming in from Humble. So they do try and defend as well, not just rush the save. Since we have added those tiers to the save, you now have to pop 3 bubbles. We see these type of comps a bit more often. It used to be just rush it down and get as
Maybe
much
Rico
damage in
called
as
something
possible.
like that.
Now for that, again,
They can
some more
honestly
tanks
play
will come
2
in
base
for
racer like Melody, but I don't
the
think they
lines
will.
immediately, or they go with something like Crow, who also just pumps a
Lumi,
lot of
alright.
damage with his hypercharge. They also go with a bit of defense. Lumi can do both, actually. She's a bit of a flex brawler. We see her very often on Heist.
Yeah, absolutely. A few buffs here and there have kind of catapulted us near the top of the meta now. We've seen a global ban quite a few times across this weekend, as well as just normal ban as well, if it did slip through that. So that's something that Foot have gone and picked up. Yes, we did used to kind of see a lot of base races, as you said, with the bubbles coming through, and where you got to crack the safe, it makes it a bit less feasible. You know, from my point of view, bring it back. Let's have some base races. But Colt's going to come through then, a bit of wall break here and there, which will help the Lumi out as well in a few of these matchups and stop the Miko from being as effective.
For sure, and I think we're going to get Edgar, who's diving into the safe constantly, but now we've got Colt, who can do a ton of damage. And I like that Sunny calls out that Lumi is more of a flex pick. I really like the gadget that can cut off these really skinny lanes, but on top of that, if she does escape to the other side, she can fan out those shots so quickly, so the DPS really does add up. For this left-hand side, they've got Miko and Otis. Both are solid
I mean, I
DPS
called
brawlers.
out
If you're gonna have an
Call
anti-tank,
2, right?
might as well pair
I mean,
with
I should be a pro
featuring brawlers
drafter,
that can do
honestly.
damage.
Stu?
This
Really?
one's really interesting me though, because Stu
Yeah.
is
I think Stu is just to counter Lumi and
Colt
Colt.
with the high safe. I think this is somebody that just the paper matchups is why they pick it. Into Edgar, he dashes away. Into Colt, he can kind of skate out of shots. That's a really fun one, but I don't know if this is the right map for it. Love it on paper. Let's see how it plays.
Yeah, we talk about damage here, and Stu, well known, doesn't really have the most of it. His reload speed is a bit too slow to really be a DPS brawler, but he's really good into what a Foot Esports show up against him. So it's just kind of a reaction to it. I'm sure Humble would have loved to play something like a Barry, but against that Colt, they really just can't. He's going to open up
Alright,
the
there we
map
go.
pretty soon.
Yeah, I actually
Yep.
kind of really like this.
Yeah,
team, to be
like,
honest
it's
with
gonna
you.
be
You
a
know,
little
like,
hard to
brawler and a
play
heist comp really has to be
Stu,
dealing big
so
damage.
I think
You
Foot
can't
draft
just bring
is
them in
maybe
as they
better.
have to just
And Lumi just
counteract
get
what the opponents
on the
play.
save,
We've
honestly.
seen Boss having to retreat back to this defense now as Angel is
Bro,
ripping through this
Humble
save.
is already one
And Gessie
still
coming
down.
back to join him now, and they didn't manage to get that first crack up top either.
Pretty close both sides, but the most important thing is now the high saves being
Humble is
cracked, and
already
Dom has
2 still
gone
down.
through as well. Interesting choice of brawlers.
Foot
as
isn't
well.
even one
Especially
still down.
Dom piloting Edgar. A lot of the times you're going to see Angel Boy be the aggro, but instead he's the one on this Lumi. It's working out really well for them. Close to 50% now, 49-42. At this point, it's inseparable, 7%, but more importantly, both on the same layer of the same.
Yeah, Edgar back in the mix and Foot in a much better
Bro,
position. to go
Lumi is
forward.
going crazy
Right
right now.
Lockdown from Angel Boy
It's already
coming there.
over for
And
Humble,
now
I
we'll
think.
get the crack of the safe. Semantic chooses
Edgar
to go
is there,
further.
Colt is there, it's
still
over.
ripping through this safe
It's
along
so
with
over.
Edgar. And Foot again. This is getting worrying, Kenny.
For sure.
Bro,
I mean,
honestly,
this is now
I think
on
it's
Foot's
honestly
map as well,
drafts.
so previously that was Humble's
Even
choice of
knockout, it
play,
was draft.
and it was Foot showing
That
up
is
strong, 50+
winning Foot the
percentage of
game,
win
and
there.
it's
It's just interesting to watch these
Bro, Humble
competitions
getting the last
go.
picks would
Again,
honestly
Stu, like you said,
better
on
for Humble,
paper,
but
it
they're
makes
not.
so much
It's not
sense. I
better
love
for them. I don't know
individual
how.
matchups. You don't necessarily need a ton of damage, but
They're not
Samantha
able
just
to
doesn't feel
draft
like he's
better.
being a big playmaker there for high safe damage. We have to find a way to get Boss over there as well, or just let Semantic rip. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of 3v2 situations. I think that's what we're going to see as this progresses. Unfortunately for them, I think Semantic's not going to be able to get over there as much as he would want.
I mean, Semantic made it to the save, but he's gonna die there without doing any much of damage.
Still staying alive, and Luki going
And
super
Humble is
aggressive
already
there,
one
and that's
still
gonna
down.
be the first crack. Angel Boy just
It's
points
already
this one out
over,
and
I
gets a
think.
few shots in. Semantic playing a little bit of defense now, but just leaving for Boss to kind of clean up. And
I mean,
still,
they
he
banned
survives.
Ford for Miko,
How
I
does that
guess.
happen?
They haven't killed him. Guess he was there for backup.
Or maybe they were planning on
penetration
picking up
the high
Edgar
save. They're already
themselves.
Below 50%. Semantic can put in work as much as he wants, but they're still down an entire layer.
I mean, this is brutal to see Angel Boy, Guesty, and Knob all
It's
down the
over.
bottom, and this is going to be game.
It's
They've
over. Oh my god, this might be the quickest set of all time.
Super fast games. Angel Boy absolutely beaming, and who can blame him when you're in this position against your biggest rival?
Alright guys, I will
in this
go and
region?
grab my dinner, so I'll mute myself. Of course, you can hear the stream.
Such a grand finals
So don't
caliber
leave, just
matchup.
stay here.
This is really feeling not like even a semi-final. I mean, this has been a sweep so far. I mean, just to be honest, these are the two best teams on the planet, and Humble have been decimated so far, laid out. I mean, some interesting draft choices, but on top of that, it's just not even or even close to it. This has been Foot the whole way, and we go back to a Humble map here for set 3, but it's going to require a reverse sweep. I was not overly confident. I mean, Foot are a great team, but this is not the Humble we know and love.
Last time those two teams have faced off against each other, it was on the big stage, and Humble took the win. With Lina on their side, now with Guesty, but esports looking a lot better, and their draft has been impeccable. This one comes down to draft for me as well, as I kind of suggested, maybe just pick a rush comp. Yes, it's a little less common now with those bubble pops, but it's still just the better choice. We have 3 damage dealers on the right-hand side, and we see the damage they've done to save. With Stu and Otis, you just want to defend. You're hoping that Miko will go into save and do all the rest. But that's just not enough damage, is it?
I mean, I think, to be honest, for me, it was more the defense wasn't there. Like, I thought Semantic did occasionally get up the map pretty well, but like, there were so many mistakes on the defense. We saw people survive narrowly so many times, people who should be killed not being killed. And yeah, maybe Semantic should have got a little bit more damage, but for me, it was the defense just didn't pull through.
Yeah, I mean, all of that offense consolidated into Miko. He was literally the only one dealing high save damage, and if that is going to happen and you want to win, you're going to need more than 2 frags from your 2 teammates. There just wasn't enough output there on offense or defense. Miko can only carry so hard. And the other side, Foot, everybody doing their part. Kills, damage, all the above. And you can even see the smirks on their face. I mean, they just look confident. Foot looks settled in. Humble look like they're going to have to scramble if they want to pull off a grand finals appearance.
In my eyes, just don't pick defensive brawlers and then you don't have to defend. And that's what Foot did. And it worked out, you know. Now, heading over to gem grab though, Stu is going to be picked up yet again. And I do like to pick on this map more than a pit stop at least. He's a really good gem carrier on a map like this one. Now on the right hand side,
Alright guys, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Get to see a lot of
I just went to grab my dinner, but I will have it later after this match.
Also always a safe option here, Chester.
Just gave Foot a broken brawler with nothing properly, yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, I kind of want to see a little bit of aggression here as well. Chester, as you mentioned, so good against the majority of people. Lumi comes back again, and when you've performed like you have in the previous set, why not?
Bro, I honestly hope Foot wins it here, so I can end the stream quickly. Because after this match, I'm gonna end the stream.
Something more aggressive towards the end, and Humble now have to account for it.
Stu as a flex pick is a lot of fun, just because they can send this up the middle if they want.
Also, let me give Kid skin before the match ends. If someone is in the chat, they can grab it.
Keep in mind here, we haven't seen Damien from these 2 teams yet, and he has been left open, sliding through the global bans and the regular bans. Edgar did so as well. Those 2 are rated as the best brawlers in the current meta. Edgar is being picked up here by Humble.
Alright,
so
I dropped the Kid skin.
You wanted to see. Now, are they going to follow it up with the Damien, double it down, or maybe pick something like a Nita to make sure that
Bro, who is this guy?
Isn't in the hands of Foot?
Yeah, I mean, it's questionable if they will double down or not, because with Foot still having this
Bro, who is this guy?
having already Chester, which is going to be pretty good against some Lumi as well. They go for the Rico, something that
Bro, don't press that link, it might be some scam or stuff.
Every single time, but recently hasn't really been that brawler. And there's definitely a possibility they can still go something aggressive here. Yes, Rico's going to be pretty decent down one of the lanes, but still, a bit of opening, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're really squishy on this left-hand side, so I wonder if they beef up on the right. I think Damien would have a hard time from a distance, but I can't say I wouldn't be.
Alright, I dropped the link. You can claim it if you want.
Coming through on the left, they've got their big star player on the right. They're going to need a 6-pick that can deal well with several brawlers.
Shade, okay.
This is a good Shade matchup. Yeah, that's a great aggro choice, and honestly, I don't think the left-hand side accounted for that too much. I mean, Stu can wall break, but
again, I think like Foot drop better, honestly.
But of course, if you're through a wall, he can't make a punch go through.
A lot of confusion on Kenny and my face already with that Stu pick on pit stop. Now again with the Rico leaving kind of a lot of options for Foot to just go aggressive, and that's exactly what they did. Shade is going to have a phenomenal matchup into all 3 of them, really. I fear this is Foot's draft, and Humble has to win it regardless.
I think it is Foot draft as well.
This match is going to have set 4.
Only thing that can Humble change the game is the Edgar. But again, they have Chester on their side to take care of that as well.
Sitting back at the moment, not really moving too much, and I feel like it's going to be like this off the start until they see which lanes are which, so they can choose where to go.
Ice rings go down in the middle of the map.
Okay, Edgar misses Gadget.
A few more gems. It'll be a 4-0 lead. Humble really even found their footing, and that was a big-time tag out of Angel Boy. The second that he gets that super, it changes the game up entirely. Luki didn't manage to get a second tag either, and as a result, he won't have that super. That's something that has to be in their pocket if he even wants to function on the map.
Yeah, and it was a big-time gadget miss early on from Semantic as well. Angel Boy might be able to get a super here and get away from him. Guesty not having the best time there, and he'll kind of just jump to his demise. Semantic.
Stu is dead as well.
We've got 7 gems. Luki's low, and
Trying to survive, but it's gonna get down.
Yeah, it's all foot, and I don't really have an explanation for it. I mean, the drafts have been a little bit different than I'm what's seeing them doing in practice or in previous, but it's more than that. It just hasn't felt like on the field it's converted whatsoever, as Angel Boy's going to dash towards this left-hand side, hide in the wall. They finally get a takedown. The rubber burns him away. As he melts down, it'll be Luki in the middle of the map trying to get a tag on a Knob who just has too much distance for him. He's not been able to get a super. He's not generating any offense. He's hardly able to claim kills for himself.
It's so over, man.
On the left-hand side, it's just an easy countdown.
yeah, the gem comes along with it too. Semantic still got a chance to turn in this one round, but Angel Boy with a hyper charge available instantly gets stunned out as he comes in. Luki's going to fall as well, and it's painful to watch.
I mean, a blunt way of putting it, truly, it's just not what we're used to seeing. I think it's just credit to
Bro,
Foot
already
esports,
match
and
point.
also, we're not in the room with Humble.
Foot is just so dominant over Humble. In a Brawl Cup, it is so different with Lanane.
If just something's going on next to them, if there's somebody in the room just messing up their tablets, I don't know what to say. But Humble are a great team. I always struggled to rule them out, but Foot feel fierce. It feels like they just got the combination together, the strategy going through. Maybe Humble just experimenting a little bit, but nonetheless, it's been clear who the better team is so far. And already, in this intense situation, it's Foot on a match point.
Yeah, Semantic going to need to try and find this gadget early on this time. Missed it in a pretty questionable opening situation in the previous one where they just managed to get 3 gems straight off their opponents. Like, misses it again. I mean, it's worrying, really. Angel Boy going to be able to get a few swipes in, but not find anything. I don't think he was really within range to get any supercharged either, but Boss so low on the left-hand side, forced back now.
Yeah, like Humble drop doesn't seem.
Needs to make sure he dives in at the right time.
I don't know if
as he's
Canon
playing
with
back on this left-hand side,
who is
leaves
them
these
or
down,
not.
and
Like
that's
Canon is their
exactly what
coach,
it's a
but
gadget button. So now Luki's gonna have to struggle to tiptoe his way on the right-hand side. It cuts Boss off from progressing forward, and even though Foot have lost the numbers, it's enough for them to hold on.
or maybe just Foot has really studied well about Humble.
Slow onto him and actually finds the kill as well. Really nice from Guesty there, waiting to try and lock down Luki. Jump comes in from Semantic, and Angel Boy thought about using the super but decided against it. 1 gem spawns, and Luki
Oh,
not yet going to try and go for it.
Loom is playing.
Waiting for
I
his
mean,
teammates to try
all
and
of
make a move, but the left-hand
the
side is
Foot
all
esports
Guesty
are
at the
playing
moment.
really well.
1-2 punch out
Angel
of
Boy,
Luki,
Nob,
and
and
now
Guesty, all of them.
He's got a hypercharge. He's going to go straight at Angel Boy. Used the hypercharge and did not get the kill. The ice ring
This
will
time
deter
Humble
Luki too.
is in a
Boss
little
looks to
better
play back
position
as
than
well.
last
He's doing a
game.
great job of these peak shots. They've now pinched him.
But
They know
overall,
it's gonna
it
be
seems
the
that
kill.
Foot is
Somehow
better.
Boss grabs Guesty though, but Angel Boy looking to scoop in and make up for his teammates. This allows Semantic to dive in and
Bro, what was that jump?
Angel Boy, he is just dangerous.
Didn't even look like he landed. He just got obliterated. Hypercharge.
It's
there as well.
over.
Luki didn't have a super to
Said
start,
hyper,
now
it's
forced
over.
to kind of run away as soon as he gets it. Boss really low. Angel Boy will get that one. Does have a gem though, so wants to try and survive in the back lines here. Semantic trying to
I
get
think it's a
forward, but not
GG
getting
here.
anywhere just yet. Now super used by Angel Boy, needs to survive, or at least until Nob can grab this extra one, and that he does.
Angel
It's
Boy's
over.
still up top,
It's
Knob in
over.
the back heels, and it's just a
Oh,
better
man.
GG out of
Look at that
That is
disrespect.
a statement match. After losing their star player at Brawl Cup, they have responded. They've gotten
Man,
revenge,
it's
and they
GG's.
will not only win, they will hold on to that #1
Rest in
spot
peace,
and
honestly.
send Humble packing
Honestly,
shamefully.
what
Wish
is
I
he
could see
showing?
what that was. I really do.
Can't tell it all.
Was it Semantic?
Maybe we get some better camera quality for next month, guys. We're going to hold stuff up.
But yeah, I
really
think
disappointing there
that's
from Humble.
where I end my
You
stream.
can see Luki had already left his camera there. So
Everyone, thanks for
clearly not
tuning
too
in,
pleased with the
but
result either. 3-0 against Foot. Listen,
it
it's
was
not-
close, man. I
you know,
enjoyed it.
people have been
I'm
through
gonna
it by
watch the
Foot
rest of the
before,
monthly
when you're
finals, but
Humble,
just
we're
not stream it.
expecting more
So
from
yeah,
you.
everyone
It's
who's
just,
tuned in,
really
thanks a lot,
worrying. They have
and
to
I'll
do
see you
the
guys
finals
later.
as well.
Thanks for
I'll see you
subscribing,
free
and
right now
bye.
who I'm going to be predicting in the grand finals.
They've been facing off